like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B. Just before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos by hitting that notification bell by the subscribe button, as well as our Cash App right there, $ BJ Matthews, $ BJ Matthews. Our PayPal, Broderick Masters. I will put the comment into the live chat. As a matter of fact, I'll do that right now. Y'all, 1 second. Hold on. I'll do that one second. I'll do that right now. All right, so we got the pin message right there. You guys want to donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, show your love. It's right there in the pin comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me start. Salute to all my guys, all my people in here, man. My man LA was good, brother. Was good. Play for keeps. Salute, big bro. Was good with you, my man. My man Bubba said Beast Brook, board man, Batman. Okay. All right, the realest, my man said, salute BJ in the chat. It's a lot of mad Clipper fans that Clipper ain't gonna band. We're gonna get to all that, man. I heard a lot of streams today. I heard like everybody, all the Clipper people. You know, I heard Dime Dropper, my man Dime Dropper. If you guys have not got a chance to look at, my man Dime Dropper, we had a video earlier last month. If we had a little interview on the channel, I had a chance to talk with him, or got a chance to hear his stance on the Westbrook situation. I heard Showtime. I heard who else did I hear? A few other Clipper fans. Damn, I can't even think straight. My man Dreamers Pro. Shout out to my man Dreamers Pro. And some other Clipper fans and other mainstream media news people. They were talking about the situation. So we gonna get to all that, man. Before y'all come in here, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? He said Laker Nation is troll. Oh yeah, they're gonna be trolling for sure. Tune in Sports, what's good, my guy? Tune in Sports, let's go Westbrook. Salute, brother BJ, David R. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy. All right, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna have a fun show tonight. I want everybody, all my Clipper people, all my NBA fans, basketball fans, basketball people, come into the chat, you know what I'm saying, so I can hear y'all's stance and y'all take. I'm gonna spend, some time on this. I'm gonna let y'all in. Now, of course, we all know the big news that just dropped this morning. Russell Westbrook has officially planned to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. His agent, Jeff Schwartz, came out and released the news to Adrian Wojnarowski that he will be planning to sign with the Clippers once he clears waivers with the Utah Jazz. He's going to be taking his physical and all that stuff, and I think he should be practicing with the team by Wednesday. We do know the Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard were set to have a meeting with Russell Westbrook in the future, but it looks like they had that meeting before. And I actually was kind of, thinking that myself. I was like, what? It's All-Star weekend. I'm pretty sure they've had this meeting already. They had these teams already sign these players. Patrick Beverly signed with the Bulls today. Kevin Love signed with the Heat last night. So all these guys are getting ready to, sign with their teams. So it's not much time to, really waste. Reggie Jackson went to the Denver Nuggets last week as well. So these teams are, starting to fill up their rosters, completely. So yeah, Russell Westbrook is going to be signed with the LA Clippers, and I'm going to give y'all my thoughts about the situation entirely, how I feel, my reaction, all that good stuff, and then we're going to let people in. I'm going to take my time, so make sure y'all bear with me. Now, first thing is first, and we got 17 people here. We should have 17 likes. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, my people. Hit that like button. Before we start, man, I want to make it very clear. I want people to first off give their honest opinions, but I want to make sure we keep this a healthy conversation. We can talk shit, we can be boisterous, we can be passionate, all that, but what I don't tolerate on my stream is no disrespect. I don't care if you're a Clipper fan, I don't care if you're a Laker fan, I don't care if you're a Warrior fan, I don't care if you're a Mavs fan, I don't care if you're a Heat fan, Bucks fan, Celtics fan, I don't care what fan you are. We gonna come in here. We're gonna respect people's opinions. We're gonna let people talk. We're gonna have people have their thoughts of the situation. You know what I'm saying? I ask that for y'all, my audience and my people that I love y'all so much. I ask that y'all give me that. right? Because I heard too many streams today with people going at each other personally, and I just didn't. It didn't sit well with me. I understand it's gonna get out of hand at times, when it gets to basketball. When it gets personal, though, that's when I look at it like, you know what, it's becoming a little bit too toxic. And I heard that on Show's stream actually today, where he had to shut his channel down. And I just think that's just ridiculous that somebody has to shut their channel now because people can't even make their claims responsibly, right? So let's just keep this, completely respectful. You know what I'm saying? But now we got that out the way. But Edric Reynolds, what's good, my guy? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the show, brother. Young Africa said El Segundo Clippers. My guy, Young Africa. I'm looking forward to hear your take as well. My man Bubba said it looks horrible on paper. Let's see what happens. Right. All right. So Russell Westbrook to the Clippers. Now, where do I start? My initial reaction was, okay, it was definitely a chance that, he was going to come to the Clippers, a strong chance, because we had talked about this since last week. A lot of us were on the streams, talking about the Westbrook situation and a point guard. We need a point guard and all this stuff. And we had a lot of, deep discussions, debates with amongst us as Clipper fans and NBA fans. Do the Clippers need a point guard? And I've been very, very vocal about this. The Clippers definitely need a point guard. Based off of their offense and based off of them not having a real offensive scheme, for them to win a championship, I believe they need a point guard. Okay? Now, we've been going back with this back and forth. Guys have been saying Terrence Mann's our point guard. Guys have been saying, Bones Highland, is he our point guard? We just acquired him from the Denver Nuggets, a young stud, a second-year player who got moved to the Clippers because of his minutes cut from Jamal Murray. He's coming here hungry. Eric Gordon, is he our point guard? Right. And I love Eric Gordon's game. I think he's a great two-way player. I think he's a smart player. He's a vet. He just does things the right way. He makes the good reads, good decisions. He plays tough defense. I mean, he's just an all-around pro and a real hooper. This was going to be my choice as our point guard if we didn't get, a traditional point, or not even a traditional point guard, but an actual real point guard like Russell Westbrook, right? But it looks like the Clippers have given Russell Westbrook the opportunity to be a part of his team and be able to, rewrite his wrongs or, clear up the situation he's been with the last couple of years with the Lakers. You guys know the Lakers have been disaster for Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? He's been probably the most scrutinized player in the NBA. And not to mention, I want to also bring this up too, and I want to be real about this. Russell Westbrook, I've never seen a player as scrutinized personally. Very few I've seen scrutinize the level of Russell Westbrook by the media. And I think a lot of that has to do with, him not being liked by the media, that there's certain people getting back at him. That's why you hear these stories about him being called like a vampire in the locker room. He was, toxic. He can't win with his playing style. All this stuff is coming from what you call the media. And that's why I tell people to be careful about how they just take everything from the media and not do their own homework. You know what I'm saying? All the negative stuff, I ask people all the time, personally about his personal life, what real evidence do we have to show that he's, a person who's selfish, a person that doesn't care about winning, a person that is bad in the locker room? What proof do we have? And y'all can answer these in the comment sections and I'll read them. But what proof do we have that he has all this stuff, rocking against him? Right? So for the last couple of seasons, it's been horrible for the Russell Westbrook for the Lakers. It's been probably his worst 2 seasons. Not even probably. It's been his worst 2 seasons of his career. And it's just been a bad situation for him, a bad fit. The Lakers have not made the playoffs. Probably not going to make the playoffs this year for a second consecutive time. So it just, him playing with LeBron, obviously they're the two of the same person. They're the same person. LeBron James is just 4 inches taller, about 60 pounds heavier, and about, 2 ladders better. He's just a bigger, better version of Russell Westbrook. And when you have LeBron on the team with you, you have to predicate your playing style to his. right? You have to make LeBron James feel comfortable. And Russell Westbrook, with him, he plays a certain same similar style that if he's not having the ball in his hands, you can't really get the most out of him. Same thing with LeBron James. See, and it's funny, people who condemn Russell Westbrook don't condemn LeBron James for the same reasons. Like, for instance, his turnovers. They say that Russell Westbrook turns the ball over, right? Well, LeBron James for a number of years have led the league in turnovers, and he's made some boneheaded turnovers himself. But the high IQ he does have, he doesn't get the same scrutiny as Russell Westbrook as far as the media, that he turns the ball over just as much. He's not. He just turned into a very okay 3-point shooter, right? Same thing with Russell Westbrook, who's not like a very good 3-point shooter himself. He does play, what they call isolation, stagnant basketball, where he dribbles the ball, 5, 10 times in the same spot, and he's going to pull up for a three or try to go to the basket. He plays one way. So LeBron and Russ are a lot alike. So you have these two players on the court together, it's not going to end well. You know what I'm saying? My man Shab 9000 says, Lou want Russ to do better, but I'm not stoked. A lot of cringe ahead. Okay, let's get into that. Okay, so with the addition of Russell Westbrook, people are trying. We got to actually weigh out the pros and cons of what Russell Westbrook brings to the team. Okay, because this is a question that people have had. Okay, now let's start with the pros. What is Russell Westbrook going to bring to this team? Because that's a question I've been hearing a lot. What does Russell Westbrook bring to our team? What does he do? How does he make us a championship contender? Okay, now the Clippers have struggled with what? One thing, pace. They're the slowest, one of the slowest teams in the league. And you look at their roster, they don't have a lot of, transition guys outside of Bones Highland, and to an extent, Terrence Mann. But even he is not really what you call a guy who's taking the ball coast to coast. He takes it in spurts, but that's just not really who he is. The only other player who's really transitional is Bones Highland. The other player was John Wall, who they got rid of earlier, at the trade deadline. So now that you have Russell Westbrook, you had a guy who's elite at that aspect of the game, which is pace. Yes, even with his decreased athleticism, he still is faster than, pretty much, I would say, about 90% of the players on the court. You guys do understand Russell Westbrook is probably next to Derrick Rose and Ja Morant, one of the most athletic point guards of all time. He ain't lost that to the point where he can't, still run up and down the floor with the ball. So he has that. He brings that to the Clippers. And now he's able to set guys up like a Paul George, like a Kawhi, like a Marcus Morris, like a Nicholas Batum, like a Robert Covington, like guys like that who like to play in a half-court setting. Russell Westbrook, you guys gotta remember, he still averages year after year 7 to 8 assists per game. So with those turnovers, you gotta also look at the assists that he gives out. That's where there's a reason why he worked so well with Paul George, who's a half-court player. We gotta look at the positive as much as the negatives. He brings that to the table. Then you gotta look at also his energy. Okay. One thing I've noticed about the Clippers is we start off games very slow. Very slow. We start off games very slow, and then we have to pick it back up in the half court in the second half, which I do not like. Why is that? Because it puts so much pressure on our starters and guys who have to stay in the game for longer periods of time. With the roster we have, the Clippers should not have to be battling with all these games on a consistent basis. I understand there's going to be nip and tucks certain times against really good teams, but we've been dealing with putting too much pressure on ourselves by how we start games. And a lot of that's to do with, I think, this man right here, Ty Lue. Now, I've told y'all before, Ty Lue's going to be the main culprit and main factor of how the Clippers succeed this playoffs. I truly believe that, because you can sit up there and say Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have to play better, but goddamn it, if they're not in the right positions and they got, not the right rotations in the game, it's going to put a lot of pressure and load on those two that's unnecessary. You understand what I'm saying? So Ty Lue, is he a good coach? Yes. Did he not lead us to the Western Conference 2 seasons ago? Yes. Is he a championship coach? Yes. But this year he's been dropping the ball, and he deserves to be criticized for it. His rotations have been terrible. He's overplayed guys like Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris, right? He's been underplaying guys like Terrence Mann and Robert Covington, who he still hasn't figured that position out. I don't know why Robert Covington hasn't been gaining minutes. I think it's person just because he believes in Marcus Morris so much, and that's fine. But I would ask Ty Lue to go by a more game by game basis because we're not like the regular team because we have so many pieces and so much depth. You can't go by okay, this is the set roster every single night because you got to look at with the amount of talent we have, with the amount of depth that we have, and the matchups we play up against. You got to look at all those other aspects. So you still got to make these guys feel involved, right? Shout out to JM, number 2 Clipper fan. Russ will help on the boards. He gets rebounds, plus he pushes the tempo. Yes, that's what my next thing. Russell Westbrook average around eight rebounds a game. See, here's the thing about Russell Westbrook. Even on a down year like last year, he still averages 17, 7, and 7. Those are huge. Those are actually all-star numbers. That's a down year for Russell Westbrook. For him to average 17 points, 17.7 points, 7.4 rebounds, 7.2 assists, or 7.1 assists last year on a down year with a bad fit team shows that he still, and play 78 games, not to mention, shows that why he's his top 75 player of all time. Because anybody else with those type of numbers will be looking at, oh, that's an all-star year. But because Russell Westbrook has been, great for a number of years consistently, people look at that like, oh, he had a bad year. But I look at it like, okay, well, he had a bad year, yes, but what would it look like if he had a good year? What would it look like when he actually has the right team around him, the right fit around him, the right guys around him? What would it look like? Right? And notice how I said he played 78 games. Another thing about Russell Westbrook, he's very durable. This is something that the Clippers have struggled with for I don't know how many years. These guys are made of carbon copy or cardboard. Some of these guys can't even stay on the court for more than 60, 70, 50, 60 games. We know Kawhi Leonard has been dealing with the knee management. Paul George has been dealing with knickknacks. Nicholas Batum. Eric Gordon, as great as Eric Gordon is, he's also known to have injuries. Norman Powell has been dealing with, injuries here and there. Terrence Mann's pretty durable himself. Bones Highland's pretty durable. So outside of the young guys, most of these players they cannot really stay on the court as much as Russell Westbrook can. He's in fantastic shape. He takes care of his body, right? So the Clippers, that's a positive they gonna need because he's able to, take off the pressure. And this is one of the reasons I say we need a point guard. He's able to take off the pressure of Kawhi and PG to score. Right? This is why I was saying with John Wall was he was supposed to be for this team. What Russell Westbrook's about to be for them is what John Wall is supposed to be for them. But the problem is that Ty Lue did not give John Wall that opportunity to start. Now they've been talking about Russell Westbrook's playing, off the bench for a few games, and he's going to eventually start. That's what I actually want. I'm going to go into a minute about how I feel like the lineups need to be, but Russell Westbrook needs to be starting for this team. He doesn't need to be coming off the bench. He doesn't need to be playing 15. He needs to be playing somewhere between, I would say, about 25 minutes a game. And he needs to be starting. Because to get the full version, the best version of Russell Westbrook, you cannot be cutting his minutes and having him come up. That's not him. He did it this year because he can't play with LeBron, but LeBron's not on his team, so he has no reason not to be. There's no other player that has the capabilities of Russell Westbrook on his team. Right? He brings the same space and problem as Wall, possibly worse. Double Kawhi and Russ on the island, then what face Turco? Yeah, we're gonna get into the next thing. And continue in that like button. We got 35 people in here. Continue that like button. Mr. Smith said, I disagree. Ty Lue has the ability to take a player as is, magnify their strength, and minimize the weaknesses. He should be getting about 30, 26. Yeah, I would say being nice about 25 to 28 minutes. And it depends on the game. Again, if Russell Westbrook is the game is not meant for him, he probably shouldn't be playing as many minutes. But I keep hearing it's 15, 20, or 22. Like, no, he needs to be playing at least 25 minutes a game. And I'm gonna go into the lineups how it should go, where it can actually work for everybody on this team. But let's go into some of the negatives as well, because we got David R said, he said the turnovers, that's what scares me. Then you have two of your highest ball handlers who are high turnover players in the playoffs. That's a disaster to your chances. Okay, so let's go into the negatives, right? We have to go into both sides, the cons, the turnovers. Okay, listen. Um, Russell Westbrook's been in the league for how many years? Since 2008, right? Um, and from what I remember, Russell Westbrook's always been the same player. No matter what team he's been on, he's always been the same guy. He's always been that guy who's going to play hard, who's going to give you maximum effort, who's going to be exciting to watch. But his IQ has been questionable, right? He's always been the same dude. He's never changed. He's never changed. But the difference is from now into it used to be the narrative on Russell Westbrook. He plays hard. It was never about him playing smart. Notice how the media really hyped on him more now that he's with the Lakers than he was, with the Thunder or the Rockets or the Wizards. Right? You got to remember, with the Wizards, he was a All NBA third team player. I don't think people remember that what he did with that team. So when people say that the turnovers scare him, I mean, when did the turnovers start scaring you? When did the turnovers really begin to really be a problem for everybody? Because I don't really remember everybody talking about turnovers. What I remember people saying is how hard he plays and how he's going to give his all, how he's going to play his heart out, how he's able to, have exciting plays throughout the game. I didn't really hear too much about turnovers until it came from people like in the media or, guys who are just not fans of Russell Westbrook. But now, because of the turnovers, it's like he's unplayable at times. He cannot play with certain teams and this, that, and the other. Now, will he turn the ball over? Yes, he's going to turn it over because, number one, he's a point guard. Number two, when you have that amount of energy and going that fast at times, you're more increasing chances of turning the ball over. That's just how basketball works. And to be fair, there's certain situations, and down the stretch, he has turned the ball over. But I've also seen certain stretches where he's made a big plays with high effort. High effort comes with mistakes comes with high effort. So let's talk a little bit about also. He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt, but he's never led a team to a championship with his stuff. Okay, this is something else I wanted to bring up. He's been on 5 different teams in 4 years or whatever. Okay, context. I want to bring up context again with you guys. He started off with the OKC Thunder, right? He was with them for 10 seasons, right? What happened in those 10 seasons? What did Russell Westbrook do in those 10 seasons when he was there? Well, he went to 3 conference championships with Kevin Durant, right? Went to 3 conference championships. Went to an NBA Finals, right? Beat the San Antonio Spurs in 2 of those conference matchups in the Western Conference, who was a high IQ team. They beat teams like the San Antonio Spurs, the Los Angeles Lakers. Who else did they beat? Trying to think. Did they beat the Memphis Grizzlies, or did they beat? No, they didn't play the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, the Grizzlies. They beat the Grizzlies. They beat the Clippers. They beat a lot of top teams with Westbrook as the point guard of that team. He had success with, getting to deep runs in the playoffs. The only year he didn't make it, which actually, and here's another point, in 2013 when Westbrook got hurt, that was the year that they were supposed to go and win the whole thing. But when Westbrook hurt his foot, that's when they lost in that year. But that was supposed to be the year they won the whole thing in 2013. That's the year after they beat Kobe Bryant and the Lakers in 2012. The next year, that's when Westbrook got hurt. So when he said he doesn't play winning basketball, he's been to 3 conference finals, 1 NBA finals in that tenure. And he was able to lead the team by himself without Kevin Durant almost to the playoffs with pretty much a team with, really no good starting five. With guys like Andre Roberson, Deion Waiters, Steven Adams, guys like that. Okay, what happens next? He goes to Houston. He goes to the Houston Rockets with James Harden, his childhood friend. What happens? They went over 50 games that season. And if I'm not mistaken, were they a top? Were they the 3rd seed that year? Or they were the 4th seed. They were the 4th seed that year. They faced the Oklahoma City Thunder, beat them in the first round. The second round they lost to the LA Lakers, which was the champions that year. So really, I mean, that was the only year he was with the Rockets, but he only spent 1 season there. He averaged 27 points that year. The James Harden had his best season, in my opinion, that year with Russell Westbrook being there after his MVP year. So when people say, okay, well, what happened in Houston? I mean, what did happen in Houston? He had success with that team when he was only there for 1 season. James Harden is the one who actually left the team and actually ran people like Dwight Howard off, Russell Westbrook off, John Wall off, Chris Paul off. James Harden was the one that destroyed that team. Well, what happens next? Russell Westbrook goes to the Washington Wizards. He leads that team to the playoffs with Bradley Beal being hurt for a majority of the season. And the Wizards have not been doing anything since then. Right? Was he a problem with Washington? He spent 1 season there. He gets traded to the Lakers for 3 players: KCP, Montrezl Harrell, and Kyle Kuzma. But was he a problem with the Wizards? He goes to the Lakers, which was automatically a bad fit from the start. So when you look at his whole career in totality, he's had more success than a lot of players. Guys like Chris Paul, guys like Damian Lillard, guys like Carmelo Anthony, guys like who else around his age? DeMar DeRozan, who else? Jimmy Butler, like guys around his age. Compare him to guys around his age. Who's a player outside of Steph Curry you could say really have more success than Russell Westbrook? More success than James Harden? Who can you really say has had more success? Who's had more success out of Steph Curry close to his age than Russell Westbrook's age? Because if we're going to sit here and talk about Russ ain't done nothing with his playing stuff, you got to look at a lot of other players in the NBA. I'm just saying. But I'll leave that for another day. What was I saying? The negatives. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We got 32 people here. Hit that like button. Another thing, his shooting. Listen, Russell Westbrook. I remember when Russell Westbrook first came into the NBA. One of his strong shoots was his mid-range pull-up. He's always had a pretty solid mid-range pull-up with the teams he's been on. If you look at his form, how he shoots the ball, it's not a bad form. It's a very controlled form. Has the perfect L, elbow in, off the fingertips. So if you look at his form, it's not a bad form, how he shoots the ball. So when people talk about his shooting, I need to know in detail what people actually mean. Are you saying because he's just a bad shooter all around, he can't shoot the ball? Because like I said, I remember he actually did shoot the ball very consistently with the teams before he got to the Lakers. And that's why I also want to bring up, when I watched him with the Lakers, I saw there was more so nervousness because of the impact of the crowd, the pressure that was on him, I think got to him when he's with the Lakers. I saw how he used to gather his feet before he used to shoot a jump shot. His free throw percentage went down. Russell Westbrook was an 80% free throw shooter for the majority of his career. 75 to 80%. Now he dropped to like I think 69 with the Lakers, which shooting should not decrease as you get older. It's supposed to get better. But when you got the pressure of the Lakers and you have everybody in the crowd taking a big deep breath every time you shoot, like bro, that goes through your head. That's mental. So I think it's more mental with him than physical. I can expect him with the Clippers to actually start making shots. Now people say, okay, the spacing is not going to be the same. Okay, listen, is he going to make threes? I understand that. With the amount of shooting the Clippers have, look at the 3-point shooting right there, the percentage of the guys on the team. You got Paul George at 38%, Kawhi at 38%, Norman Powell at 41%, Marcus Morris at 38%, Eric Gordon at 37%, Terrence Mann at 39%. You know what I'm saying? All these guys, Nicholas Batum at 37%. Well, who are the Clippers who are you gonna double off on? Because all these guys can shoot. So if you're going to tell me you're going to double off Russell Westbrook, that's fine. All what's going to happen is he's going to start getting to the basket, a wide open lane to the basket, or he's going to pull up for that mid-range shot where I think he's going to start making. So then you're going to be even more having a bigger problem because he has people to pass to now. It's not like the Lakers when the guys were not a good 3-point shooting team. It's not like the Lakers are not a good 3-point shooting team. So, of course, Russell Westbrook, like I told y'all the other day, a lot of the turnovers I used to see with him with the Lakers were based off of him trying to actually create some type of offense because the Lakers they sucked at offense. So the way that Russell Westbrook's mind works is that if there's no offense being circulated, I'm going to try to do it myself. But the problem with Russell Westbrook is he puts him in bad positions that he's not very comfortable in. And that's when you start seeing the boneheaded turnovers. That's when you start seeing, you know what I'm saying, the bad shot selection and things of that nature. But when you have the talent around Russell Westbrook and you actually have guys who actually can score, he doesn't have to be put in those positions. Let me look at some of these. He said the elbow ain't. Well, yeah, what are you talking about? The elbow is in. That's a perfect jump shot. Well, ain't nothing perfect, but it's a good jump shot. That's not a bad form. Okay, this is my last point I'm gonna make, and now I'm gonna go into the next thing. He said Westbrook not elite finisher anymore. I want to give y'all a quick video, and then we're gonna come back with it in about a minute and 30 seconds. I want y'all to watch something because Young Africa said I didn't. All right, so here we go.
Want to continue to get better if they're younger players. And hopefully the Cavalry's on its way back as Westbrook.
Free throws. Lakers know all about that.
Russell, throw it down, baby!
Now there's a grown man's drive.
Russell, let's rise.
Look at this grown man's drive here, though. Set up to block it or block this. That's the way you attack.
Just sort of windmilled it in there, didn't he? Little sweeper right there.
On Thursday, Bazemore corner. Westbrook wants to attack. Russ, throw it down. Bivouac, and he's enjoying shooting. Now here is Westbrook. Throws it in. Didn't quite have the force that he wanted to, but he still threw it down.
Russell Westbrook can't quick to the basket for a jam.
Oh my goodness.
63-54. Trailing by 9. It's going to be closer. Westbrook. Timeout taken by for the Lakers. Big time. Coming up on 2 minutes. Cutting. Russ. Throw it down. Hammer it.
With the way he defends and as tough as he is, if he can shoot anywhere near those numbers.
Oh! Russell Westbrook, beast mode.
Now, their bench is just 2 out of 12 from beyond the arc.
Russ, throw it down. Throw it down, Russ. Down the middle he goes.
Then he gets a technical for taunting. Gobert. Oh, wow, that's just a monster dunk by Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I'll be laughing too. See, here's the problem I have with a lot of people who say that, like Westbrook ain't an elite finisher no more. You would only be able to know that if you had to guard him. Okay, for the people that keep saying and keep hitting that like button, appreciate y'all. For the people who keep saying that Westbrook ain't an elite finisher, you would have to actually guard him, or you have to actually talk to people in the NBA to actually know that. For a person that keeps saying he can't finish at the rim no more, he can't get past him, bro, you don't know because you ain't had to guard him. You only know, and that's another thing people don't see. When you're on TV, it looks different when you're actually in front of him. A lot of these guys are bigger, faster, and stronger in person, or when you actually have to guard them, than on TV. Like I'll give y'all an example. Okay, George Hill. Y'all know George Hill of the Milwaukee Bucks. George Hill, point guard, all that, what I'm saying? I actually had to play against George Hill. And when I first had to go up against him, watching him on TV, he's not like super, super quick, super fast. But when you actually have to guard the man head up, then you see why the nigga's in the NBA, and then you see why, what I'm saying, he's a step faster or whatever. But you don't know until you actually have to. That's why I don't understand when people keep saying that. By what we just seen in those clips, bro, he's still getting past people and he's still throwing around monster dunks. Now, you could say he's not what he once was, which is actually fine. But even if you see him lose a step, he still has the athletic ability to make an impact. So I just, when people keep saying that and people say, well, he has to shoot those threes, he really don't have to shoot threes, because like I told y'all, who are they going to have to help off of when Russell Westbrook's on the court? With all these 3-point shooters the Clippers have, who are you going to have to help off on? You can't double everybody on the court. You can't double Paul George, Kawhi, Norman Powell, Eric Gordon, Terrence. You can't double everybody. So you have to pick a poison. And then once that mid-range shot starts falling for Westbrook, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna start making that mid-range shot, then you're pretty much at his mercy, because now you can't stop any of his options. Like I said, I think a lot of the reason why his shot wasn't falling in LA with the Lakers because of the pressure from the fans, the media, and all that stuff. I think that got to him. I'm gonna be very honest. By how I saw him, used to gather before his shot, I'm like, this dude, the pressure that got to him. Then he's nervous. But I asked y'all to go look up Russell Westbrook mid-range shots before he came to the Lakers. You guys will see, as long as those blooper videos y'all see make fun of him, those mid-range shot videos with the Rockets and then with the Thunder, you'll see him those like 4 or 5 minute videos of him just hitting countless mid-range shots off the backboard, posting up, transition. That's what you're gonna see with this Clipper team. Okay, well, I'm gonna make one more last point before I will let y'all in, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Keep hitting that like button. My man Kes said y'all bugging. Russ is still a dog. Exactly. He said Russ just went to the right team on the wrong time. LeBron was there. Yeah. This is what I have to say about this. And people, I want y'all to bear with me. The Clippers, their goal is to win a championship this year. Right? That's their goal. They have to win a championship this year. And I want to make this very clear. Getting to the finals ain't going to be enough. Because now what hasn't happened is a lot of Laker fans, a lot of people in the media, guys like Skip Bayless, guys like Shannon Sharp, guys like Nick Wright, you know what I'm saying, guys in the media who are not very fond of Russell Westbrook and who are LeBron James fanatics. Deep down, they don't want to see Russell Westbrook succeed, because what that's going to do is going to put a big light on LeBron James, because they're going to look at this like, wow, you couldn't do something for Russell Westbrook in 2 seasons that the Clippers did for him in half a year. All that, Russell Westbrook can't play and this, that, and the other, that's gonna go out the window. If the Clippers win a championship this year, all that stuff is gonna go out the window. All of a sudden, you're gonna start seeing a different mindset from people. Let me tell you all 3 things that this will do if they win a championship with Russell Westbrook as their point guard. Number 1, Russell Westbrook will move to my top 10 of all time point guards. If Russell Westbrook gets a championship with the Clippers this year, he will move to my top 10 all time. Because I don't think I've ever seen a turn of events that quick. From him being somebody that was mocked, through the media and the NBA, to now, if they win a championship, if you look at Russell Westbrook, he has accomplished everything that you can accomplish. MVP, multiple All-NBA teams, conference finals appearance, NBA finals appearance, triple doubles, all that stuff, stat-wise, he's done accomplished. And if you look at the point guards of all time, he's already a top 75 player of all time. If he wins a championship, that will put him, to me, as a top 10 player of all time, not to mention what he's had to deal with in these last couple seasons. Right? Want something else? If Paul George will move to my top 60 to 75 players of all time, hands down. If Paul George and the Clippers win a championship this year, he will move to my top 60 to 75 players of all time, hands down. I'll put him over guys like Tracy McGrady. I'll put him over guys like Damian Lillard. I'll put him over guys like Anthony Davis, which I already feel like he's already above him. Guys like Carmelo Anthony. Yes, because I don't know if you guys seen PG's resume. It's actually pretty crazy. Talking about an 8-time All-Star, a guy who's made to the playoffs every single year of his career, multiple all-defensive teams, and multiple All-NBA teams, has led his team to the conference finals twice in both conferences. He's just as deserving of a championship as Chris Paul or Damian Lillard. Go look at Chris Paul and Damian Lillard's resume. I guarantee you it doesn't match up to Paul George's. I guarantee you. And Chris Paul is older than Paul George. He don't have 2 conference finals appearances. He don't have multiple all defensive teams. He's not 6'8" with the type of skill set that Paul George has. Just by the eye test, Paul George, he's a guy that you look at as a basketball player like he has it all. He has the size, he has the talent, he has the athletic ability, he has the score. He has pretty much everything in his bag. So if you look at the eye test plus his resume, I mean, why wouldn't I put him over Chris Paul? Damian Lillard, who's made it to the playoffs every year, but he's only made to 1 conference finals. If Paul George wins a champ, I'm telling you, and for him to vouch for Russell Westbrook when everybody was down on him actually adds on to the impressiveness of what he's doing. So that goes a long way for me. Because he's the only one stuck his neck out while everybody else was dogging him. While everybody was like saying, oh, we don't run Russell Westbrook. That goes to show you what he's about, bro. Like, that goes to show you that he seems to have a very, very close brotherhood friendship with this guy. And he truly believes he can help him out. And so if he actually wins the championship and Paul George is leading the charge, yeah, you can go ahead and put him in that top 60 to top 75 players of all time, in my opinion. All right, so last thing is this. One second. All right. Last one is basically simple, and that's Kawhi Leonard. If Kawhi Leonard, let me tell you something, and people ain't gonna like this. People ain't gonna like this. They not. If Kawhi Leonard manages to lead this team with Russell Westbrook, Paul George, if he's able to lead this team to a championship this year, Kawhi moves to my top 10, top 12 players of all time. Yes. If Kawhi, I'll say it again, if Kawhi is able to lead this team to the finals and win a championship for 3 championships, he moves to my top 10 and top 15 of all time. And the reason why I say 15 is because I don't know if I want to put over guys like Isaiah Thomas and Dr. J and those guys yet, but it will definitely be a conversation. And I'm gonna tell you why. Kawhi Leonard, he would have done something that no other player has done in NBA history. What is that? He was able to lead two different teams who ain't won a goddamn thing in franchise history. The Raptors, who are in a country, in a different country, and then the Clippers, who were a laughingstock for almost about 40 years. So for you to do that, bro, ain't nobody did that. He's already one of the best playoff performers of all time. And Kawhi's his resume is gonna be weird to evaluate because he don't have the numbers of like what you'll say like a top 10 player, but he has the resume of the accomplishments. He has 2 championships, 2 defensive player of the years, 2 finals MVPs, multiple all NBA teams, multiple all defensive teams. Just the whole package. So that's why it's going to be kind of interesting to evaluate him. But because of what he did in a short period of time, and because of the injuries he had to sustain, that's what makes it so impressive to me. I'll be willing to have those discussions. Is he over Dr. J? Is he over Isaiah Thomas? Is he over Clyde Drexler? Is he over Kevin Garnett? Is he over Dirk Nowitzki? Is he over those guys? I will have that conversation. Kawhi, yeah. What you mean? Is he over? Man, he beat Giannis. He already beat Giannis. What y'all talking about? He already beat Giannis, and he did it. He's been doing it for a longer period of time. Yeah, he already beat him. Kawhi's over Giannis to me now. But yeah, healthy Kawhi is the biggest asterisk the NBA could have had for it. Let me tell y'all something. People ain't gonna admit this. Young Africa ain't gonna admit this. Dejan ain't gonna admit this. The biggest blessing that the NBA got is Kawhi Leonard hasn't been healthy. That's the biggest blessing they've gotten. Because you can say what the hell you want to say, but for this guy to have all these big injuries and still have 2 championships and working on a third one at age, he just turned 31. The NBA is lucky that the man has been hurt. They lucky the man has been hurt. Because he could have had 4 championships already. He could have had one in 2017 when he went down against the Warriors. He could have had one in 2021 when he went down against the Utah Jazz. He could have had 4 championships already. And we're having a different conversation. If Kawhi was a championship if Kawhi was a championship this year, I'll put him over KD. If he wins a championship this year, I'll put him over Kevin Durant right now. Because Kawhi plays both sides of the ball. KD doesn't. Now, that's your preference. And another thing about KD, he's still, and he's doing it again. He's showing that he's not wanting to have that responsibility of being the quote unquote guy on the team. He prefers to do it in a collective way. When I seen Kawhi Leonard go to the Clippers over the Lakers, when he had all the momentum to play with LeBron and Anthony Davis, and he actually chose to go the other route, that told me a lot about how his makeup is, his mindset is. See, KD will go to a team like the Phoenix Suns because he doesn't have to feel like he has that pressure on him. He goes to the Brooklyn Nets because of Kyrie. He goes to the Golden State Warriors because of Steph Curry. So his legacy, as far as how it's looked at, that's what his legacy gonna be. Dirty Mac was good, bro. Was good. Make sure I hit that like button. If Kawhi stayed with the Raptors, they would have 3P 2 And that's another thing. For the people that keep saying that, oh, the Raptors were already heavy made, even though they went to only one conference finals. What have the Raptors have been doing since he left? What have they been doing the last 4 years? Since Kawhi was just an addition to the team, and he didn't really have to do nothing but play. What have the Raptors done in the last 4 years? Have they made it past the first round? $57 KP News said, bro, I didn't want this move to happen, but he's a Clipper now. Now I fucking gives a shit. Okay, and this is what I want to also say. If I think it's gonna work. Now I know it's gonna work because of I'm looking at the personnel of this team, the makeup of this team, and I'm also looking at the fact that I can just imagine what that conversation would be like with Russ, Kawhi, and PG. I'm gonna tell y'all pretty much what I believe what was said. They have this meeting. PG is obviously the mediator between the whole situation. He's bringing this guy in, Russell Westbrook, as one of his close friends. He's like, look, man, they've made a mockery out of you. We want to, erase that that bad name off your record, man. We're here for you. We support you. All this stuff, right? They tell him everything that in supporting of Russ. Because remember, the dude has been through a lot the last 2 years with that team. So now you add in PG and Kawhi to the conversation. Paul George is looking at like, I gotta make sure I mediate Russell Westbrook. I had to somewhat make sure he's good. Kawhi sitting in the meeting hearing it, but I'm pretty sure what he told Russell Westbrook, like, look, man, you're here with us. We want you here, but make sure you come with the right attitude. And when you have that bond with your brothers, I think Russ is looking at it like, I can't let Paul George down. He's at the end of the day, we can say whatever we want about Russell Westbrook, but he's a loyal cat. So when you have that bond with your teammates, that will actually overrule a lot of times I wouldn't say the logic. I would say that connection you have with, like, you actually will even be on your betterment of your behavior, because we have to remember Russ did sacrifice with the Lakers this year. He actually came off the bench. He would listen to what Darvin Ham was saying as a coach. But at the end of the day, if I'm the Clippers, I'm going to be starting him because I want the full version of Russell Westbrook. Now, as far as finishing games, okay, we can, not probably having the finishing lines. But as far as the starting lines, I'm starting Russell Westbrook. My man, what's good, Bruce? Young Africa, what's good?
Hello, BJ. Hello.
What up, BJ?
Young Africa. Before Young Africa start to laugh and mock the Clippers, I'm going to say something good.
Ain't no disrespect. Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead.
I've been saying I didn't want Westbrook on the team, but we'll see what happens. I think Clippers signed Westbrook because what they were looking for with John Wall, they hope they can get it with Westbrook. The problem that I have with Westbrook is when he cross the half court and pull up at the free throw line, shoot a jumper, and he breaks. When he does the stupid turnovers, when the team is rolling and he show up and he mess up. Okay, but I can see that he has support. I don't think he had support on the Lakers, and I don't think he had real friends on the Lakers. So he has a friend. He has friends and people that's supporting him that wants him to do well on the Clippers. So that's a positive, and I think Westbrook is gonna bow out, and I guarantee that the Clippers will win the championship.
Wow.
Salute.
Wow.
You go. You got it, Young Africa.
I spoke so well that Young Africa is speechless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Young Africa is cat got his tongue.
Because I know he's gonna play Friday. You know, I'm looking forward to see Westbrook. He's gonna be happy because I know Lakers fan, not really Lakers fan, LeBron's fans were harassing his family, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's why it took so long to give his decision, because I think he really was gonna leave the LA.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's why he entertained the Bucks and the Bulls and the Wizards, because he was probably looking at, like, do we continue this, or because it's gonna get interesting with these fans, man. So
Yeah, but I don't think Clippers fans gonna treat him like Lakers fan, in my opinion.
He's gonna ball out, Bruce.
Yes, he's gonna ball out, and the Clippers gonna win the championship. Okay, we'll see. We'll laugh last.
Oh man, yo, hey, shout out to you, BJ, man. Pull up podcast. Look, you was cooking, man. You was making a great case. You sound like Westbrook lawyer, man. You were making a great case. If you were in a court of law, damn, people leaving that court, in that courtroom thinking, hey, man, you might be the GOAT. You might be the GOAT, because look, you broke it down. You had a nice highlight reel, selected highlight reel of 2 years of Westbrook at the Lakers. You showed us a couple dunks, a lot of missed coverages, a lot of no help. That's nice though. But let me say something. Let me begin from where you began from, right? When you talk about the pace and the offense and how he can help, right? Because if you notice, BJ, I don't disrespect plays. I don't get personal. I don't call them names. I don't disrespect plays. I break down the game, and that ain't personal. It's the game, and that's what he's showing on the court, right? I don't do that, because these are the most elite athletes in the world. We're talking about Russell Westbrook, one of the greatest point guards of all time, right? One of the most explosive point in his prime, one of the most explosive point guards of all time. He's legacy is solidified as one of the greats already, right? Certified first ballot Hall of Famer. All that, yeah. We got to give it up. He done his work. But we talking about 2023 Westbrook, right? We're talking about Westbrook today, not Westbrook once upon a time, not even Westbrook with Paul George and OKC. We're talking about today. When you say how is he going to help the offense? Well, and you said pace, right? And that is one issue that the Clippers have, is pace. And so if he increases the pace and he makes y'all a faster team, and Westbrook plays like that, well, that means you're going to hand up offense to Westbrook, right? That dunk on Gobert was nasty, no doubt. It was a great dunk. So when he does that and pushes the pace, what is the most important thing from a point guard, BJ? You would know this, being a guard, is your decision making. One thing that I think Westbrook has lacked his whole career. And then when you talk about pace in the playoffs, the biggest moments of the season, now we're talking about tempo, BJ. And can you control the tempo as a point guard? Can you understand when to play fast and when to slow it down and execute on the offensive end? That's a question for Westbrook. And I do not think he has shown that. And so when it comes to tempo, I don't think he's a floor general. He's not efficient. He's passing.
Said his passing.
Yeah, you just blanked out just
Oh,
now.
well, let me go to my man Kess, and we'll wait for Young Africa to come back. What's good, Kess?
What up? What up? Bruce. What's up, my boy?
What's up, man?
And but I'm riding with it. I'm riding with the choice. Still a bit on the fence because Africa's getting into with the decision making when the game slows down. But you look at what they lack. Oh, there was a video I was watching the other day where they were saying the Clippers are like 29th in pretty much like points, and then 25th or so around like in like assists, and just as far as in pace, they're like somewhere around like like for those main aspects they're in like the 20s, either the mid to late 20s. So looking at that, Russ helps with every one of those deficiencies. They said, he's gonna have his turnovers, but he's a point guard. That happens. And for the most part, I think I was thinking about you saying with PG being like the mediator or so, and that whole meet up with him, Russ and Kawhi. I think that's gonna help the Clippers embrace him even sooner. The fans I'm talking about, because PG is one of the favorites right now. One of the Clippers, like he's a fan favorite right now. So with him, like vouching for Russ, I think it's gonna make his stay in a lot more comfortable sooner. So yeah, I'm still a little wary about certain things, but he does check boxes that where the Clippers are lacking. Even on the defensive side, I think he's gonna come with that energy and that effort. So when PG might be in his head and he's not knocking down shots, I think him having his friend like Russ might actually help with his confidence again.
No,
And he's
that's
another guy where he's not even again, he don't you're looking at, everybody putting up the pictures of the big three with them. He's not to me gonna be that third guy. I think Norman Powell has that third option like position on lock. And and Russ still doesn't have to be the third option. That's the beauty of this team.
that's a good point.
Hey, I'm impressed with the optimism of the Clipper fans. I'm impressed, but I dropped out. My bad, BJ. But like I'll say, like his passing. Look, turnovers, right? And you say like turnovers. If you're a high usage player, you're gonna be turnover prone, right? Let me give you a fact, BJ, because I like the facts. You know what I mean? I like narratives. I'm not gonna go into all the narratives of hating on Westbrook, but we're just gonna go to the facts. Did you know? In the top 35 highest turnover guys in the league this season, he is the only player on that top 30, and he's number 5 in turnovers this season per game, 5th most turnovers per game, and he's the only player in the top 35 turnovers, and that goes all the way from like 4 point something the leader to like 2.5 at 35. He averages close to 4. And he's the only player in that top 35 to average less than 30 minutes a game, which means turnovers per minute. He is the highest in the league, right? And BJ, that all turnovers ain't the same. You know this. There's details to the game. You know this better than me. All turnovers ain't equal. And when you have possessions where they're live ball turnovers and they change the momentum of games, that can swing a game that you have a 10-point lead in the playoffs. You down 10 real quick because you give the team momentum. They get out in transition, buckets, get stops. Turnovers, multiple turnovers in multiple possessions, that could lose games. You know that, BJ. And when it comes to the offense, right, and how you can help, the Clippers have been playing better offense recently. I'm surprised that Westbrook gonna walk into this team with championship expectations and be the starting point guard of the LA Clippers inevitably. That's amazing to me because I would have still ridden with Terrence Mann and had Westbrook playing off the bench, but that's just me. So Westbrook is coming to a team that's ball movement. It's a team ball movement offense. It ain't no set structure offense. You don't run many sets at all outside of ISOs, outside of post ups for Kawhi, outside of dribble handoff, and not even dribble handoff, pick and roll with Zubac, and that's about it. And then you break down the defense and you find the shooters, right? And y'all one of the best shooting teams in the league. Okay, so he fits better than he does in the Lakers, no doubt. But when you say that he's still an elite finisher, let me just give you the facts once again. These gonna hurt, BJ. He averages 50% from the field at the rim this season. For context, the league average is 60%. 60% at the rim is the league average. He averaging 50% at the rim this season, man. He missing half his shots at the rim. And you tell me he's an elite finisher. He ain't that guy like he once was because he wasn't doing that early in his career.
He's a point guard, right? But okay,
he's a point guard who was one of the most elite finishers in NBA history.
He's a
That's the
point
context for
guard.
this guy. He's a point
50%
guard
at the
who was
rim,
one of the
point
most
guard.
elite finishers,
But okay.
who was one of the most elite finishers in NBA history, man. That was what he was. That's what he was. So just because he's a point guard, he's 10% below league average. Below league average, right? So when we look at that, and then you talk about what he can do for this team, I say that the positives, like, and you're right, Russell Westbrook has always been Russ, right? Russ has always been Russ, and I'm gonna leave it at this. But once upon a time, Russ's positive outweighed the negative because it always came with negative with his game. He presses, he pushes the pace, he plays at a certain tempo the whole game, no matter what the time and score is. And once upon a time, the pressure he put on defense, the positives outweigh the negatives. But at this point in his career, the negatives outweigh the positives. And that's why this ain't going to work. And if you want to win a championship, you're not playing him heavy. And when you say 25 minutes a game, he averaged close to 30 minutes a game for the Lakers. And so when you say that his minutes ain't going to go down, 25 is a reduction for a starter that ain't starting minutes. And so I don't think it's going to work, BJ. And it's going to be looking tough for y'all in the last 20 game stretch and going into the playoffs. Oh my goodness, man.
Okay. I'm gonna get a response to that in a minute. My man Tuning Sports, what's good, my guy?
What's going on? You can hear me, bro?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How you, bro?
Straight. What you got?
The Clippers, man. The Clippers, they deep, bro. I felt like before the latest additions, y'all had like a squad, of course. I know Kawhi and PG was out most of the time, but I'm not a Clippers fan, you know that. But I feel like it's gonna come down to the Clippers or the Suns that's gonna be in the NBA Finals. I'm gonna just say that now. I think the Clippers can make a Finals appearance, possibly face the Cavs or whatever. But this move for Russ to sign with the Clippers, it makes sense because it takes a lot of moving your family and stuff like that after getting traded or going to another team.
Wait, did this dude just say play the Cavs?
Yeah, play the Cavs.
Yeah, Cavs fan.
I think Clippers gonna play the Cavs.
I digress.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool though. But anyway, bro, like I was saying,
you are a Cavs fan, right?
Yeah, I'm a Cavs fan.
Okay.
Respectfully.
No doubt.
But nah, I'm saying I think the Clippers could get to the NBA Finals. But I think Russ, it made sense for him to sign with the Clippers. He get to stay in LA now. You don't have to move. And you could say get back at LeBron and the Lakers who gave up on him. You could possibly say that. I think it's a win-win for both parties. And Russ probably going to fit better with the Clippers and their better spacing and better play off the ball maybe. The Lakers are not the Clippers, so I don't even want to compare the two. He doesn't need to be like no second or third star. I don't think he needs to be that. He just needs to be the best version of Russell Westbrook that he can be. Do enough, but just don't do too much on the floor. I think he can help the Clippers better than the Lakers. Russ still can play. He still got athleticism. And I don't think the Lakers, especially like the first season, knew how to utilize him the right way. Darvin Ham kind of figured it out a little bit, I believe, this season. I believe it was a good move to bring him off the bench as like a sixth man. You saw his numbers started to spike. And I think whatever you ask Russ to do, whether it's starting, I believe he's starting, but whether it's starting or coming off the bench, he's gonna try to make it work. Hopefully, Ty Lue figure it out. And yeah, and I think Russ gonna come to work and give it 100% like he always do every night. He gonna probably go crazy for the Clippers this season. We gonna see.
Good points. My man David R, my guy, what's good, man?
What's going on, BJ? Salute to all you brothers. I appreciate being on here.
Salute.
Can you hear me?
Salute.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
Yeah. Well, before this podcast, man, I was 1,000% not wanting Russ on the squad, but you did a good job politicking for the brother and you made some really good points. And like I said in one of my last written posts on the site, is that I think I would be okay if Russ came in and they gradually work him in. I mean, after the All-Star break is over, the Clippers gonna have a whole bunch of off days. I think it'll allow the team to really get some good practice time in together and stuff. And I would just bring Russ in slow. If they bring him in slowly and see how it works, I'd be cool with that. But just throwing him right in the mix, sitting man down or whoever they're gonna sit down, I think that would be a big mistake because it's untested. You don't know how it's going to be in the game situation. So I think they need to just kind of take it easy, give him some time to get his head right, and then he can see what's going on the court, being around the fellas, seeing how each one of them play, being able to observe. I mean, you play ball, so you know how it is. When you come to a new team, you want to, see, what the best spots is, how guys like the ball, you know what I'm saying? So they can get comfortable with you too. But that's just my take. I mean, I think the Clippers can still win it all. I thought they could win it all without Russ. I don't think KD being in Phoenix is really going to slow anything down, especially if Kawhi is healthy like he has been. I don't think nobody in the West is going to stop him or slow him down. I think he's going to go through the West like a Mack truck and just show everybody, look, I'm back and this was up. That's just how I feel. That's where I'm coming from. So I think Russ being there, if he can get him in their sets, I think it'll be all good. I mean, if he can play like Russ, the old Russ, like we know him, I think he'll be fine. I think being with the Lakers was a big mistake. I didn't want to see him go there because I knew it was going to be toxic, and I knew it wasn't going to be a good situation. But I think I know he still got it. I can see the skills, but just with him, PG, Kawhi, T-Man, all playing above and Powell all playing above the rim the way they come in. I don't think nobody gonna stop the Clippers. I really don't think anybody can stop them.
Kobe Jordan, go ahead.
No, I'll wait. Somebody else can go. I'll wait.
Wasn't talk yet.
I'll go. Well, I was on record saying I wasn't really too keen on the move. I didn't think we needed him. But, I wanted Pat Bev. I thought we could use the extra defender on certain matchups. But, it's like he here now, so I just got to take the good with the bad. I don't think I'm not like down on him like most people is, but I wasn't a big fan of him coming here. But I think he can bring certain positives to the team, and some things we need, like rebounding, of course, pace, like BJ said. You know what I mean? But I just want him to be on his P's and Q's, man. I want him to do his job at a high level and prove all these haters wrong. That's what I hope for. But we'll see.
That was another thing I forgot about with the rebounds. I definitely forgot about his rebounding.
Yeah, it's hustle and rebounding for sure. Kobe Jordan, what's good, man?
What's good, man? Salute. Yeah, this is a Young Africa. I like the picture you got, bro. That's a nice little troll, bro. No, I'm not gonna lie. That picture is lit though. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, you a troll though.
That's a nice jersey, bro. That's the cleanest jersey in the NBA, bro. That LA jersey.
It is. I give you that. So a few things, man. I actually woke up to this. Well, I didn't wake up to it. I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked. I'm surprised that the Clippers did this. To be honest with you, I didn't. This is like way left field for me, bro. I did not think this was gonna happen. I thought it was just reports, just talk. You know what I mean? Paul George just talking. Um, like after looking at it, I'm listening to everybody, and nobody has still convinced me that there's no logical reason why this is gonna make sense. There's no reason. People are telling me, oh, he's gonna give us hustle. He's gonna be an energy guy. So I'm looking at how we're playing styles. It's simple. When you throw Westbrook on the court and you have some of these smart teams in the league, Phoenix Suns, the Denver Nuggets, right, so on and so forth, Golden State Warriors. When you play off a guy like Westbrook and you force him to be a three-point shooter, and then let's say we're saying he's going to give us pace. Okay, cool. We're one of the slowest paced teams in the league. We have to accept that and play in the half court. We have to in the playoffs. We're going to play slower anyway. So we need to we should allow ourselves to actually accept that role and be a slower team and force us to play in the half court. We're better when we play in the half court anyway. A guy like Westbrook, who we're saying can attack the basket, get to the paint. Let's say he does that. All you got to do is just throw your big on him. Westbrook is not as athletic as he used to be. He's not as good as a finisher as he used to be. So when he does get to the basket and he has a JaVale McGee or DeAndre Ayton at the basket who gives him length problems, he's just going to go to the free throw line. And Westbrook is shooting, 65% from the free throw line. So he doesn't give us an advantage of getting points by getting to the line. He doesn't give us an advantage by attacking the basket because he's lost a step. And then he can't shoot the three. So I'm literally trying to figure out what lineups he would work with. I'm trying to figure out would he work with the starting lineup or with the bench. I don't see a fit either way because when you put him with the bench, he now takes touches away from Norman Powell and Eric Gordon and Terrence Mann. Those guys are not spot-up shooters. They actually need to get the ball and get to their spots. So it's not like he's going to a team full of three-point shooters, which would be, that would actually work if you had a whole bunch of guys who are spot-up shooters, right? He's going to a team full of guys like Norman Powell, Eric Gordon, who actually get their points off of, getting the basket, making cuts, getting to the basket, getting easy looks. They're not spot-up shooters necessarily. So here's the thing, bro. I'm going to finish with this. I'm very disappointed with the Clippers. I think that Westbrook, if we don't play him, it's an issue. And if we do play him, it's an issue. The only thing that I think works is that he's friends with Paul George and he gets to stay in LA. It's convenient for him. But from a basketball standpoint, I don't see it working. And I'm sorry, bro. I don't agree.
Okay. Appreciate that, Kobe Jordan. Mrs. Smith, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. What's your take on Russell Westbrook coming to the Clippers? Oh, first off, are you a Clipper fan? Like, this is my first time having you on the show.
I am a Clipper fan.
Respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect to that. What's your thoughts on the team and Russell Westbrook coming on? What you think is the case?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be like a beautiful nightmare. And I mean that in a good way. Like it's going to be a nightmare for other teams because it's going to be tight. I see it. He's going to probably come off the bench for the first 5 or 6 games. And then he's going to start with Kawhi and PG, who do not need the ball. He's going to be very helpful with Zoo on getting his next big contract. And, I mean, whoever plays the 4 is who plays the 4. Morris, who can shoot. Oh, did I forget to say Kawhi, PG also can shoot. So I feel good.
Let me ask you this: all good points, and I agree. What do you think that the Lakers playing with the Lakers is the reason why? Because I hear this that he can't get to the rim or he doesn't have. Do you think a lot of that factored in him playing with the Lakers? But when he comes to the Clippers, you're gonna see him actually be more productive with the things you didn't see for the Lakers. Do you think that's something that could possibly happen with the Clippers?
I think the little bit that you saw him be productive with the Lakers will be intensified with the Clippers because what the Lakers lack, the Clippers have. It's kind of like what Paul George said in passing. I don't know if many people caught it, but he said we got shooters. There's a very big difference than a team that has no shooters, which LeBron said early in the season. They're not a team equipped with shooting, to a team that does have shooting, who are defensive minded. It's okay if he's lacking a little bit on defense because there's four other guys on the floor when he's going to be on the floor who can play defense.
Exactly. And also the defense. And first of all, I like to know because there was a member at the beginning of the year that he was guarding Kawhi in the post, and I think he guarded him on 3 straight possessions, and he actually bothered Kawhi.
Okay, now I'm not going to let you use that one because we all know that Kawhi was on minutes restriction and it was his first game. But I see where you're coming from and I see where you're trying to go with it.
No,
But
okay.
I'm going to keep it a buck. It's a little different. But he did show energy, tenacity, and hustle, and that's what we all about.
Hey, I'm sorry, BJ. Can I
Yeah.
ask her a question? The Clipper fan, you
Oh,
mind?
please do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
since you a Clipper fan, and all due respect, so when we're going up against a team, right? When let's say we throw Westbrook in with our best 4 shooters, how does that work with Westbrook off ball? Because a lot of teams double Kawhi, they're double PG, right? So how does that work with Westbrook, he's not a great 3-point shooter. He doesn't cut as much, as I would like I guess he used to. And he's just not as athletic. How does that work off ball, in your opinion? How you see that working?
But we have good ball movement, and I don't know which. I mean, you watch the games too, right? Kawhi has been double teamed a lot lately, and he's been managed to get the ball to move from one person, and they move it to the next person, and hey, a shot gets made.
The difference is when Kawhi makes that pass to the mid court, which is usually to Zubac or a Marcus Morris. There's usually a shooter on each corner, and that's why it's been effective. Those shooters have either been Marcus Morris or we usually have Norman Powell. So the way the
Which
Clippers play
matchup are
offense.
we talking about? Give me a matchup.
Say that again.
Give me a matchup. Which matchup are we talking about?
What do you mean? What matchup?
What team are you matching the Clippers against?
I'm talking about any of the top 5 teams that we're gonna have to face in order to get to the finals.
Give her a scenario.
So, for example, a team like Boston, right? Let's say we get to final and we got to play Boston. Boston, they're very versatile in how they can switch, right? Usually they have, outside of Robert Williams, and he's a great defender. They got guys who can run you off the 3, right? And they're very athletic guys. What I'm saying is that with Westbrook, you could literally just throw Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on Kawhi, double team him, and when Kawhi's making that half court pass to Westbrook, how effective is he going to be wide open at the 3? Because Robert Williams is not going to run out there. He's going to stay in the paint and wait for Westbrook to come and attack. So what I'm saying is, how does Westbrook be effective on those corner drop passes in a game against a team like that, who's not going to guard him, who's just going to leave him open? And they're a very smart defensive team. So that's my question. How does Westbrook affect us off ball? That's what I want to know.
I would say he's going to do better than Reggie did, and we beat them earlier this year.
Reggie can actually shoot the basketball.
Sometimes.
He's a better shooter than Westbrook, especially from the corner.
I'll give you that, but I don't think he's just going to be stuck at the third
in the corner.
I just don't.
Okay, but here's my question though, ma'am. If Westbrook isn't, if they leave Westbrook open and you have a Robert Williams or a JaVale McGee in the paint, where does he become effective off ball? If Kawhi and PG gets double teamed, how does Westbrook affect the game offensively? That's what I want to know.
Let me get into that. Let me get that one. Okay, so Kobe Jordan. So this has been the big issue. What happens when we force Westbrook shoot the 3? Right? Is that kind of the question?
No. I'm not saying if we do. Teams will do that. We've seen that for the last 5 years. Teams will do that. That's why it didn't work out in Houston. Because what happened was, hold on really quick. What I noticed is that when they were playing small ball, they were really good until they played teams who realized Westbrook struggles with athletic bigs. All you got to do is leave him open, and because he's going to attack. Once he attacks, you just let your length affect him. He's not going to be able to knock down the mid-range or the 3.
Okay, that's why I disagree with you. The mid-range, I don't agree with that at all. The 3-point, you might have a point. Westbrook's always been a solid. This is why I say when he came to the Lakers, this when his mid-range shot fell. But if you guys watch when he became for the Lakers, he was a very good mid-range shooter. He was shooting 80% plus from the free throw line. But you notice the numbers dipped when he came to the Lakers. And I remember talking to my homeboy about this. I said I told him, he kind of told me the same thing. Do you notice when he shoots, he's gathering for his shot with the Lakers, he's shuffling his feet. He's not under control on his bottom to get any lift on his shot. That's pressure and nervousness getting to him. I'm telling you, it's a way that it's a reason why sometimes people say, okay, with LeBron, they can't make shots, but when they go to a different team, all of a sudden they're just hitting all these outside threes. Same thing with Patrick Beverly. But Westbrook's always been a solid mid-range shooter. It's been the three-point line that's been struggling. And so you don't have, if you are helping off Westbrook, because you can only help off so many players, but all the 3-point shooting the Clippers have, and you guys can see the percentages right there, you can only help off so much. You can't double everybody. So at some point you have to pick your poison. So now Russell Westbrook, what happens? It's going to be a straight line drive to the basket, or it's going to be a mid-range jump shot. So it's not going to be you have to pressure me to shoot a three. That's not what's going to happen.
BJ, he below average from mid range.
Do you know? Hold on.
Below average.
I disagree.
The numbers say that. You can't disagree with the numbers, BJ.
No. When he came to the Lakers, they did. But when he before that, no, he wasn't.
No, hold on. He's been from the mid range the last 4 years.
All right, I'm gonna post the link. You better put up the shot chart when I post the link in the private.
I'll post it up.
Okay.
I know you're no below average mid-range shooter.
Can I get in on this? Can I get in on
Go ahead, Showtime. Go ahead, Show.
Go ahead.
This is crazy, bro.
I mean, starting with that right there, you mentioned the free throws. You said his free throws only got bad when he got to the Lakers?
That's not true.
They mainly dipped to like 65 to 69% when he came to the Lakers. He's always been flirting around 75, 80%.
Actually, BJ going for the last 5 years, he's been shooting under 70% from the free throw line. Going back to that one of them years at OKC.
Let me pull it up right now.
If I'm not mistaken, because he had a hard.
Bro, he shot 65% from the free throw line.
After his MVP year, he was struggling from the mid range.
I know he did. I know it dipped from as far as his shot. But when you shoot the ball, I know it dipped, but it didn't dip to the point where he was just a liability. He was still pulling up from the mid.
But BJ, another thing I want to say there too, BJ. Now he's on the Clippers, so I'm going to support it, and I hope you're actually right on this, and I hope you're 100% right, and I'm 100% wrong. But BJ, we can't sit here and say that Russell Westbrook is going to be a better player with the Clippers because they got shooting and spacing. Because I watched them on the Houston Rockets, they had shooting and spacing. They even got rid of their backup big to get a lot of spacing and shooting, and they were still able to. And he was still a liability because they sagged off Russ and he was out there shooting open jump shots and he wasn't making them. And his decision was still horrible. He ball watches on defense. So he still had the same problems. Even it wasn't just the Lakers. He didn't get to the Lakers and they started struggling. No, he been doing that for years. He'd never been a great decision maker. I mean, we got to be honest.
This is crazy.
I never said he was a great decision maker. I never said that.
So okay, yeah.
But I'm saying he's gonna definitely look better than with the Clippers and the Lakers. I mean, that's not even a question.
But
hold on, looking better. But how? What does that mean? How much?
Yeah, he's gonna look better. But like, if we in a say we up 10 points right now, right? Say we up 10 points. Russ doesn't know how to slow it down and manage the clock. He only know how to play at one speed. That's one of the things, the issues I saw with the Lakers too. That's not LeBron's fault. Because there was games where the Lakers were hitting shots. He was just out there. He was just too fast. He wasn't slowing it down and slowing the game down and managing the clock better. He just attacking, forcing shots, forcing bad turnovers, and that forced the other team to come back and take the lead. I've seen many games doing covering the Laker games. He was out there doing it, so they had nothing to just do with just the fit. I just think he's a bad decision maker.
Would it be fair to say though? Would it be fair to say though? the Lakers, do they have much offense?
Yeah, but that doesn't equate to a
Hold on,
good
no.
supporting
Answer the
cast.
question before you jump to it. Answer the question. Do Lakers have much
What you
offense?
mean? What you mean like offense? What you mean?
Do they have scorers and shooters? Do they have offensive talent like that?
They got two guys on their team that average over 25.
Right.
As a collective group, with the amount, do they have
What you mean? So you saying like
Yeah.
they multiple
Yes, we
guys
do.
that can shoot?
We have
like
a
so
better
with
team.
okay, so we as far as with Norman Powell, with Eric Gordon, with guys like that who can score the ball, do the Lakers have that type of volume scoring?
Yeah, but BJ,
but
you're
BJ,
ignoring.
even with-
Hold on, you're
You
ignoring
don't
the
even know
fact
I
that.
was going to, Kobe. You didn't answer the question. You didn't know I was going to.
No, I did. I'm saying you're
What am I
right. We
going
have a
to?
better team, but you're not. You're ignoring the fact that Westbrook is not a good decision maker, even with the
Bro,
weapons.
I never. Okay, see, you're not answering the question, and you want to
Yeah.
put words in my mouth. I didn't
So
say
to
nothing.
answer
I'm
your
asking
question,
you. Go ahead.
okay, to answer your question, are you okay? Let me ask you a question. I'm trying to make sure you're right. Are you saying multiple guys? Or are you trying to explain some type of identity? Or are you explaining on talent? Or you just explaining on do they have at least two guys that are capable of hitting open shot? I mean, what are you saying? I'm confused.
The offensive talent is the Clippers and the Lakers with the amount of scores. Do we have more better scores than the Lakers?
They do. We got more talent than them. Period. That's not
Okay,
the
so
question though.
okay,
BJ.
but this is going to my point though, because we keep talking about the turnovers. The way Russ's mind works, and this is why I say it's going to look better with more help. If you have a team that doesn't, and I remember doing this by playing, if I have a team and I'm looking around, there's not many guys who can actually create their own shot, who cannot score, who cannot do it. I'm going to take it upon myself to try to make something happen. And now the way Russ's mind works is like if no one else around me is actually doing anything, actually putting the ball in the basket, I'm going to try to make something happen. With the Clippers, he doesn't have to do that because you got guys around who he can actually give the ball to and say, here, take us home. With the amount of turnovers that we average, we have to talk about the assists he does too. If he's giving me 7 to 8 assists per game, he can still give the ball up to players to score the ball when he has the help around him.
Okay, but
Well, speaking of assists, the Clippers haven't had they haven't been struggling on their department since they made a trade. They had 33 assists against Golden State, 29 against Phoenix. I mean,
What about
all
the
they just
season?
need to move the ball.
What about the
we
whole
didn't-
season?
You're not listening. Since we made the trade and we got guys that's going to actually space the floor and hit shots, we have looked better. We got a backup big. We haven't had a backup big the whole season.
Right.
Did you not think about that too?
But do you think the 2-game sample size is going to be the continuation for the whole season? That's why I asked. Okay, but it hasn't happened yet, right? So that's why I say it's only an assumption.
Hold on, BJ. See, you keep doing this, but you're missing the point. This is why I've been trying to tell you. The Clippers been deep, but they haven't been balanced enough, bro. A backup big was needed. Don't you see the big difference? You telling me, that sample size is not enough to see a big difference with this backup big?
No, it's not. I say the backup big was important.
I can promise
The
you
backup.
this. Hey, BJ, I can promise you this. Russell Westbrook ain't out there guarding Devin Booker like Eric Gordon was.
That's a
Of
fact.
course, now of course he's not. But we're talking about. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But I'm talking about him. I'm talking about assists and has not been something that's been our strong suit all year. And I'm not going to just depend on, we have a better team or we have a few acquisitions and that's going to take care of all of our problems.
Yes,
I've been consistent with the.
But hold on,
I'm not.
hold on. Can I ask him? Let me ask him a question. BJ, let me ask you a question.
Okay. I don't watch
Hold on,
Russ.
let me ask him a question,
Talent. I watched Russ with 2 of our guys, Eric Gordon and Robert Covington. He was in that bubble and they left this man wide open in an open gym. He couldn't hit a damn thing.
This is why y'all not
got the ball in his hand and he turned the ball over. So that's the same Russ. With the Lakers before the Lakers.
I'm not
BJ,
okay, but
BJ,
go ahead. I'm gonna go back to show in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay, this is what I've been trying to answer. Everybody keeps telling me how he's gonna look better and all of this, but I gave everybody a scenario, and y'all still haven't gave me an answer. How does he affect us off ball? I don't care about him coming up the floor and giving PG the ball. When PG gets doubled and he passes to Westbrook and Westbrook is wide open, what's the next example? What are we gonna do
Okay,
now?
I'm gonna get to you. Right. Okay, let's get to it. So you're going
Somebody
off
answer that,
ball.
please.
Why? Hold on. When has he ever had to be forced to play off ball?
In Houston.
Man, this is
And
crazy.
even okay, Showtime. I'm glad you point that out. When he got rid of Clint Capella, right? What was Russell averaging with the Houston Rockets?
What did he average in the playoffs? Forget regular season.
Why do I have to forget regular season? Why can't I take everything totality?
Because we're trying to win a championship, though,
free throw
BJ.
line, bro. That should let you know.
Okay, but that
55%
Houston team.
free
Okay,
throw?
listen to me. You just said it. That Houston team didn't have Kawhi Leonard on their team,
No, they had James Harden. Okay,
and he's not better than no damn Kawhi Leonard.
but you're not. It doesn't. You're ignoring the
That
fact
don't
that teams will leave him open no matter what team he's
Bro,
on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Why
gonna tell
does it
y'all right
matter?
now.
He's on the team. They're gonna leave
I'm
him
gonna
open.
tell you because the offensive talent that we have is bigger than the offensive talent Houston had.
But here's the difference, BJ. Our team has multiple guys that are a threat from the three, which allows us to get those open shots. Most of the guys besides Zubac can shoot the three.
Oh my gosh, bro, dude. I'm telling you, and you're gonna see this when he starts playing. You're gonna start seeing the difference. He's not gonna be forced to just shoot threes all day. I'm telling you, he's gonna start going and shooting mid-range shots. He's gonna start taking a step in to take a. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I'm telling you. And
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you.
You know what has he been shooting from the mid range the last 3 or 4 years? Can you give me a percentage? Because
Bro, I don't factor this Lakers shit in. I know what I'm seeing. When I watch Russell Westbrook as high as he's not been a terrible mid-range shooter.
He's been shooting less than 50% from the mid range.
The last couple of seasons, again.
No. I'm going back. No, I'm going back to his last year in OKC.
What about his entire career, Kobe Jordan? Why are we just limited to like that, bro?
I got the numbers, DJ. Hey, BJ, I got the numbers. Look, hey.
I'll put him up right now. I'll put him right now.
Yeah. Put it up.
So we're gonna go back. Hold on. We're gonna go back 10 years ago and act like that's gonna translate.
I don't have to look at numbers.
Yeah.
After the MVP season, his numbers dropped. And his jump shot, he wasn't knocking that midi down consistent like he used to, bro. Like it was started to climb. So since that last year in OKC.
And his free throw shooting.
We had to be honest, bro. I don't have to look at numbers to remember that.
But did it dip to the point though that teams laid off him from the mid range?
It dipped to the point where he's below league average, bro. That's all you need to know.
Bro, no. That's not the question. That's not the question. That's not the question. That ain't the question. It's only a week. I gave you the 3-point shot. It's only a weakness if I force you to do it. If somebody's still pushing up on me on defense on the mid-range shot, it's not a weakness.
So BJ, hold on.
What are you watching out here, bro?
So BJ, can I ask you a question? So since you're talking about let's look before he went to Houston, all of this stuff. You're talking about stuff that was 5 years old plus. That's long, bro. You know how long ago that was, bro? What happens when
that's not the same Russ we get?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
bro. I don't know what it. I don't know what's what. I don't know what's what right now. I don't know what's what.
Real quick, can I please
go ahead? Go ahead.
What I'm saying. You're acting like teams don't understand. Russ is not hard to guard, bro. What I'm saying is that you got multiple dudes on the floor now, more than you did 6-7 years ago, who could spread the floor and knock down a three, right? When these guys start leaving Russ open and double teaming our two best players, I'm looking at two things. Westbrook's decision making and his ability to not knock down the three. It's not only that he can't knock down the three, even if he does get the basket and he gets open, his decision making is poor. That's what I'm telling you, bro. There's so many issues with this, and you're ignoring the fact because you think it was just the last 2 years with the Lakers. I'm talking about his whole career. He's been a low IQ guy, bro. He doesn't make those.
Bro, when did I ever say he was a high IQ guy? When did the hell I ever said that?
No, I didn't say. I'm saying that's what you're acting like, bro. You're acting.
Bro, that's the problem. You keep putting words in my mouth, bro. Okay. I never said he was a high IQ guy. That's what I'm talking about. So, you want to make a narrative to prove your point, bro. Don't do that over here.
Well, BJ, I missed the point. I missed the point. Okay, so BJ, do you think this make us a championship team? Yes or no? Just Russ.
I think yes, because here's the thing. he fills in what we lacking. The Clippers
What is
don't.
that?
He checks the boxes of the pace. That's the one thing he checks. He has the playoff experience. Now, there's another thing too. We don't have really no real deep playoff experience with this team.
That's
Outside
not
of
true.
Kawhi, Eric Gordon, and PG, we don't
Not
really
true.
have no
Hold
guys.
on, we got 2
We
champions
don't
on
have.
our
True.
team, bro.
Norman Powell.
We got 2 champions.
Norman Powell,
We got
I was
Marcus
gonna say
Morris,
I was gonna say Norman
Batum,
Powell. I was gonna say Norman
Batum,
Powell.
Eric
I was
Gordon
gonna say
has
Norman
played. He
Powell.
played deep in the playoffs
I said
before.
Eric Gordon, bro. I said Eric Gordon.
Zubac, Rope,
So
but you
Terrence
missed half
Mann
of
has
the
been to
roster
the
got
Western
playoff
Conference Finals.
experience.
Like,
That's
what do you?
that's
Half the
1 year,
playoff.
bro. That's 1 year.
Paul
And
George
another
has been to
thing,
multiple of Western Finals.
did I just say Paul? Did I just say Paul George, Kobe
So
Jordan?
what I'm saying is that here's what I want to know, BJ.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Here's what I want to know. What does Westbrook give us that we already didn't have? You keep saying pace. I don't agree. I don't think that in the playoffs, to me, I don't think that's gonna matter as much, in my opinion.
Okay, he gives us pace. He gives us effort, energy, of course. And it definitely at the point guard position, he's the most experienced out of Bones Highland, Terrence Mann, and they're not gonna put Eric Gordon at the point. I told y'all this. I would like Eric Gordon to be our starting point guard, but they're not gonna give him that. They're not gonna give him that position. So I said we still need a point guard, and I've been saying Paul George can't do it.
First off, Westbrook is a combo
He
guard.
can't
He
do
ain't
it.
a point guard.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Hey, BJ, let me ask you a question. Who led the NBA? Who led the Clippers and usage rate in assists in 2020?
Go ahead, Showtime.
That's fine, bro.
Hit him with the facts.
So but Showtime, we went through this though. Now I
Who was
want
the
to be
point guard?
clear.
Who
We
was the
gotta
point
be
guard?
clear though. Hold on.
Who was the
It was
point
Paul
guard of the
George.
Clippers that
But
year?
do you trust him right now to be our point guard? We went through this already.
BJ, again, I'm gonna say this one more time. Before we got Russ, we added on Eric Gordon, a guy that can defend, space the floor, hit threes, and play defense. We
10
got the
assists
guy
and 0
that Terrence
turnovers,
Mann
right,
that's out
Joe?
there doing a good exactly.
But
We
he's
got
not a
guy.
point guard. No,
Who gives a shit?
Hold on.
It's
Is
Reggie
no,
Jackson a
bro.
point guard.
No,
Westbrook
Is
an
no,
Reggie
all-star?
Jackson a
no,
point
no,
guard? No,
no,
he's
no,
not a point
no,
guard either. In
no.
Houston.
Eric Gordon, I'll give you him. Terrence Mann ain't no damn point guard.
Hold on, but hey BJ, do you
Okay,
know what Eric?
Russ?
Hold on,
Hold on, Kobe Jordan. Hold on, Kobe Jordan. You keep talking about Russ. What the hell has Russell Westbrook done for me lately in the playoffs? I'll wait.
Bro, you can say that all you want. Terrence Mann ain't no damn Russell Westbrook at all.
I'm
He's
asking
still
you
a better
question. Answer
player.
my question, BJ.
I already did. I already did, bro. I already did.
Last time he was in the
Listen,
playoffs, he was winning.
bro, Showtime. I just went on your show last week, and we just all agreed we need a point guard. Why are you acting brand new?
No,
you know
I
what?
said we need to get guys that's gonna space the damn floor.
No, you said Paul George don't need to be running the point guard position. And I told you on your show that was what needs to happen.
BJ, okay, hold on a second. BJ, he don't need BJ. What we did, BJ, we got rid of the damn problem and we got Eric Gordon and Mason Plumlee.
I told you Eric Gordon ain't no point. He ain't gonna run the point guard.
Shit, here's Russ because he out there playing like a damn.
Man, you backtracking, so you backtracking.
Real quick. Do you know the Clippers?
You backtracking, bro. Now you trying to switch up now.
No, real quick, BJ. Do you know the Clippers have had the one of the top 3 offenses in the league since we made that? Like literally, I think since February 9th, we've had a top 2 offense.
Bro. Okay, I get it. Off of 2 games, we look good against the Suns without Kevin Durant and the Warriors.
To make his point. Go ahead, bro. That's all you can.
Man, you just be out here crying. Stop all that damn crying, show. You just mad because they got Westbrook. Yes, you crying. Yes, you are, bro. How am I against the team? How am I against the team? Bro, you stop that crying, show. Stop all that damn crying, bro. Stop all that damn crying. Nobody want to hear all that crying, bro. Ain't nobody against the Clippers. I'm on the same train as you.
I get it, but BJ, listen.
You just mad because they got this nigga, man. Stop all that damn crying.
But Showtime, hold on,
That's my
real
question.
quick.
Since I'm crying, I want you to
No,
answer
you
my
crying,
question.
bro.
Go
go ahead and ask your question. Ask your question, bro.
Listen, hold on. This is what I want to know.
I ain't gonna hear all that damn crying, though.
That's what I thought.
I ain't gonna keep hearing all that damn crying.
BJ,
Go ahead.
Listen, we gotta be hold on.
You all that crying, bro. You came in here to cry, bitch, and complain, bro.
But BJ,
You
listen,
just like you were doing John Wall.
Strange.
What the fuck
can't-
No,
happened?
you brought you brought up him, and that's why you
Young
mad.
Africa, I can't even go, bro.
Go ahead, Kobe. Go ahead, Kobe Jordan.
No, I was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say this.
This real emotion, man. People really feel their tease, man. I
You know
can't
it's
even.
crazy, but this is a good thing though. Real Clipper fans are having real conversations. This shit is real, bro. Because listen, it's half and half. Half these Clipper fans like this move, and the other half don't. And this is the thing: every Clipper fan that I've asked about this move, they can't give me a valid, logical reason on the court how he makes us more effective as a championship caliber team. Not from a decision making, not from offense, not from defense.
Bro, but Kobe Jordan, with Kobe Jordan, is it that people ain't giving it to you, or you just like not taking it?
No, literally. Hold on. I'll go on mute for 15 minutes and I listen to everybody on all of these panels. And you know what these dudes told me? This is what I heard. Some dude told me, he said he's an assurance policy. That's what one dude told me. Another dude said that he's gonna be happier to play with his best friend. A whole bunch of non-basketball stuff. And so I'm literally sitting here like, what the hell are y'all talking about? Westbrook is a below average 3-point shooter. He's a below average free throw shooter. He doesn't have that quick step. I'm literally just looking at basketball, bro. Nothing else. Here's what I know. BJ, you're a point guard. I know you have an admiration for point guards. That's why.
And that's also I want to bring up too. For a nigga that's played it, okay, but that's why I want to say.
You give these dudes the benefit of the doubt. Here's the thing. I'm very objective. I don't. If you don't play well, I'm gonna call it out, bro. You're not even acknowledging the stats we're giving you, BJ. You're just saying, Westbrook, his numbers fell off when he went to the Lakers. That's not true. His numbers have fallen off the last 5 years, bro.
Let's look at his numbers. He shot from the free throw line. He shot 73% in 17-18. He shot 65% from the line 2019-20. He shot 76% in 2019-20 with the Rockets. He shot 65 again, and then he shot 66% last year. And he's shooting 65 right now.
Okay, here's
so
the
he's
hold on,
up
real
and
quick.
down.
Stop right there. BJ, do you know
Up
that
and down?
Up and down. It's only down, cuz.
Yeah,
he went from six. Hold on. He went from
better from the free throw line than this dude, bro. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Tom. He shot 73%. He went to 65 and 76 and 65, 66, 65.
It's not good, bro.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good, bro. That's a free throw. That's not good,
bro. Okay, like I said,
that's not good, bro.
For a point, okay, for a point guard, it's not good. What I'm saying to you is, I believe this team with the Clippers, outside the last 2 years with the Lakers, he will shoot the ball better. Is that better?
He's gonna become a better free throw shooter just because.
Hold on. So you're saying he's just gonna become a better shooter out of nowhere?
Yeah.
No, do you know how many times? Do you know how many times? Do you know how many players? Hold on. Okay. Let me ask you a question. How much was Patrick Beverly shooting from the 3-point line with the Clippers?
Bro, come
He shot 40%.
He shot 40%.
Then how much? Hold on. Okay, cool. How much was he shooting with the Lakers?
That's because we ain't got no floor spacing, man.
No, fuck all that, nigga. You said that he was a bad shooter. I don't give a fuck what the floor spacing is. He went from 40%. Hold on. If you a bad shooter, because now you make me mad. You went from saying he's a bad shooter. Now you talk about floor spacing. If I go from 40% to 29%, that's bullshit.
Bro, hold on, bro. Patrick Beverly always made a catch and shoot. That ain't never been Russ game.
He's doing the same thing with the Lakers. Okay, listen. If you can shoot the ball, you can shoot the ball.
No, that's
he's still hitting 35% this season.
Hold on. Are you saying Westbrook can shoot the ball? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is when you have a different team, okay. Because Showtime said it out. He says everything's LeBron's fault. He wants to make this an emotional thing. He wants to always make an emotional thing. I never said it was LeBron. He keeps putting all these names out there.
BJ, I got.
He was not shooting good. I was making a point. He wasn't shooting good with the team, but he made a switch to a different team. He started shooting the ball. That happens all the time.
So hold on. Let me ask you this. Hold on. When Westbrook,
we're hoping and wishing right now. That's what we're doing.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Since it's the team, right? When Westbrook went from the OKC to the Rockets, how come his 3-point percentage didn't get? How come he didn't become a better shooter then?
Exactly.
Wait, say it again. Hold on. Say it again.
Hold on. When he went from OKC to the Rockets that first time, and he had a better team with better shooters around him in the best situation at that time, how come his shooting numbers didn't go up then?
I mean, he shot 76% from the line. That's the next year.
Forget the line. That's cap. What about from the 3 and from the 2% and from the mid range?
Bro, I can ask that same question backwards, bro. I can ask that same question backwards. Okay, I'm asking. No, you ain't gonna tell me how to answer the question, show.
But you don't like asking no questions, bro.
No, you ain't. This ain't Showtime on TV Sports, nigga.
You beat around the bush like that.
No. Okay, I'll answer your question. Okay, let me ask you a question then. No, I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question. No, I'm gonna answer your question, and then I'm gonna ask you ask my question. Okay, his 2-point percent went down from OKC to Houston, right? That's what happened this first year.
Why though? My question is why? If you said he just needs to have a better situation,
nah, he got no answer for that. Let's not ask ridiculous questions. We know, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, it happens, bro. It happens, bro.
And so let this go. Hey, I'm gonna answer Showtime question, right? So he asked a good question. What have you done for me lately, Westbrook? Right? I'm gonna give you his numbers for his career playoff numbers, right? He averages 40% from the field, 29% from 3, right? Wow. And in 6 out of his last 7 series in the playoffs, dating back to 2016, 6 out of 7 he was a first round exit, right? And that's what happened, right? So when he asked, like, what has he done lately? Not much, bro. He averaged below 40% from the field in the playoffs since 2016. That's a long sample size. He's been out the playoffs 6 out of the 7 seasons out of the series, first round exit, right? The one season he gets to the second round was with Houston. He loses to Lakers, right? Yep. And at the end of the day, when
you're just gonna gloss over that, huh? So you gonna gloss over that?
Yeah, African.
Yeah, because you're gonna gloss over that. It was the Lakers.
Young African. Hold on a second. Young African. Don't forget to mention that he didn't even play another one game in that series against OKC.
Wow.
So we go. Okay, so let me just. I want to be honest. I want to get the clear understanding. What defines a successful season?
Hold on. Here's what defines a successful season: when you are able to translate your game in the regular season to the postseason and actually have an impact on your team for winning. To me, that's successful as an individual. As a team, is going further than you did the year before. It's simple, bro.
So he didn't do that in Washington?
Okay, stop right there. Don't say nothing. Don't nobody say nothing. Don't nobody YouTube respect Ben Simmons. Don't nobody NBA respect Ben Simmons. I literally watched Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal.
Oh my God. So now you know everybody.
No Joel Embiid. He couldn't even get past Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was locking both of his hands up.
Now you stay right there. 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 So simply, hold on, no, that's fine. That's fine. Hold on, let me stay right there. See how he started his response. He didn't go but Westbrook. He did what his opponent was. He wants to say now everybody in the league don't respect Ben Simmons when they were the first seed in the Eastern. They were the first. That came before what happened in the second round. They were the first seed in the Eastern Conference. He led them into the playoffs. Okay, but they were a better team, right?
Joel Embiid, did Joel Embiid play?
Bro, man, Showtime. So you telling me that Washington team was better than that Philly team?
But at the end of the day, it ain't about that. We give you that. But
that's what I thought, nigga.
You telling me
we can't even agree on the facts? Come on.
Hold on. Time out.
Young Africa, this is crazy, bro.
You telling me?
I'm not telling you. Washington's better than that Philly team.
I actually agree with you this whole show, bro.
Hey, look, that's why I thought he wanted to cut me out because he know he don't want to let me talk. But like I said, Joel Embiid didn't even play some of those games, and they still lost.
But that's fine.
Okay,
but he ain't. But hold on. He ain't talked about nothing that Westbrook did that whole season. And Washington ain't been to the playoffs. Washington ain't been playing. Washington has not even been to the playoffs yet.
Okay, come on, hey, come on, BJ, you better than this, bro. Like, come on,
bro. Hey, young Africa, hold on. Nobody says nothing. Hold on. No one say nothing else. No one say nothing else. Young Africa, what did I say was wrong? What I just said?
You said that the Washington has never been to the playoffs, right? But the context is we're talking about Westbrook, right? There ain't no achievement taking Washington to the first round and getting like 4-1. On top of that, Westbrook She was 33% from the field, 25% from three in that series, averaging 4 turnovers a game. Like how does that look to you, bro? And that's 2021.
Bro, that looks like a person who made All NBA third team that same season.
What?
So
Are you
for a
serious?
nigga, hold on, for a person, hold on. So now we gonna gloss over All NBA third team. We're gonna gloss over that.
Because BJ, you know what? Hold on. This is why we can gloss over that. Because when you can get real quick.
All NBA third team, I'm gonna gloss over All NBA third team. Wow.
No translation to the playoffs, bro. Kobe Jordan,
bro, you guys keep changing it. I get it. Y'all don't want the nigga. I get it.
Listen, how you said
I get it.
Hold on, you said Westbrook can help the Clippers.
That's crazy.
About in the regular season or the postseason? What are you talking about?
All overall, bro.
No, that's
why. That's why. Hold on. That's why all these niggas are still wanting him on the team. Guys like Paul George, Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington, Marcus Morris. And apparently Kawhi must have signed off on it too.
No. I'm not talking about them. We know that the organization.
So what are we talking about?
I'm talking about your opinion on Westbrook. What has Westbrook shown you in the playoffs to make you think that he's going to help? What has he shown you in the last 6-7 years? Right, that you think is going to benefit us in the playoffs? What do you think he's done in these last 7 years on all these teams he's been with? How does he affect us in the playoffs? Where his numbers, his averages go down in the playoffs, his turnovers go up in the playoffs. Bro, what are you talking about?
Bro, what are you talking about? I can't respect. Hold on, I can't respect. First of all, let's go back to what you glossed over a man making All NBA third team, bro. That's not no shit you gloss over.
Bro,
you only have 15. There's 15. Hold on, there's 15. I know you don't, because you don't value shit when it comes to supporting the dude.
BJ, I value winning.
Okay, why you a fan of the Clippers then? Hold on, stay right there. Stay right there. Then why the fuck are you a fan of the Clippers then if you value winning?
You said what?
Then why you a fan of the Clippers if you value winning?
Hold on. Listen, BJ, over the last 2 years, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, Africa. What you laughing at? Yeah, Africa. What you laughing at?
Hold on.
What you laughing at?
Can I talk? Do you know the Clippers?
Yeah, you trolling heavy, BJ.
They can go south. They can go south real quick.
BJ, let me go. Do you know the Clippers have been a top 3, one of the most winningest teams in the last 10 years, even though they haven't won a championship?
Okay, but it don't matter. I don't care. Hey, hold on. That don't mean shit. Because we ain't got past the second round until 2021 in 50 goddamn years. Bro, I'm from Southern California. If anybody knows the Clipper tradition inside out, is me.
So if that don't mean
we ain't
shit,
did shit in 50
how do you
years.
advocate for Westbrook if that don't mean shit?
What do you mean?
He's the worst in the playoffs, bro. What are you talking about? Man, this dude BJ capping, bro.
Bro, no. You said that you value winning, but then you saying the Clippers is your team when we ain't won shit and we ain't been to a finals in 50 years. Okay. We went to the conference final for the first time in 2021. So what are you talking about, Kobe Jordan?
Can I ask a question?
Winning habits. Westbrook doesn't have that. We actually have players who won. We have a coach who won. We have a formula for what it takes to win. We got to stay healthy, bro. That's it.
I come in peace.
Right. All right, Kobe Jordan. Go ahead, my man.
DJ is capping for a nigga Westbrook.
No, you just got caught, bro. You got caught. That's what happened. Go ahead, Bruce.
Okay, so
that's why Young Africa laughing.
So, other teams are laughing at the Clippers. Clippers eating themselves, right? Clippers fan eating themselves. Has Westbrook committed a turnover yet for the Clippers?
Oh,
nope.
So can we wait? Can we wait until we see what he does and then we can eat each other?
We don't know. We're not waiting.
Thank you, Bruce.
The man played 15 years in the NBA, bro. Like, what more do you need to see, bro?
Are you a Clippers fan? Are you a Clippers fan?
Okay.
He played 15 years in the NBA, bro.
Okay, I understand what Bruce saying. Give him a chance. Like I said, I'm gonna support him. But look, I already know look.
I'm not.
Look, bro. I'm sorry. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. The last time we seen Russell Westbrook in the playoffs, it was in a game 5 with a chance for them. No Joel Embiid. They had 2. Now, I'm gonna do this since you want to bring up all NBA third team. Washington had 2 of them, right? Joel Embiid was nowhere to be found. They had Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Matisse Thybulle, who can't shoot, and they had Danny Green out there. In a game 5 with a chance to make it to a game 6, well, likely Joel Embiid wasn't going to return in series. This man, Russell Westbrook went out there and scored 24 points on 7 on 20 shots, 4 turnovers. So if you want to just base it on playoff experience and success, go ahead, bro. I just know this. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Russ still gonna be Russ. We got.
So why did Kawhi co-sign from that?
Hold on, bro. I'm not even done. I want to
go
see
ahead.
how Tyronn Lue manages everybody minutes. This is gonna be interesting. He got himself a tough coaching job. The thing about it is, if Russ out there playing bad and he's not giving us nothing, we can just put him on the end of the bench. I'll be fine with that. If he's out there playing good,
Showtime, hold on. That's not gonna work. You know why? Because he's gonna be touting, bro.
Kobe Jordan. Hold on a second. If he's out there good playing good and BJ is right, which I hope I want BJ to be right on this. I absolutely do, because that's going to help us win the championship. I'm not rooting against Russ. I'm just pointing out the obvious. If you ask me how I feel about this, I'm telling how I feel. I don't like the idea 2-3 years ago, and I don't like it now.
Okay, Showtime. Can I ask you a question real quick?
He's not Jason Kidd. When I think about a guy that knows how to run an offense, smart, high-Q basketball player, no matter if he's 25 all the way to he's 39 years old, that was Jason Kidd. Still able to defend, still had the clutch of tangibles, still out there making all the big plays. I don't look at Russ like that. Russ needs the ball in his hand, and he's just a doggone one-man show. Really, that's what he is. When you ask him to shoot, and when you force him to shoot outside shots, which they're going to do in the playoffs, because in the playoffs they try to take away your strengths. So they're going to be doubling Kawhi and Paul George. He's going to be moving the ball. Russ going to get open shots. If he's not making open shots, we're going to be in trouble. If he's out there holding the ball, dribble, and he shoot the doggone jump shot at the side of the backboard, we're going to be in trouble. The pros is, though, he does get to the free throw line, only makes half of them. So he does get rebounds. He does play hard on effort sometimes. I think his own ball defense can be a little sus. Off ball defense been horrible. So, like I said, we'll give it a try. But that's how I feel. Go ahead.
It's going to be up to Ty Lue to make the decision. He's got to be Ty Lue is the key. If he can't manage Russ, then we're going to be in trouble.
I agree with that. Now, that's what I will agree with. I say this is going to be on Ty Lue to manage this team. Because me personally, I don't know why would they go out and get him if they just had Wall.
It was a pressure move, bro. It was a straight pressure move. Paul George and Marcus Morris, they advocated for this dude. And we know that Kawhi Leonard is not going to override their hand. And again, these dudes wanted him. They got him. And guess what? Ty Lue is going to be forced to play him in some of these games. And I'm telling y'all, these flaws are still going to remain.
Kobe Jordan, I have a question for you.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're wrong, bro.
Kobe Jordan, I have a question for you.
Showtime. I hope I'm wrong. But guess what? I've seen too many playoff performances.
Hey, but Kobe Jordan, when you guys write, when you said Paul.
Hold on. I've seen Westbrook. Listen, I've seen Westbrook too many years in the playoffs in order for me to I didn't just come up with this narrative. I've seen it every year in the playoffs.
So, okay, but were you right when you said that we can run our offense through PG and Kawhi?
Say that again.
Do you believe that we can win with running our offense through PG and Kawhi?
No, I don't believe those guys. Listen, hold on. No, I don't think the ball handling needs to be through someone else. The offense of setup, yeah, we can set the offense up with them or get them their post up plays. But no, we need a passer who can make smart plays and get the ball to him in smart positions. So that's why you get a guy like Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon is a very underrated passer, and he's a good decision maker. So no, Paul George is not going to work as a point guard.
But wasn't I telling y'all that weeks ago, and y'all thought I was crazy?
You want a guy to be Magic Johnson. He's not Magic. He's going to hold the damn ball
No.
the whole
But
damn time, trying to
Showtime.
run everything through him.
No,
Stop it.
Showtime. Didn't I tell you? But Showtime. Didn't I tell you though? Paul George couldn't do it, and you thought I was crazy. What happened?
Hey, Show, you a
What
fool,
happened?
bro. He said
No,
he
what
want this nigga to
happened?
be Magic
What
Johnson.
happened? What
We
happened?
look better without you, bro. We got a backup
Man,
bid.
I
We
asked you
got
a
Aaron
question.
Gordon,
Listen,
and we
BJ,
look better. Stop it,
I'm
bro.
asking.
Fuck all
I'm
Magic
that.
asking you a
Johnson is
question.
rare. Everybody can't
I
be
asked.
Magic
No, hold
Johnson.
on. Let me go with Show. I'm asking Show a question because me and him had to. Showtime know what I'm talking about. We was going back and forth about. He kept saying PG and Kawhi can do it, and then he started saying PG couldn't do it. And then he said, "Oh, we maybe need a point guard."
You know why I say that? Because PG he's acting soft. That's why I said that. He acting soft, bro. Because I know he
Hey,
got
BA
in and he playing
Showtime, I'm
soft
with
and
you,
he
bro.
making
I'm with
excuses.
you,
All
Show.
That's
right,
why I said that, BJ. Because
so
I
you
saw
don't
his
believe
ass
you don't
doing
believe in it, right?
But
no,
BJ,
because I knew he making a damn excuse because he won't Russ on the team.
right?
He making
No, this is before. This is before. I'm talking about the Milwaukee game. We had like 5 turnovers.
On your
When he had
damn
5
show,
turnovers.
BJ, on your damn show, rewind the tape. How many times I have came out here and said we need defense, floor spacing, and shot makers? What the damn GM just said? President of basketball operation, Lauren Frank, came out and echoed the same damn shit. The problem is you got players in that locker room that's advocating for Russ. You got a head coach that doesn't agree with Lauren Frank. That's why. And now, because everybody in the organization, in order to win a chip, everybody got to be on the same page. So they're giving the players the benefit of the doubt. So I want you to know this: if we don't win a damn championship, I want to hear shit. That's on y'all ass, because y'all advocate
Yeah.
Yo,
And
Show,
your
you
ass.
a
Okay,
failure, bro.
Showtime. When we win it,
Snap
when
it,
you
bro.
when we win it, bro, I want you to be out here for the parade, bro. When we win the whole thing,
Hey,
and
but
I want you
BJ,
to make
BJ,
sure you take back all that shit that you said too.
No,
but
I'm not
listen,
gonna say.
BJ.
Hold on a second. I'm not gonna take it back. I'm gonna come up and say, BJ, you were absolutely right, and I'm happy. We not only
That's
did we
all
win
I
the
asked for.
championship, we
That's
won
all I
with
asked.
Russ.
But BJ,
We won with Russ, and we won in the damn crypto and on the Lakers floor. And you damn know I'm gonna celebrate right with you, nigga.
hey,
Dang, that's all I need.
I'm
Go
flying
ahead,
out to LA if
man.
that happen. I'm gonna be out in LA with y'all, so I'm gonna be out there. But listen, this is
All
what I want to
right,
say, right?
all
This is what I
right.
want to say. So, listen, Paul George, anytime he gets the basketball at the top of the key, for some reason I get anxiety. I don't know what it is, but my anxiety go up because I know he turns the ball over. I don't necessarily believe we need like a Rondo point guard. I believe we needed a good playmaker who can pass the ball. Eric Gordon has shown you that. And when he's on the floor, not only can he pass the ball and he can make good plays in the pick and roll, he can spread the floor. That's all we've needed,
And
bro. A guy
defend.
who can help pass and facilitate and play make. Again, Terrence Mann can do it in spurts, but I think Eric Gordon is more experienced. So now you throw in a guy like Westbrook. Here's why this shit's gonna blow up, right? Not only will Westbrook get minutes with PG, he's gonna take minutes away from those other guys, and that's what's gonna hurt us. Even listen, Showtime said we all on the same page. I disagree. I don't think Kawhi Leonard is on the same page as PG with this, and I don't think Ty Lue's on the same page with Lawrence Frank.
I ain't gonna say
The team has not yet to play with Westbrook. You already
Come
said
on,
every
man.
kind of
I want
problem.
to play with
Come on.
Westbrook, so
Every
yeah.
problem is
Come
gonna be
on,
with
bro.
Westbrook. Every problem.
You telling me the best player ain't signed off on it?
Hold on, Showtime. You think Kawhi wanted to play with Russell Westbrook, even though he hung the phone up on the man 2 years ago?
But Kobe Jordan, in that meeting,
Wow.
he sat there and he convinced them, and Kawhi Leonard just agreed. His original thought they didn't want him. I get that, bro. A lot of these guys didn't want him, but because of half the locker room is publicly advocating, half the locker room got to come together as a family and get this man a try. They feel bad for Russ.
But I don't feel bad,
and I
bro.
agree. And look, this part right, I do feel bad for Russ the way they're talking about him, calling him a vampire and all this other stuff. I don't agree to that, bro. Taking a personal shots at the man. So I absolutely understand why Paul George is doing it. That's his friend, bro.
So
he's a
Showtime.
big supporter.
So Showtime, let me ask
as
you
a
this.
team, as a brotherhood, we're gonna say, hey, you know what? That man, we're gonna bring him in and we're gonna give him a try. Now, again, I believe there's you don't think they had a conversation about, hey, if you're not out there getting it done, we got to go with what's best.
But here's the thing I don't understand, Westbrook. But let me ask you this. Okay, so let me ask
We
you
got to
this,
give it a
Showtime.
try.
Hold on,
BJ,
Showtime. Can I ask you a
let's just,
question? Let me ask you a question, Show.
let's just give it a try. Let's just give it a
let
try.
me ask you a
I'm,
question.
look, I'm the
So,
big.
Show, let me hold on,
just give it
Show.
a
Can I
try.
ask you a question? So let me ask you this.
Hey, I'm here. I'm supporting.
Okay, well, guess what? Hey, I'm a little different. That's why I say half and half. Half the Clipper fans don't agree. Here's what I want to know, Showtime.
We gotta support him
Hold
though,
on.
Kobe Jordan. He on our
I
team.
don't agree, and I still support.
Hold on, but
We gotta
let me
support him
ask
though,
you.
Kobe
But
Jordan.
Showtime, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
We just experienced this situation with John Wall. If you look over the last 3
He
years,
better than John Wall though.
no, I know, but Showtime. Here's my point. We've had look at all the guards outside of Reggie Jackson that we've had. Right? We had Rondo, we had Eric Bledsoe, we had John Wall. What do those dudes have in common? Right? None of those guys are good off the ball shooting the three. So how does Westbrook, who can't shoot, who's worse than John Wall, how is he gonna have more of an impact off the ball?
But hold on. I do think he's gonna have because hold on, don't underestimate it. Now don't get me wrong, bad turnovers, bad shots. Don't get me wrong now. But when he came in that game, he controlled the game with his pace. And one thing I can say, he give the Denver Nuggets a lot of problems. That's been our kryptonite. So there are some positives I do see in Russ. Don't get me wrong, Kobe Jordan, because I'm fair. When I watch him close, I've been paying attention. I'm gonna watch a lot of film tonight. Russ,
I'm gonna watch some film
can be
too,
an
'cause I don't see
impactful
it.
player because no. Hold on, John. You see the
go
way
ahead.
if you
I
watch
got
the
you.
way you watch the way he attacked the rim. I pay attention to that.
Okay.
He gets the Lakers and the bonus very early. The way the pressure he put on them, Zubac gonna get a lot of touches. Plumlee gonna get a lot of touches. And our shooters gonna get wide open. That's not the problem. I just need Russ to make smart decision making, and I need he got to be able to hit that shot when it's called upon him because they're going to start guarding us different with him out there.
Okay, so let me ask you this real quick. Hold on, to add on to what you just said. In your opinion, you said he
can rebound too. His offensive rebounds.
No, I agree.
Legit.
I
He's
agree.
a good rebounder now.
But let me ask you this, because here's what it's gonna come down to. I think Westbrook is gonna come out blazing. I think he's gonna have a great first few games. I believe that. But here's what I want to know, in your opinion, when it comes down to it, and you know how the playoffs is, bro. This is a mental game. In your gut, do you think Russell Westbrook is gonna make them extra passes, and you think his turnovers is gonna go down? Do you think all of a sudden his decision making is gonna be better? In your opinion, just answer.
Kobe Jordan. See, I'm skeptical about that. But even if he's not playing good, I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe he's gonna kill the Clippers season because we can just yank him, bro. We got so many pieces. See, the Lakers was relying on him to actually be a big contributor because they was paying him $47 million and they had limited options. The Clippers got so many options. I think that we can survive with him being on the team. Starting, I'm questioning about that. We're gonna disagree with that, but I don't like him as starting.
I don't agree.
And also, we don't have our pace. I mean, I like this is what I would say. The first 3 quarters, because we keep talking about the fourth quarter, but we don't think about the first 3 quarters. Our biggest issue has been starting these games off slow. So if we have what Russ will be able to bring, but that's a small sample size, bro.
We've been playing a lot better the last 5 games, though, Cole.
Bro,
listen, we have the whole season. That's been a problem, bro.
But BJ, for the last 5-6 games, we've been playing better, though, BJ.
Way better. And guess what?
I still think we need to play better at the jump. I think still, even the last game against the Suns, we didn't really pull away from the Suns until like the fourth quarter. Last game. So we still that means we ain't starting. We still ain't starting these games strong enough. That's why I believe.
They're a good team.
But they're a good team. But it's been even with bad teams. And I'm not just gonna go off. I'm not just gonna go off with just what we made off these acquisitions, bro. It's been a problem. Go ahead.
Do you give credit for dudes like Eric Gordon making it tough in them last possessions where he getting steals on Devin Booker? What about dudes like that?
Bro, I've been watching Eric Gordon since high school, bro.
Okay,
I know what he can do.
You know his game.
I know what he can do.
Hold on, so let me ask you, Show.
He make it seem like having a backup big is not a big sample. Are you serious?
That's huge. That was huge.
Bro, okay, but hold on. Nobody said that. I said we start. What does that have to do with anything I said, Show?
You're talking about something at the beginning of the year, bro. Let's talk about something
He's saying it's been going the whole. I'm
Bro,
saying
we've
the
been
whole
playing better
year.
lately, bro. Fuck that. We playing
Off
better
of,
lately.
all
Why
right,
you keep
so you totally
up?
missing my point, bro. You
Yo,
said back
BJ,
up.
you're
I
only
said we
going
starting
off
the
of the
game
whole
slow.
year. Our team is different than
Bro,
how
we
it was
playing better though,
constructed, bro.
BJ.
It's
Are you
just
not
not the
watching
same
the
thing.
game, bro?
Bro, I not only bro. Okay, so you going? Okay, so you believe it's gonna carry on throughout the whole? Okay,
Yes,
I think
it's
that
gonna carry
I
on.
still
You know
think
why it's gonna carry on?
I've
Because
yet to
hold on,
see it.
here's why it's gonna carry on. When you have a Mason Plumlee thrown into your backup, to your second, your bench rotation, that's huge for us. Our only issue was we were horrible on the boards, especially with that second unit. Our biggest player off the bench was Robert Covington, bro.
Right.
I know, and he ain't getting minutes.
But now
But
you have Mason Plumlee.
why is people still advocating for
Mason
him to get
Plumlee
minutes?
is a legitimate big who can actually rebound and push the ball
And
and get guys. No, come on, man.
Bro, I'm not, bro. Why y'all keep bringing up Mason Plumlee, bro? That has nothing to do with our pace and starting games off. That has nothing to do with what I just
We've
said.
been playing better, bro. You just don't want to get Terrence man his credit, bro. Like I
Yeah,
said,
you don't
Man,
like Terrence Mann. That's all. You just say you
y'all
don't like the
some
nigga,
y'all
bro.
okay.
Damn.
First of all, since y'all some niggas that know what y'all talking about, I've been knowing Terrence Mann from 2021. I advocated from the start. Y'all just want to sit here and talk shit
I've been
because y'all
watching
don't like
him
what I'm
since Florida,
saying.
bro. The nigga can ball, bro. You gotta give him
No,
credit.
you
And you
talking
gotta know,
shit.
dudes from Florida, they
You
play
you
defense,
say
man.
I don't like Terrence Mann when I say I want him to start with Reggie Jackson. I advocate for Terrence Mann. You can look through my whole stream. I said he should be playing more than Reggie
You start
Jackson.
talking shit about the man.
No, I don't.
Once he
No, I'm telling
started.
what it is. I'm
Okay,
sorry you don't like what I'm saying.
okay.
All right,
So hold
then.
on. Let me
Okay,
ask a general
if he's
question.
so
Okay, then
bad,
keep it there,
if
bro.
he's so
I'm not gonna
if
suck up
he's
to
so bad,
everybody,
why the
man.
turnovers down? Why the defense is up and the offense is up? If he's so
Right,
Bro,
bad,
right.
then
I
And
said
our
he's not a
turnovers went
point
down too.
guard. He's
who
not a
gives a
point guard. That's
shit?
what I
Who
said.
is a point guard? Who is a point guard in today's game? Who
Eric
is a
Gordon is a
point
point guard.
So
Eric
hold on.
Gordon is a
Is
point
Westbrook a
guard.
point guard?
You
Is
just said
Yes.
Westbrook
he's
a
not a
point guard?
point guard. You
Eric
just said
Gordon.
Eric Gordon not a point
I
guard.
said that this nigga lying. I said Eric
No,
Gordon. They're
you
not gonna give him
said,
the job.
bro, hold on,
I'm
time
not
out.
gonna
You
get. They
said
not gonna
You
give
a
him the
liar.
when this
job,
man
bro.
said it. You
BJ, you
just said
funny,
the man
man.
not a point guard. Then you say
I
he
said
is.
he's not gonna give Eric Gordon the job.
Okay.
You
All
just
right.
said
So
the
hold on.
man
Let's
wasn't a point guard, and I
let's take a
told
break
you
real
we
quick.
didn't
Man,
need
show
him.
you just capping, bro, and you emotional because they got this nigga
You
Westbrook, bro. That's the
take
whole
all
problem.
right.
That's why you
No,
came in here, dog.
BJ. Can I
You
ask you a
want to come here
question
and
real quick,
argue?
BJ?
Go
Real
ahead,
quick. Let
Kobe.
me ask you a question.
I gotta take your own show.
Hold
I
on.
got you
Hey,
on your
Showtime,
own show.
Showtime.
You
I'm
just
finna
said
ask
you're
you
not
and
a point
BJ.
guard.
Showtime. Let me
That's
ask
all
you a
right.
question. You and BJ.
Watch
How
this.
many minutes do y'all project Westbrook getting in the playoffs? And if we're gonna go 8-man rotation, do y'all see? It's two questions. How many minutes do y'all think he's gonna get for the rest of the season? And do y'all see him playing in our 8 to 9-man rotation in the playoffs?
It depends on the matchup. If we play a team like a Denver Nugget team, he's gonna be big for that series. It's going to like with our team. It's not going to be a set rotation every time. It's going to depend who we match up against because of the depth we have and the type of pieces we have. We can't treat it like, oh, this game you're going to be starting every single game. It's going to go by who we match up with and how the game is going.
So then
So I don't
so
look
here's what
at
I'm
it
saying.
like
Who lose minutes is though, bro? Who lose minutes if you're putting Westbrook on a deep team? Who lose minutes? That's what my question is. Like, who do
it's
we
going to
take
be.
out?
It's going. I don't think. Okay, this is the thing. I don't think Terrence Mann loses minutes at all. And now if Show actually listen to what I'm saying and stop trying to make it about emotional, I say if you move Terrence Mann to a wing, he's going to get more minutes. I
Hold
always been
on.
consistent.
What? Did you
I've
just
been
say move
consistent.
Westbrook to the wing position?
I said Terrence Mann, bro.
Oh, Terrence
See,
Mann.
see, see,
Okay.
see, see, bro. These dudes are ready to just
No,
fight.
hey, bro, my fault. I was hearing something else. Okay, so
Yeah,
this is what I'm
yeah, yeah. I
saying.
know, I
But
know,
it's all.
I
But here's
know.
the thing. This is what I'm saying though. How many minutes do you think Westbrook will get? Just what do you think?
It depends. Bro. It depends. He can get 18 minutes. He can get 25
Do
minutes.
you have him starting or coming off the bench, bro? What do you think?
Watch this, y'all.
It
Watch this, y'all.
depends,
Listen to this man.
bro.
It
It
depends.
Listen to
depends
this man,
BJ,
on
you
the
y'all.
dumb,
matchup,
bro.
bro.
We
There's
don't.
gonna be games he's
Ty
gonna be
Lue is
starting.
gonna
There's gonna.
struggle with these rotations once again because
Hey, I
he's gonna
agree.
be put
Hey,
under
I
pressure to
agree.
play certain
Hey,
guys,
that's what
bro.
that nigga get. That's what that nigga get paid for.
This is
I've been
crazy.
saying
Y'all
that
talking about his
consistently.
rotations. It's gonna get worse now because
Hey,
Westbrook,
Clover
he's
Jordan.
gonna have to
Clover
play,
Jordan.
bro.
Listen to this man. He
I,
don't even listen to himself talk. Listen to this, bro.
bro, I listen to what did I miss, Joe? Since you so smart, what did I
Let
miss?
him talk. Let him
Go,
talk.
no, you talk. Since you want to sit up and
No,
call
be
somebody out,
quiet,
you go ahead and
BJ.
talk.
Be
You
quiet.
talk. Don't talk. Go ahead and tell me what I said wrong. Since you so damn smart.
I got a question for
Hold on. Listen to
Kobe
that.
Jordan and Showtime. What
No. I want Showtime to talk because he's trying to call somebody
what's your
out.
question, homie? What's your question, bro?
That's why,
So
man, I smoke, bro.
Who is that
it
talking?
Yeah, that's
sounds.
what I thought, bro.
Key.
You ain't
Yeah,
gonna
go
let
ahead,
me
bro.
talk. You gonna listen to yourself talk? I got
I
the video.
said I gave you 5 seconds. You was mute, bro.
Because we
You
really
didn't
just
want to
going
say
back and
nothing.
forth. But
Bro,
I
listen
really
to
want to
the
break
video.
down.
Listen
Hold
to
on,
what
I
you
want to
just
start
said,
breaking
bro.
down the basketball
No,
stuff.
listen
So,
to what you
what
just
questions,
said,
bro?
bro. Hold on, Kobe Jordan. Listen to what you just said. Eric Gordon, a guy that can defend, space the floor, hit threes, and play defense. Man, get out of here. Man, stop playing with me, bro.
Wait, you
What'd he
went.
say?
It went. Play it again, cause
Don't worry about that. Go to ask your question, bro.
Hey,
I
what
didn't
did
hear
he say,
nothing
bro?
either.
I didn't even hear what he said. I didn't
what
even hear
That
what
did
he
nigga
said.
lying.
play?
No,
That nigga said
Bro,
he ain't
play it
said Eric Gordon
again.
was a point guard. He just said he not a point guard. Stop lying, bro.
bro, you full of shit, Showtime. I ain't say that.
Man,
Listen,
I
hey,
just showed you,
BJ,
bro. You
You
just
BJ,
full of
said it
shit. You
BJ.
yourself, bro.
full of
Hold
shit,
on, BJ.
Showtime.
Even though you
No one
don't
heard
think, hold
that
on. Even though
bullshit.
you don't think, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna say
Look,
this.
listen again.
No,
Listen
no,
again.
no.
No, hold on,
We moving
Showtime. You
on
got it. You
because
got it.
no, we ain't got time for that, man. No,
Listen again.
go ahead,
But
man.
no,
We ain't, I'm
Showtime.
not.
Hold on,
We
real
Listen
quick. Hold on,
again.
real
go
quick,
ahead,
Showtime.
Kobe Jordan.
Hold on, real
Be
quick. I was about to say this.
capping, full of shit.
Hey, bro, you can
Thank
ask a
you.
question. I just gotta say one thing. Hey, BJ, even though you don't, you're saying that what's the name is not a traditional point guard. Who you're talking about? Eric Gordon. Okay, I would say you're right. But we just saw a team in the Boston Celtics get to the finals and they didn't have a traditional point guard.
Are you okay? Say it
So hold
again.
on, who's their
Say
traditional point
no, no,
guard?
no.
And you know, hold on,
I missed
you
it.
know, real
I
quick,
missed
you
it,
know
bro. I
what
missed
Klay
it. I missed
Thompson
it.
said? Here's what Klay Thompson said. He said it was hard to figure them boys out, bro. It was tough. They didn't figure them out till like game 5, bro. So what I'm saying is that you don't need to have a fucking Jason Kidd in order to win a championship. You need to have a smart team, a balanced team, and dudes who know how to play with each other in chemistry. So it's not about that. Eric Gordon is a
Okay.
good passer, and guess what? Eric Gordon does better that Luke Kennard and dudes don't do. He's a good defender. Eric Gordon
Yeah,
is an
I just
underrated
said that.
defender.
But I've always okay, but bro, you got remember Kobe Jordan. I said that I want Eric. If Eric Gordon gets the position, I want him to start. I said that last week. Now you brought up the Boston Celtics. The difference between the Celtics and the Clippers is the Celtics have an actual offense they run with cutting, moving, and all the schemes. So it works for them better not to have a point guard. We don't have that. We don't
No,
have
no,
no real offense. So
no,
we
no, no. But
need
here's
no.
this
Hold
though.
on.
Even hold on.
We don't have no real offense. We don't have a
He's saying
real
that he's saying
offense.
so he's saying the Celtics have an offense and the Clippers don't. Okay.
So it works for them. They don't really need a point guard to put them in their sets. But if you have a team like us with the Clippers who are more free flowing, more dribble ISO happy, all that, we don't have. We have guys who are dribble ISO on the ball. That's our offense is stagnant.
What's their
Our,
offense?
our offense has been stagnant. We
What's
don't
their
have
offense?
no. I'm
What's
saying.
their offense?
He's asking you what
When
is
I watch the
Boston
Celtics,
Celtics? What do they
when
run?
you
What do
watch
they
the
play? But
Boston,
what is their
when you
offense?
watch they run a lot of L cuts. They run a lot of straight line cuts, backdoor cuts. They did it against us. If you go watch when they played us, bro, they ran actual cuts and movements without the
Hold on.
ball.
You know, hold on. No, you know, hold on. You know what the
Am I wait?
Clippers
Hold
do?
on.
Hold
Am I
on.
wrong? Am I wrong? Hold on. Am
Hold
I
on.
wrong?
You know, hold on. You know what the Clippers do? They run a lot of flare screens for PG, Kawhi, and on the post. And guess what they do? They have a
That's what
lot
I'm
of
saying, bro.
they
This
do
man
it.
be tripping.
See, and guess what they do when they have
Mm,
hold on when they have PG and they have Zubac in the pick and roll, they have a like an attack where he drives and he kicks out. It's a drive and kick offense, bro. But a lot of flare
Man,
screens
they
come
want
off of that.
bro.
Norman
This
Powell
man
gets a lot of
tripping.
screens. Paul George gets a lot of screens off of pin downs, bro. So they do run some offense, bro. It's not
That
just
man know that
ISO.
jump, bro.
but PG, bro, PG's been running the point guard position most of the time, so he's not really in that position to
And
be
guess
playing
what?
off the
We hold
ball.
on. Our
He's
team
not
sets.
doing that.
We're a screen heavy team. Zubac, Marcus Morris, and Batum. They set a lot of screens, bro, for the dudes to get open. So they do run a lot of flare screens, a lot of pick and roll. So it's not just
So
ISO, bro. I keep telling you.
you're telling me the Clippers offense isn't stagnant from what you've seen this year. We haven't seen that.
No.
He
Okay,
basic.
but
He
but
basic.
listen, you're
Hey,
not
Kobe
giving the
Jordan. He
context. The
going off
reason
the
why it's been
beginning of the
stagnant.
year. He ain't talking about
No,
recent.
I'm going about the whole year, bro. So Kobe, I'm asking you a simple, serious question, bro.
What
So
are you
are
asking?
you
Go ahead.
telling
I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
are you so I'm saying to you, with all the screens you say that Zubac, Morris, and them said, have we? And I want people in the chat to ask this question: have we not said throughout the whole year, if we can just use the last 3 or 4 games, like we want to say, outside of that, have our offense not looked stagnant
as a whole.
Yes, but can I tell you why though? Yes,
Okay,
to answer your
okay,
question, yes, but can I tell
okay.
you why?
Go ahead.
So the reason why our offense has been stagnant is you're ignoring the fact that Reggie Jackson, right, who's another ball dominant guard, is not a point. He's not a facilitator, and he's not a great playmaker. So when you have him and Paul George dominating the ball, yes, the offense gets stagnant. Why do you think we got rid of him? You add in a dude like Norman Powell and Eric Gordon who can pass the ball. You add in a dude like Terrence Mann, who's to me a better passer than Reggie Jackson. It gets the flow of the offense moving. That's all we needed. Because Paul George is still going to get his easy pin downs. Kawhi Leonard is still going to get his post ups. So here's the issue. Yes, the offense was slow, but we fixed it when we got rid of Reggie Jackson, who's a ball dominant, high value, inefficient shooter, bro. You just got to get rid of him. And he has a high usage. Outside of him and outside of PG and Kawhi, he's the third highest usage dude on our team.
So you saying Reggie Jackson was the problem?
Reggie Jackson was the number one problem, and PG playing point guard to me was the second problem. That to me was why, bro. When you're stagnant, them two dudes cannot dominate the ball. You have to have ball movement.
Okay. So let's say
That's
this.
why we got rid of Reggie Jackson. Come on, bro.
So I mean I agree to an extent, but I don't put that all on just Reggie Jackson. I think just our offense and Ty Lue not having no real offensive playbook. He's been throwing these guys. When I watch the Clippers, guys like Reggie Jackson,
Reggie Jackson was our point guard.
but not for the betterment of. He hasn't been our main point guard. It's been Terrence Mann.
No, Terrence
Over
Mann.
the last,
Terrence Mann.
but it's been about but again, even when he was our point guard, our offense was still stagnant. That's what I'm going back to. We have a lot of dribble ISO players on our team. Norman Powell, Reggie Jackson, Paul George. Those guys are all dribble ISO players on that perimeter. That was what stagnant.
So what about Westbrook?
But the difference between Westbrook though is he actually can shoot. No, but time out. The thing that he does better than those because he can get down in transition, and that makes a big difference. He's a transitional player.
Yeah, he can get in transition. What about the half court though?
The half court. The half court. What happens is this: he can set Zubac up for easier shots. He can get on the pick and roll. He can set up Marcus Morris for easier shots. He can set up Kawhi and PG to give you off. That's what he does different from everybody else.
BJ, hold on. Let me ask him a question real quick, Showtime. Go ahead.
Okay, see, this is the part I don't understand. The Clippers are best at when everybody's moving the ball. So you're only making it seem like Russ is finna come over and he finna have the ball in his hand the whole time. If that's the case, BJ, this team is not gonna go anywhere, bro.
Facts. And then here's the thing I gotta say to this. Hey, Showtime, how does the spacing work when you got Zubac and Westbrook on the floor? Now, how does the spacing work?
Well, I don't think that's gonna. But hold on, I don't think that's gonna be the problem. But the thing is, he gonna get in transition. He definitely gonna improve the pace because we're on the 24th at pace. But look, all right, but the Clippers at best when everybody's moving the ball. That's the only thing about it. That can't be our half-court offense every single possession, though. You can't just say, "Oh, Russ is going to do that." We don't need him to do that every possession because teams are going to make adjustments. They're going to make adjustments on the fly, especially these very good teams like Denver. So that means we got to switch it up. So you're telling me, we're just going to have Russ with the ball in his hand? So Paul George got to play out the ball the whole damn time. When Paul George play best with the ball. He needs the ball.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
How's that when he had his best season off the ball in 2018?
Bro, you're talking about 5 years ago.
But he said he's better. No. How's he better on the ball? What?
This dude talking about 5 years ago.
Bro, he said I didn't. He said he's better off the ball. On the ball, he turns the ball over too much.
No, hold on, but BJ, you keep bringing up Paul. Everybody that's advocating for Westbrook.
Talking about Doc Rivers using him like JJ Redick.
Yeah, exactly.
Time out. I'm glad you put that up. I'm glad you pointed that, bro. First of all, I didn't say all the time to play him off the ball. Not all the time, but I don't want Paul George being my primary ball handler.
But okay, that's why you have Eric Gordon, bro. That's why you have guys like Bones, bro, and Terrence Mann. They can handle the ball.
Why is this man acting like 2019 was Paul George's best year in the playoffs? His best year in the playoffs when he went with 2021.
See how he tries to. He wants to make. Hold on. I want to break this out because he tries to cut the argument how he wants it. he gonna sit up there and just ignore the whole season where he was an MVP candidate. He was a top person defensive. Then you want to talk about season. That's an 82. Bro, he still plays better off the ball.
Okay, so BJ,
Yeah, but we need
hold
him.
on,
We
BJ,
trying to
are
win
you going off the fact that Paul George that was 5 years ago? Or are you just
Bro,
what is your point? Because
I'm saying my point is again. Show said he
good
plays
with
better
Westbrook.
on the
We
ball.
trying to win a
There's no evidence to prove that Paul George plays better on the ball.
Nigga,
There's no evidence.
He just led the fucking Clippers in assists, and the team looked better with him on the ball.
How many turnovers, Tom? How many turnovers?
Terrence fucking man was actually spacing the floor against Utah. They was caking up on Paul George and then passing him the ball.
You know what's crazy?
How many turnovers?
Hold on. Paul George
Jackson played off the ball. He shot 40%
best
from the
performance
because he didn't have to handle the ball too much.
Okay, then he should be our point. Now, hold on, Showtime. He should be our point guard then. If that's what you're saying, if you're saying that he should be our point guard then.
And his efficiency went low.
Be point guard.
BJ, hold on, BJ.
Let him be okay. Let him be our PG, bro. Let him be our PG. I guarantee you ain't going nowhere.
Here's what y'all don't understand. Hold on. Here's what
all that you make no sense.
Real quick. Hold on. This is what you're saying. This is what BJ is saying. And I get what he's saying.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, BJ.
Who had most success? Russell Westbrook, Paul George in the playoffs. That's the lead guy.
As the lead guy. Dude, he's been to 3 conference finals in the NBA finals. Something that Paul George never even done.
That's the lead guy, nigga. That's the lead guy.
Bro, fuck all that, man. You trying to angle the argument the way you want to, bro. I ain't going for that
He's
shit.
giving you facts. You're acting like Russell Westbrook was the main contributor.
Okay, let me tell you what he averaged. Bro, still even without Kevin Durant, you know what he averaged them years when he was in the playoffs? You know what he averaged?
What was his efficiency that year? Can you tell me?
See, you guys don't want me to ask the question. I said what he averaged.
You're not looking at all sides of the game. You only want to look at what you
No, I don't look at. I look at when you tell me something that when you ask that Paul George had more success. How do you measure that in the playoffs? And then you say about a league guy. You want to add on to try to support your argument.
Hold on. You know why we can measure that? Because when Paul George was the number one guy when Kawhi got hurt, guess what he did? He averaged 28, 10, and 5 against the Suns. And guess what? He didn't have Westbrook on his team.
Okay, so let me. I just want to be clear. I want to be clear.
Real quick,
BJ. I want to be clear. I want to be clear.
Even though you keep saying, hold on. Even though you
I want to be clear.
Hold on.
I want to be clear.
Kobe Jordan. Let me ask you a simple question.
Real quick, Showtime.
Who's running the offense, Kobe Jordan?
Hold on, Showtime. Let me say this. Hold on. And guess what? Paul George had the highest usage that year. But here's another thing. You keep saying how he had his MVP season with Westbrook, but guess what? What did that end up with? A first-round exit when he was.
But you can't skate over that, Kobe Jordan. You can't just skate over MVP season. That's what makes no sense. No one's going to sit up there and co-sign that bullshit because it supports your argument. That's bullshit. If you get to an end, I get all that, Kobe Jordan, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. I'm not hearing that. That's bullshit. You don't skate over MVP season after 82 game sample. You don't skate over that, bro. That's bullshit.
Can I finish?
That's bullshit.
This is what I want to say.
You've been saying a lot of crazy shit, man. That's bullshit.
It's not, because listen. In that 2021 playoffs, Paul George he led the playoffs in minutes. He had the highest usage rate, and we didn't have a point. You know what we had? We had great ball movement, bro. That's all we needed. We needed great ball movement, and Paul George, you've seen him play well. His only issue is that he can't just dominate the basketball at the top of the key. We need ball movement. That's it. So here's the thing.
Man, go ahead, bro.
We're not saying that he's a point guard. All I'm saying is that when he has the ball in his hands in a position where he can score, that's when he's his most effective. I don't want to see him dribbling the ball up the court at the half court line. That's why you have Eric Gordon to get the ball.
This nigga said Boston got a real offense. And I asked this nigga what the real offense is. Them niggas ISO the fuck out that ball in the half.
They do. Jaylen Brown is one of the highest ISO players in the league.
Marcus Smart, Derek White are not point guards, and the reason why they don't have to be is because I watch the offense they run is off of cuts, L cuts, straight line cuts. I bet you don't even know what that even means, Showtime. I bet you don't know what the L cut is, Showtime.
Real quick.
You probably know what the L cut is. I don't know why I'm even saying it.
They ISO the shit out the ball and
So hold on,
lost.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown aren't two of the most ISO players in the league.
Okay, how many players on the team, Kobe Jordan? How many players on the team?
How many
I said
players
a
on the
team.
Clippers?
I
How
said
many
it's a
players
team
on the
offense.
Clippers?
I said a team offense. The Celtics have a team offense that the Clippers don't have.
So hold on, but you didn't tell me what their offense is. What do they run? A triangle, a Spanish pick and roll? What do they do?
I said L cuts and backdoor cuts. They were running on us. If you go back and watch the game,
The Clippers run screens and backdoor cuts too.
Come on, bro.
bro, y'all tripping. Oh my gosh, why do I even bother?
Hold on, BJ. Terrence Mann don't cut. He don't cut backdoor. Terrence Mann gets a lot of his tip ins and a lot of his baskets off the cut.
Let me hold on.
Kawhi Leonard doesn't go baseline backdoor cut.
Who has something else to say?
From PG. They run a lot of backdoor
Who
cuts.
has something else? Hold on, somebody answer the question.
I got a question for.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm assuming it's gonna be for Showtime and Kobe Jordan.
Oh, go ahead, bro. My fault. Go ahead.
Nah, y'all good, man. I actually appreciate the passion. I like this. But my question was, from what I'm hearing from both of y'all, do y'all think that the Russ move is a bad move and we was fine as is with with the trade acquisitions with Hyman and then Mason Plumlee them, or you just
I like what it was.
So you want to go first?
Bro, once they got rid of the thing is, this a BJ ain't gonna tell you. He pick and choose. He gonna mention what I said about PG because I know PG out there playing soft. So I'm like, bro, well, maybe this nigga don't need to be point guard because if he out there with this weak ass mentality, he complaining and he want to get paid $42 million and he gonna have to have the ball in his hands because his team goes as far as Paul George, Kawhi Tatum, whether you agree or not. All this point guard stuff, bro, this team needs to move the ball. Guys got to touch the ball. Guys need to be cutting. We've been doing a nice job of that. I think that especially with them new guys out there, them guys look like they've been playing together for the longest. I thought we had enough. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. It seemed like because the name, the brand point guard is supposed to like fit into the equation with the Clippers, but the guy that you got as a point guard, he's really not even a real point guard because he got the ball in his hand. And look at how he get assists. He's driving to the rim, which that can be a plus, but at the same time,
out of control though. Out of control.
He don't always make the right basketball decision. So to answer your question, homie, absolutely, I think we would have been fine as we is now.
Let me answer the question too. So now that we can break it down, because listen, we're not just emotional. We're actually giving you reasons. Listen, I love Westbrook as a person. I think he's dope. I think the backlash he got in LA was kind of crazy with everything that was going on. I think he's a legitimate, like a good locker room dude. Here's my only issue. When you're talking about chemistry and mesh, somebody told me one of the hardest things to beat in basketball is chemistry. And I was like, what? And I thought about that. Chemistry is so important, right? Certain guys like Westbrook, when he gets in his mode, he's literally about himself. He's not including the team around. We can look at the assist and the turn in the rebounds. Cool. That's cool, right? I'm talking about when it matters the most, when you have a downgraded role, can you still perform in spurts like you once did? Can you still have that same mentality? My issue is you come into a team that has a lot of guys who need minutes. My issue is he's going to take minutes away from the guys I believe are going to help us, who are better decision makers, who spread the floor better, who are better knockdown shooters. So not only do you affect those guys on the bench and give them minutes, but here's another thing. You don't help us on the court because you can't spread the floor, right? And then again, when you put him on the floor with PG, let's say he starts and you put him with PG and Kawhi, what's going to happen? He's going to be Ben Simmons 2.0 because now he's aggressive, which Ben Simmons isn't. But guess what? He can't shoot, and he's shooting less than 50% from the two, which is the mid range. He's also shooting 65% from the free throw line. So him getting to the foul line is not really going to give us enough impact. And then he can't knock down the three. Now here's the biggest issue that I have with this Westbrook thing: his decision making. If he was a better decision making at getting those extra passes, I would be a little bit okay with this move. But his decision making is poor, fellas. He doesn't make good decisions even in crunch time, and especially in the playoffs. That's all I care about. So yeah, bro, I just don't think it works out.
who he takes minutes from guys that I believe should play. To me, Terrence Mann and Eric Gordon, they should be playing, bro. He's gonna take minutes from them dudes. So
Yeah, because I mean, the thing about the trade, it does come off partially because it seems like a sympathy move from his friends. But I still think in some cases, like Showtime said, like BJ said, he still checks certain boxes. The pace, the rebounding, attacking the rim, which they really don't do a lot of because sometimes the Clippers could get trigger happy, especially when they got their shooters.
Agree.
I agree with that too.
But yeah, like you said, the decision makings, especially in crucial moments of the game, especially when we get into the playoffs, that's the one thing that worries me. But if he, my fault. If he could, I guess if he could come in with the mentality like, all right, we gonna just move this ball and I'm gonna slash, which I think he can still do. I'll be fine with it. I know there's gonna be times where he end up on the three with the ball in his hand and they give him space. I guess we're gonna have to just pray that he could find some way to be efficient with that. But like, it's at this point where we gotta roll with
but
it,
hold
bro.
on, but real quick, homie, did you just hear what you said? We have to pray for that. That's what you just said.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm
that
like,
means that that actually means that this isn't something this isn't in his norm, right? We actually have to pray for that, bro. That's the crazy
100%.
part.
100%. That's why I'm like,
hold on,
we gotta roll with
his
the good with the
mentality,
bad,
bro. We're talking about his mentality on the court. My issue is if you don't play him, right? Does he still give you that same type of energy? Is he gonna continue to come in and be super enthusiastic and cheering the guys on the bench and be super okay with? What if he don't get no minutes in one of those series? How does that gonna what do y'all think? Do y'all think Westbrook at this point in his career can deal with that?
That's another thing. That's another
He just
layer to
did.
this whole.
He just did with the Lakers last year. He showed you that he can come off the bench and buy into his role.
No, I'm talking about in the playoffs on a
Like
championship contending, not the Lakers. I'm talking about a championship contending team.
I think he'll sacrifice. Yeah.
When have you seen him do that in any part of his career?
He just did it last year. And plus, if you look at his whole career,
I disagree. I
also,
don't think so.
here's the thing. Also, what you mean you don't think so?
I don't see it, bro. They still had
Bro,
issues last
so
year.
you're telling me a guy who's been known as a star his whole career and actually came off the bench and listened to what Darvin Ham said, that ain't sacrificing?
Wait, hold on, yo, Kobe, ask your question again, because I think you're saying like, because when you said, I'm thinking like it's gonna be like one of those series where he's just like a liability and he may not play.
Hold
or
on. Here's what I'm saying, bro. Here's what I'm saying.
Hey, hold on. I want to also.
I'm gonna make it very clear. There's gonna be series where, because listen, we already said we don't even. Me and Show said we didn't need Westbrook. Here's what I'm saying. How are you gonna fit him in an 8-man rotation in the playoffs, right? Like I'm trying to logically figure out where is he gonna work, and if he doesn't play, is that gonna affect our chemistry, and is that gonna affect him in the locker room? Like, how does that affect our team?
Bro, we gotta stop putting cap.
I don't think they will, because that didn't affect when John Wall came out. I don't think so, bro.
So hold on. So Showtime, John Wall didn't get into it with Ty Lue when he stopped getting minutes. They didn't get into it.
Well, that
He
wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad though, bro. That ain't really messed the locker room up. Nah.
Okay.
Man, and for you niggas that's saying I'm hating off of Terrence, man, this is what I said on him 2 years ago.
Yeah, you just don't like him now.
I don't like him now. So you in my head.
No,
I don't understand how you don't like Terrence Mann, though, bro.
Okay, but no, that's what you want. No, you wanted like that Showtime to prove a point. You want no, bro. What I said is he ain't a point guard. That's what I said.
DJ, you literally was getting down on Terrence Mann a couple weeks ago.
I was telling him the truth, bro. The same way that you want to give on Russell Westbrook.
Are you pulling up a message from 2 years ago, bro?
Okay,
come on, bro.
Okay, if he ain't
no,
what
you come on, bro. You can't be making no narratives like open narratives, bro.
BJ, if he ain't what you say is, why the front office and that whole team, that whole franchise is investing in him being a star?
And when hold on, and why did
Bro,
they
he
trade him
okay,
for Fred
okay. How about
VanVleet?
this?
Why
How
did they
about this?
trade him?
How about this? No, I said he's a good, but he's not a point guard. There's nothing showing. They said out of his mouth, but they still have Paul George bringing the ball. That's a better question. Why is Paul George still handling? Why? But okay, but who's been the primary point guard? Show. If they so trusting in Terrence Mann to being a point guard, why is Paul George still running the PG position?
Man, this is crazy, bro. I don't even
Like
understand.
we got a
that,
league full of 1990 point guards out here, bro.
Bro, you ain't answered no question I said. You and Kobe Jordan want to tag team, but y'all can't
No, it's
answer
not
any
tag teaming.
question,
Here's what
bro.
I don't like, BJ. I don't like that you.
Point guard body.
You gotta
None of
be.
these
You
niggas
gotta
really
be.
tough
You gotta be objective
point
about this
guard.
stuff. Like I'm not. Listen, I'm not
Bro,
bashing
you wouldn't have
Westbrook.
been ejected the whole time, Kobe Jordan.
No,
Don't pull
but
that
what I'm
over here.
saying though is this. Hold on.
I heard
All
you
I'm
on
saying is this.
channel earlier. Get
All I'm
into that
saying is
nigga
this.
Nairobi.
You keep hold on, BJ. You keep saying how Terrence Mann's not a
That nigga
point guard.
crazy.
Okay,
That nigga
cool.
cool.
But guess what he does,
Nairobi was
bro?
crazy.
That nigga
He gives
screen
you,
killer.
bro. He's a high energy guy who's a good defender. He's a smart basketball player. And he comes and he gives you everything, bro. We're not saying he's a traditional point guard. There's not a lot of traditional point guards just sitting around no more, bro. That doesn't
But
exist. It's not a
Showtime,
whole
he
bunch
said
of
he ain't no traditional point. Hold on. First of all, stop. Because every top team in the West has a point guard. De'Aaron Fox of the Kings, point guard. Jamal Murray,
I
point
already
guard.
know this. I already
All
know
this.
this.
So what are you talking about?
Hold on. They
So what
got
are
a
you talking
prototypical
about?
point guard. Hold on, bro. They got a prototypical point guard that get everybody open. And the shit that you be describing Russell do or John Waller do, they got that.
De'Aaron Fox gets people open. Jamal
Man,
Murray
that man
gets
is a
people.
shoot. Man, that man a score first. He a shoot first
Come
point
on,
guard,
man.
man.
When you say point guard, you got to understand.
Bro,
Just because they are a point guard and they're good, that don't mean they're a traditional point guard.
Tyrese Halliburton's the
I
only
never said,
prototypical
bro,
point guard.
Russell Westbrook ain't even a traditional point guard. Where is this even coming from?
BJ, all I'm saying is, bro, this Westbrook move is not. You already know this, man. Stop it, bro.
Bro, I already told you, Kobe Jordan. I told you a couple weeks ago already what it was with Paul George and Kawhi, and then you had to change your heart. Now you trying to do what
Hold
Showtime's
on. But
doing
here,
and try
but
to seem
BJ,
like,
hold
oh,
on.
it's not a big
why
deal.
I had
Now
to
you
change. Hold
trying
on.
to tell
Here,
me,
but listen,
you're trying to
this
tell
was-
me, hold on, you're trying to tell me what a position I play, what a point guard is.
No, I'm not discrediting your knowledge. I know you're a point guard. What I'm saying is that for the Clippers, after we've made those trades, now I'm a little bit more at ease because I've seen Eric Gordon do it. I've seen guys play. I know he could play point, bro, and he could spread the floor. That's why I'm not so high on Westbrook coming because we were good with the team we had. All we needed was a backup big and a dude like EG.
I ain't finna beat no dead horse, man. That man on the team, we gonna get a nigga a chance, bro. Cause this nigga right here, BJ, I swear to God, bro, let that nigga, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen.
I
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Hope that nigga
Josh,
right.
what's good, Josh?
I can't wait. I can't watch this, bro. This is bad, bro.
Josh, what's good, man? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling.
Hold on. All of these dudes got the Lakers, the Westbrook thing on their shit already. That's crazy, bro.
But hold on, you the dude. Hold on a second. This dude Joshua says I'm a dumbass. Tell me I'm a dumbass since you in the comments.
Oh man,
That's not him. That's a different. That's not him.
Okay. Well, you need to get your ass up here then.
Josh, what's good, man? How you doing?
Hey, hold on. If y'all think this was a good move for the Clippers, can y'all put a one in the chat? Hold on. If y'all think it was a bad move,
enjoying this shit.
We gotta spend.
y'all think this was a bad move? Put a 2 in the chat. If it was a good
Hey,
move, put
BJ,
a
I
1.
got a question. I got a question for you, BJ. Hey, you're a point guard, right? So you understand pace of play, tempo. So I'm gonna ask this: Westbrook can't help pushing the pace, but you didn't answer my question in the chat. So, is he good at controlling the tempo? Something that's very important in the playoffs when you need to slow it down at times and execute on the offensive end.
No.
Okay.
So hold on. How are you good for a team if you're not even good at your job as a point guard?
Hold on, Kobe Jordan. Let me get the ISO, Kobe Jordan. So that's very important. I want to have a conversation. I ain't trying to argue because I ain't even a Clipper fan, but like, isn't that an important aspect of the playoffs? Controlling the tempo, understanding time and score, and getting the best possible shot.
And he's not even good at that.
So, well, what he is good at is getting people involved, but he's not good at pace and feel. That's not what Westbrook's strong suit is. I will admit that.
Hold on, but you said he was going to bring us pace. Remember?
He's going to bring us speed. What I mean pace, he's going to speed the game up.
He's gonna
Kobe
push
Jordan.
the
Come on,
pace.
brother. Come on, brother. That's what. Come
He
on,
gonna
man.
bring us pace. Now I agree with that. He gonna bring us pace.
Come on, brother.
That's the thing. The Lakers, and he's the biggest reason. I think he's one of the biggest reasons why the Lakers are actually top 5 in pace. So he gonna bring us pace. That ain't the issue, bro. We just gotta learn how to use that dude. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's
Hey man,
something
I'm
wrong.
gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm
Let's
sorry. I can't find no scenario to where. Hey, listen. Hey, Showtime. I was legitimately trying to find some type of like something that make me think that this will work, but I can't put my finger on it.
Go
There's
watch
nothing I
them
can
Denver
look.
games. Go watch them Denver games. They go watch
Well,
them Denver games.
I'm finna go watch it right now. Lakers versus Denver.
Salute
Even
to my
better.
man.
Even
Salute to
better.
my
They
man.
played. My fault, BJ. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kiss. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was saying even better. Like Showtime just said, watch the Denver games. They about to play Denver, I think, next week.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey,
So,
so hold on. Are y'all telling me y'all telling me that Westbrook kills the Nuggets when he plays them?
Yes, absolutely. He be slicing their ass up. Yes, they do.
Yo, you know what's funny? You know what's
He
funny?
be
I
slicing
said,
the Nuggets up, huh?
Yeah, he do.
I
Keeping it real.
said that I said he actually might be that missing piece as far as matching up against Denver.
Hey, well, listen.
Yeah, you
I
might
could
be
look.
right.
I could look like a. I could look like a
And
jackass after this. I don't care. I'm
that
saying
part,
this.
look,
I
and
can't.
that's one of the reasons I was talking to who I'll tell somebody. I said, you know what? I think that's probably what they had saw too, because that's how you got to attack Denver. You got to attack them on the inside. The way we play, sometimes we play too much on the perimeter. We can't
That's
beat them like
facts.
that, bro.
That's
Like
Yeah,
we got to
they
get them
get
on
trigger
the
happy.
inside. So yeah, Russ will be a bad matchup for. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Let me ask Joshua. What's good, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
What's your take, brother?
I mean, let's just keep it 100. The Cubs have been bad at pace for the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
When you said that, BJ?
They haven't been. They've been average. I wouldn't say horrible. They've been average.
This year we've been bad. The last few years we've been average. But yeah.
They
Yeah.
27 at pace, so that's bad.
No,
This year.
They
that's what I
bad
say.
now.
No, this year we have, but the last few years we were pretty average. Last year, and the
We
year
never
before.
been a
Yeah.
fast, but we never been a fast paced team though. To be
No,
honest, that's why
I agree with that. I agree
That's
with
why
that.
they've been crying for a point guard for the last 3 years. To be real,
No, I
so
got you.
What else you want to add on, bro?
I mean, we need to be faster if we want to beat teams. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So you like the move, or you don't like the move?
I'm just saying, give the nigga a chance.
Okay, well, guess what? We gonna listen. We got 20 games before the playoffs, so we can't do nothing else. We got to give him a chance.
yeah, we got to get with now. This is the thing though. If you're gonna support the club, I'm gonna say this: be all the way in. Don't just move. I'm not gonna. This is what I'm not gonna do. When I cover these games, I'm not gonna have my mind is gonna be clear. I'm not gonna worry about nothing he did to Lake, none of this stuff. I'm just gonna focus on him as a Clipper. And I'm gonna dissect everything just like I do Paul George, Kawhi when
And
they
that's
do dumb
fair,
shit.
Showtime. That's fair.
So
It's just
if he's out there killing, I'm definitely gonna be cheering. I'm gonna act like the biggest Russell Westbrook fan. But if he's not playing bad, if he's out there playing bad turnover, one turnover depends on what kind of turnover it is. I'm not gonna jump to the conclusion.
But here's the thing I will say, Show.
He's playing with the hold on a second. I just want him to play in the rhythm of the offense. Don't because the Clippers when they get in, they look so good when they're in the zone. You can tell when the Clippers in the zone, guys confident moving the ball, hitting shots. When we in that zone, I don't need Russ playing outside of that zone. Just keep it going, push that ball in transition, get to the free throw line, at least make one of them. Because that does help when he does. That's what I did talk about. Young African, you laughing? Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be real. Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
How many of these games? Hold on. Let's be honest. How many of these games the Lakers been getting blown out though, other than getting their ass kicked by us? Because Russell
Not a lot.
really
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
He's been the most competitive player on y'all team. Just he might not be the most smartest, but he's been very competitive, and that energy, that dog, that he is bringing that to the team. So it's not all negative.
Hey, show. Hey, I'm a listen. Show. I rock. You know what I rock with you. But listen, hey, bro. You gonna have to show me, bro. You gonna have to show me because I gotta see it. I've seen too many moments with Westbrook, bro. I've seen it. Not even. I'm not even talking about this year. I'm just talking
But
about
that's
his
with
career.
him. But Kobe Jordan. Hold on a second, Kobe Jordan. You gotta remember though, this too. The expectations for his role was a lot higher than what it is now. Because if he's not, again, you gotta understand something. That we talking about a $47 million Russ, $44 million Russ. We talking about a minimum wage Russ that's just adding on to a team that's got a lot of pieces. So he got to play at a certain level. If not, he gets yanked out, and we can put somebody out there that's gonna get it done.
And still he's not a third option.
I'm gonna say this, bro.
No, he's not.
I said 2 weeks ago, if we got Westbrook, I'm no longer a Clipper fan. I still like my team, but we got Westbrook.
Y'all can't do that.
No, I know, but listen, I'm gonna listen. So let me give you my content. This is what I'm saying. It comes down to listen, Ty Lue. His biggest thing is how is he gonna communicate this man's role, and what is his role gonna be? It has to be set in stone and defined, bro. You can't tell this man he gonna come in and get 35, 40 minutes a game, and when he don't, he gonna have problems with that, bro. So you got to let him know what his role is gonna be up
Sit his
front.
ass down.
But Kobe Jordan, don't you think they talked about that already? Like,
hold on, BJ. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did. No, I'm pretty Kobe Jordan.
I mean,
they had a
think so?
Kobe Jordan.
No,
what
I'm saying is this, bro. This shit just started. What I'm saying is we said that with John Wall in the John Wall situation.
But they didn't give him they lied to that man, bro. They lied to that man.
But Russ is better. But Russ is a better penetrator than John Wall. He's a better player than John Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, hey, Showtime.
He got more impact than John Wall. So
I'm gonna watch.
If you put John Wall on that same situation with Russ, I think they'd be worse.
And the thing is, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even trying to listen. I'm not even trying to bash the man, right? Because I really like Russ. I love how
there's some
competitive
positive
he is.
now, Kobe Jordan.
That's all I'm saying.
There is some positive.
There is.
What you say?
There is some positive.
No, but listen, but Showtime. No, I get you. It's some positives, it's some negatives. I get that. But listen, homie, when I first saw this, I go off my gut feeling, bro. That's all I got. I can only go off that. So we'll see, bro.
You know what, Kobe Jordan? When I saw the news, I was at peace, and it didn't bother me for some reason. So, because I know y'all got it. Number one, y'all got to realize something, bro. Like, we keep thinking this is the $47 million Russ that he's gotta be asked to play 30 minutes, and he gotta be out there, and we're gonna need him to play like that. No, he's just gonna add on the pace, bro. Y'all can't forget that part. He's gonna be adding on pace. He's gonna be adding on playing it fast and fast break, getting rebound, pushing the ball. You gotta understand that part right there, bro. It's that certain.
But that's why I keep saying.
Listen, I'm excited to watch.
They're not asking him to be superstar, Russ.
Well, listen, I'm excited to watch. We play the Kings on the 24th, so that's our next game. So I can't have to watch.
He'll clear waivers by Wednesday. He should be in the club uniform.
So we play. When do we play? We play Friday, right?
That's Friday.
Yeah, we play Friday.
So we got a little time. So we're gonna throw him in the first game.
Yeah, we're gonna come off the bench. He's gonna come off the bench. Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna start.
You know, this is the thing. Westbrook don't miss games. He don't really miss games.
I don't think he's gonna start though. I don't think he should start.
Hey, this is what I heard from the Clippers organization, right? I heard that they expect in these reports I read online that they expect energy, defense, and playmaking, right? Like that's the role that they expect. They don't expect him to be some elite level scorer, right? So if that's the case, let me say this. If that's the case, when I saw Westbrook this season for the Lakers, I watched most of the games this season. When I seen him play in a way that he's not really accustomed to and used to, he kind of plays hesitant. He kind of is unsure, and that was the worst type of Westbrook. You can live with the aggressive Westbrook because there's going to be positives and negatives, but when he's not sure what to do, when he's kind of being cautious and not knowing exactly what to do and what his role is, that's when I say Westbrook is literally like ineffective, and he actually makes like bad mistakes because he's trying to be something that he ain't. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what he's unsure.
Let me ask you a quick question, real quick, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did not watch a lot of Lakers games, But why was he so timid with the Lakers? Was it because he didn't know his role, or just because of the
Yeah,
fit?
yeah, because
What was
we kept
it?
switching it up
Because
a
of the
little.
pressure, the pressure, the
But
pressure.
everything
No,
on
but
the
we
team.
Hold
also
on,
kept
one,
switching up
one
as well.
person, bro. I can't
Kobe
hear
Jordan.
everybody. One person, go ahead.
But Kobe Jordan, you gotta understand something, bro. We gotta keep it real, bro. When you in the locker room, bro, and you got a bunch of guys telling you to play your game, and when you play it, they turn it back on you. They're saying you should be traded, bro. That's gonna bother you, bro. Like he needs to be in the locker room, like the Clippers. They're gonna wrap their arms around him. They're gonna have his back, and I think that's gonna help him. That's gonna help on the basketball court some. That's gonna help some. That's why I say it's not a lot of bad to this. I really believe. Kobe Jordan, I really believe even if it don't work out, it's not going to kill the Clippers because again, we're not relying on him to be like we don't need him to be. Oh, Russ, you got to show up. No, if he doesn't show up, we got enough, bro.
But listen, Showtime. What you're saying? Hold on. Showtime? Real quick. What you're saying is true if Ty Lue knows how to manage that. He has to know.
There we go.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to do
that.
That's
So here's
the
what I'm
biggest
saying.
key.
And listen, hey, Show, but this is what I'm saying. I don't think, and this is
I
my
agree.
personal opinion. I don't know if Ty Lue, when you got, bro, our team is probably literally probably the deepest team in the league, right? How are you gonna manage that?
I have no idea, but I'm gonna say something was interesting though. The last couple of games, he took out Twin and put Kawhi at the 4, PJ at the 3. Eric Gordon finished the game, and he had Terrence Mann out there. I thought that was interesting.
I hope he keep doing that.
I thought that was really interesting.
Hey, BJ, do you remember me telling you about Kawhi at the phone? Do you remember this? Do you remember this?
I remember.
Hey,
Yeah.
Showtime, you said that was interesting. Do you like that though? Do you like Kawhi?
I liked it. I liked
Who was the
how we
5?
See, Kawhi can play any position outside the 5, outside the 1 and the 5.
I don't have it. Listen, I don't have an issue with Kawhi.
And BJ, I think I'm gonna be real with you, and I love Twin, but I feel like this. Like, I wouldn't mind if he come out the bench. Like, because I think if you look at the rotation, I think that'll help the rotations better.
Who you talking about, Show?
Yeah, Mook. Yeah,
I agree.
He been digressing. I'd rather have Rocco in there.
Yeah, but listen, I've been saying that all year. I think Marcus Morris should come off the bench.
Like our defense, that's really our only. If y'all pay attention, teams are not attacking on Terrence Mann or Eric Gordon or Kawhi Paul George one-on-one. They've been trying to attack Marcus Morris.
Yeah, because he's our weakest defender. Show that's why.
You saw once we took, and I'm gonna tell you something so genius. Tyronn Lue coached his ass off in that Phoenix game. As soon as he saw they was attacking Marcus Morris, he put Eric Gordon in. This dude was unfreaking believable. Like, Eric Gordon was just so, bro. He's so smart. Like, he knows how to poke the ball out. He knows how to move his feet.
He did his
knows how to
thing.
play out his pick and roll defense. He's probably, I ain't gonna lie to you, he might be arguably our best pick and roll defender on the team.
And you hold on, but Showtime, hold on.
Yeah.
You didn't even mention Mason Plumlee. He's a good defender.
Oh, you know that's my guy. Y'all know I've been saying we need to get Plumlee.
But that's what I'm saying. Hold on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know
when
that's my guy.
Hold on. When you throw in Eric Gordon with Mason Plumlee, them two together, not only because you got a dude who can get the boards, they're good pick and roll defenders, bro. Both of them.
Plumlee, them we got some smart pickers. That's why I said I felt good. I feel good about. Look, you know what? I'm not. Even though I'm saying what I'm saying about Russ, I'm here to support Russell Westbrook.
I'm here to support the Clippers.
I'm not gonna turn my back on him like that. I'm gonna criticize him. I'm gonna say Tyronn Lue, you need to put him on the bench because that's what I do with anybody else, like other than Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. I do that.
Okay,
that's fair.
That's fair.
I'm here to support Russ. He's on our team. Let's not. If you really care about the Clippers, you wouldn't turn your back on them because they got Russ.
I agree.
Really, we don't have the same concerns that the Lakers did. We not paying them $47 million.
But that's
they don't have no talent. Because look, if Young Africa trolling, so this is the thing. Young Africa trolling. But when we win a championship,
okay,
he's gonna make his Lakers his favorite basketball player.
This nigga put a Russell Westbrook emblem. You ain't shit, bro.
No, Young Africa definitely a troll. Hey, Young Africa definitely a troll, though.
Hey, I gotta shout out you Clipper fans though. Yeah, y'all went through the 4 stages of grief in but 3 hours. You know, you went through denial, then you went through
Kiss
anger,
our ass.
and then sadness, and
Kiss
now
our
y'all came
ass,
to
bro.
acceptance, bro. This was like a group therapy session. Shout out to Clipper Nation, bro. Shout
Yeah,
out to
hey,
Clipper.
That's
listen,
all
hey,
about
y'all
Hey,
agreeing.
didn't
young
get.
It's all about
Asper.
agreeing to
Yeah,
Young
disagree.
you
It's
Asper.
all good.
ain't shit.
Hey, that's crazy. We
Young
was just
Asper.
cussing each other out about 40 minutes ago. Now we are good.
It's
That's
Young,
about
cool.
young,
agreeing
young
and
Asper.
disagreeing, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What up, OC Love? What up?
It's
Nah,
passion.
y'all ride for your teams though. It's passion. I ain't mad at it. It's
No, it's
passion. What's
definitely
up,
Young
OC
passion,
Asper.
Love?
bro.
We gonna
See,
win,
we
bro.
all want the same
Young
thing. We
Asper.
all want the same thing. And when we win, I'm gonna come up and say, BJ, you was damn right, and we on top of the fuck. Even Russ, I'm tell you something. Even if Russ play like shit and he get on the bench, I'm gonna say, BJ, you're right, just because we won a damn championship. I
But
just
you know,
want to
hold on.
win.
This
I
what
don't
I'm.
give a
This
Hey,
what I
fuck.
hey.
can't wait to show.
And
I
I'll
can't
tell
wait to
you, and
show
I'll go to your
BJ
show
this.
and say you're right. If they bench Russ, I'll be like, you was right.
No,
I
but
I just
want
want a
BJ,
I want us
championship.
to win, bro.
but
We gotta
BJ,
I
win
this
a
just
is
want a
what I'm gonna
championship.
have to
championship.
come up here and show
Right.
you.
If
When
we win
Terrence,
a
hold on,
That's what
championship,
it's
I
about.
don't
hold
care
on.
how we win.
When Terrence Mann goes off in the playoff in a game 6 or game 7, right? When you talking about he not a true point guard, I'm gonna come in here and tell you, yeah, look what happened. Terrence Mann can go. He could play any, bro. We could put him anywhere. He gonna be effective no matter where we put him. That's what I
His
like about
I
Terrence
just
confidence,
Mann.
want a
his
championship.
confidence has been building like game by game as he's been
So
Hell
when
starting.
you talk
yeah.
about he not a
That's
point
true.
guard, hey,
That's true.
when he hold on, when he drove and when he ran the fast break and dime Zubac for an alley oop, he could do all of that. He get it.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that we got Russ on our team, I feel a lot confident we're gonna beat them. Because for some reason they have a hard I'm gonna take because you gotta understand.
I gotta go watch
But
these highlights, man. I'm
like
gonna go
like
watch these
us,
highlights.
when
Yeah.
we played Russ, we had Zubac out there guarding him. Like Zubac is for a big man, he can move his feet and he can touch the rim. We know that.
Not all
Jokic,
the
he
time.
can't guard guards. It's gonna be tough for him. Who you gonna put on? You gonna put Aaron Gordon? Who you gonna put on Russ?
So
They're
Showtime,
gonna
let me
try to
ask you a
put
question.
Jokic and they're
When
gonna try to
Westbrook,
move the ball, and he gonna go blow right past him. He gonna get layups and get to the
Probably
free throw.
so
he'll
He
when
gonna
probably
wear
try
him
Westbrook,
to
out.
when
KCP.
Westbrook played the Nuggets and they left him open, you telling me Westbrook got to the
Go watch,
basket
go
and
just go
scored
watch the
anyway?
film. I'm telling you, go watch the
It's not
film, bro.
about the shooting, Kobe. It's not about the shooting, Kobe Joy. It's the fact that his attacking puts pressure on Denver's defense.
That's
Yeah,
facts. That's
I
facts.
want to say something
Well, no,
about the
I
three
would
point
believe
shooting
that
though.
because they're not a good. They don't close out on a three well. So if you attack the basket, they don't close out well on the
Yeah,
three. So
and
that makes sense.
look, and Mason Plumlee can switch. Did you see how he was switching? I mean, he
He
coming up on
was
the
switching.
perimeter.
He
Yeah,
I,
was
Denver's
I,
switching.
where's the
see
closeout
now
to?
we address some big issues. Them boys over
He
there in
played
trouble
in
now.
he played in Denver too.
He
Yeah,
played
Right.
for
Yeah, he
we
did.
got them now. We got
for
them exactly what we want
for
to
a
because we
nice
gonna
chunk of his
punish
career
them.
too.
We gonna
Yep.
punch them on the inside with Russ, and we gonna switch.
Listen, I think
Now we got them.
I
We
think
got
the
them what we
Clippers.
want now.
I think in order for us to have the type of season we need or the finals run, we need to get a top 3 seed, and I think we need to. In my opinion, I think we need to avoid Denver in that second round, bro. That's
We're
my
not avoiding
opinion.
anybody. We're not avoiding anybody, man. We beat anyone. I'm just
So
hey
other than that,
BJ. Hey BJ. I'm so confident about that now. I said, you know what? That's one thing I do see because I've been watching this film close. I said, this man Russ be having a field day. Go back and watch.
Yeah.
Just watch how he like he has, bro. It was one of them games, Young Africa. You probably don't remember. It was like the game in LA, not this recent game. It was the game in LA.
Nah,
LeBron
he
was on the
remember.
bench. Russ literally came in the game, controlled the whole game. He was just running down Denver throat. They could not stop his penetration. He was getting to the free throw line. Wayne Gabriel was getting alley hoops, all type of stuff. That shit gonna work with the Clippers for a fact. That's definitely gonna work, and
Yeah.
they're not gonna be able to stop that.
Dorian,
They're not gonna be able to guard us the same way.
Hey,
Dorian Reed.
hey, them jerseys is
yeah.
I like
Let me say something real
these
quick.
jerseys though. These jerseys
I'm
is
gonna
sick.
shutting the stream down in a minute, but y'all got the last word. Y'all got it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Like, it was
Yeah,
nice talking to y'all, man. I'm gonna go to
I
sleep.
don't know
Hey,
why.
young
I ain't
Asper.
gonna lie
I'm
to
gonna
you.
say
All right,
this. I'm
so
gonna say this before I
salute,
get off.
so.
I'm gonna say this.
Salute to
Showtime.
BJ. Salute to- I feel
Salute
good about winning
everybody.
the chip. I know we got Russ. I know I get on them, but hey, we still gonna win. And
I'm
Young
gonna say.
Africa, I'm gonna be right here laughing at you. So keep that same. I'm telling you like you tell me. Keep the
You
same
dog.
energy and keep that same profile picture.
Okay. I might. But hey, you don't want to see us in the first round. I want to see a Lakers Clipper
Oh my
playoff series. So,
Oh
God.
man,
we
make the
gonna do
Why you
our
keep
job.
playoffs.
saying the
We're gonna do
Lakers,
our
bro? They are
job
the
and make
13th
the
seed,
playoff.
bro.
Run up on it
What are you
first.
talking about? The
Hit the
Lakers? They
500 first.
13th, man.
We gonna make the playoffs,
Y'all not
and
making playoffs.
unlike the bubble, I hope y'all meet us. I hope y'all meet us. Unlike the bubble, we'll be waiting for y'all.
All right, I'm gonna say that. Hey, Young Africa, I'm gonna say this before I get off. Listen, man, Showtime did a little convincing. I gotta go. I didn't know he dominated the Nuggets, so I'm gonna go watch some highlights. And I'll get
I
back to
wouldn't
you.
say he dominated the Nuggets, but he played well. We beat the Nuggets twice this season, so we did well. We did well against the Nuggets.
Well, I'm gonna go see his play and how he did. But other than that, we just gotta wait and see. I still rock with my team. Westbrook is just gonna get certain. You know, he gonna play against certain teams, and he gonna have to get benched against others. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna rock out with my team anyway. We're gonna see what happens. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Young Africa, when you say they gonna y'all gonna see us in the playoffs, you mean like y'all gonna come to the game and watch us play?
Yo, hey, first off, man,
That's what he means.
ain't no
Yeah, that's
Laker
what he mean,
fans
Kes.
watching Clipper games. First off, y'all in our stadium. Understand that, BJ knows, man. Hey, what do they do to all the rafters in the top of they just put like some bed sheets over that shit, right? When y'all play? I don't know. I never been there.
Nah, they keep them open. Yeah, they keep them
Oh,
open.
it's hanging. Okay,
Yeah,
memory.
Every time we come to
Crypto
your house
gonna go out
now,
of business when we leave.
every time we come to your house, y'all keep talking about these championships, and we knocking them over like yo, pick them up. We don't
Yeah,
care.
okay. Hey, man. I hope we see the best of the Clippers this season. That's what I want to see, because I want to see what y'all got. I don't want to see no hurt Kawhi, hurt PG, Westbrook. I want to see y'all at full strength. I want to see y'all have momentum into the playoffs. I really want to
Are
see
y'all
that,
gonna
because
be at full strength?
hey, we making the playoffs. Don't worry about us. We making the playoffs. We're making a run for the 6th
Get the
seed.
500 first. Get the 500 first.
Gonna make a run. Hey, don't worry about us. We gonna be all right. We're gonna meet you all. Hey, y'all do y'all job. We'll do ours, and we gonna meet up eventually.
Before you start talking about playoffs, I appreciate it if y'all got the 500 first.
Who y'all
Okay.
play?
Yeah, okay.
Y'all play Thursday, Young Africa?
Yep, we do.
Who y'all play?
I think we play Sacramento. I think.
Yeah, they play Sac.
Oh, okay.
That'll actually be a good game.
Y'all might be doing us a favor.
Oh yeah, we do. We do. We do ourselves a favor first and foremost. You already know what that is. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, look, we go.
like
Oh,
that.
it's actually Golden State. It's actually Golden State. So Golden State is gonna get cooked. You know what I mean? That's an easy dub. That's gonna be on national television. You know what I mean? Prime time for
Play on
y'all. So
TNT. Okay.
Yep. So hey, we gonna cook. We gonna cook. And Golden State no Curry. That's
Is
light
LeBron
work.
gonna play?
As LeBron said, man, he gonna play every game of the season. He's gonna be available for the rest of the games of the season.
Hey, that's why.
Is Kawhi gonna play it back to back?
That's what
Like
I
when
want.
he gonna do that?
Yeah, Africa. Yeah, Africa. I want to ask that question, bro. What's up with LeBron, man? Like, is his foot hurt or not? Because for him to jump like that in an All-Star game and his foot is so unbearable, bro. I don't know.
Throwing it off the glass.
Oh, off the backboard. I saw
Come
you.
on, man.
Hey, honestly, he was load managing. He was getting himself ready for the run. He was seeing
Oh,
what
I
the
thought he
team
said
does.
he on load manage.
He was load managing. He was load managing for a couple games. You know, like the whole league does. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Managing what load?
It ain't no Kawhi type of load management. Missing 2 weeks at a time kind of shit. It ain't like that.
I just wanted to make sure the brother was all right. That's all I wanted to know.
Nah, he good. Don't worry about him. He good. He good. 20 years strong,
Managing what
BJ.
load?
That's all you need to know. 20 years strong.
You talk to him. You pillow talk with him.
Managing what
I'm
load,
just
Young
fucking
Africa?
with you, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, you got jokes, I love. See, I didn't even hear that, but I get the connotations. I ain't even gonna go there. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Hey, look.
Hey, OC Love, hey, what you said last time? He a skateboard. Bro, I was dead, bro.
They traded that skateboard, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is he still on the team? I don't know if he's still. He at the end of the bench. We don't need to worry about Max Christie. Don't worry. He young player.
Kept Christie?
Rookie. I think we kept Max Christie. We kept him.
Okay,
Don't worry about him though.
Y'all still got y'all skateboard. Okay, y'all doing tricks.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna be kick flipping the Clippers real soon. Hey, we're gonna be playing y'all as the brother
April
said.
5th.
Second last game of the season. That's gonna be a dub on the way into the playoffs. Probably Kawhi Leonard gonna be low managing it, because if y'all do it right, he shouldn't be playing the second last game of the regular season. So that's a dub for us. So,
we might not play any of them. We might get out of W.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah. End that streak. So at the end of the day, man, I
That's the
just
only
want
way y'all
to
gonna
know.
end
I
it.
just want to know: is Kawhi gonna be on a minutes restriction when he comes back from the All Star break, or like what's he gonna do? Because he kind of low managed the All Star break. He wasn't really an All Star, so like what's up?
I don't know. That's
Did
a good
LeBron
question.
low manage the All Star break?
That's a good question.
I didn't even want any of him or PG to make the All Star team. I didn't care for that. I didn't care for. Yo, let me tell you something.
Oh, hey, let's talk about it though. Hey, how the best shooter guard in the league look in the All Star game, BJ?
He didn't play.
He didn't play, but he played on against the Suns. And who was better? Young Africa. Who was better between him and Booker?
No. Hold on, we just gonna swerve the whole.
No, he asked you a question, Young Africa.
Yeah, Young Africa. Who's the better player on the court?
I still say Devin Booker had a good game. He had a good game as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
EJ was locking him up.
Hey, Devin Booker is better than Paul George, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Can somebody tell me based on what?
Locking him up.
You still drinking that coffee, Young Africa?
Oh, hey, the coffee's strong, bro. Black,
That's
no milk. No milk.
Didn't
No
Kes
milk,
tell you
Kes.
leave all your shit back in 2022?
No,
Young
no
Africa?
milk, Kes. No milk.
I've been
Straight black,
gave
no
up on
milk.
him with that,
No milk, no sugars.
I'm gonna try.
Hey,
I'm gonna try
honestly,
again.
look.
I'm gonna try again in December.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Eric Gordon played good defense on Devin Booker. It wasn't a great game from Devin Booker, but we let that slide. Paul George, he had a solid game, but Paul George, like he, even though he put up numbers, the impact of those numbers, the the intensity,
like
how you when you
mean
feel
like winning?
when it ain't even winning. It's more like how you feel a player just taking over and feel a player's weight and gravity in the game. You don't feel that from Paul George. We all know Terrence Mann was the best player in the Phoenix game, so let's not do that,
You know
BJ.
what?
Let's not do that.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'll say Terrence Mann was the best player
Hey
that
man,
game.
down
I
the
need to talk
stretch,
to him.
if your best players don't play, I don't know if that's a good mixture with Westbrook on the team. He might play out of the offense, like you said, and that might hurt your team. Hey,
He need
don't get comfortable. Y'all might fall into the play-in. Y'all feeling like y'all comfortable all up in there, just a couple games up. Don't get comfortable.
Y'all gotta
might fall
make
in
the
the play-in.
play-in.
We play.
Y'all might fall into the Y'all might fall. Hey, we only like 4 or 5 games behind y'all. Don't get comfortable, bro. Don't get comfortable.
So
Bro,
what's
you're
the
like
chance?
20
Just
games
make
behind us.
just make 500 first, okay? Please.
You know Portland
We
actually.
got
You know Portland upgraded as well, right?
Yeah, they upgraded too.
So y'all gotta hope that they start losing before you can talk to
Man,
the team.
Portland left the best perimeter defender. So what do you mean upgrade? Like what they do?
They upgraded. They
No, they
made
didn't,
solid
bro.
trades and they play. Okay, either
Lakeith
way.
Thybulle, Cam Reddish, that ain't no upgrades, bro.
Yo,
Stop
he
it.
Cam Reddish. Whoa.
Thybulle
Yeah,
went
they got
nuts
Cam
the
Reddish.
other day. He
Cam
went
Reddish
What you
is
gonna tell
nice.
us about Cam Reddish? What you gonna
Cam
tell us
Reddish
about
is
Cam?
nice. Cam Reddish is nice, bro. They just held him back in New York. He nice.
Oh, okay. We gonna see. We gonna see how nice he is. Okay.
Man, but hey, man.
Who y'all get that got you feeling so confident?
Oh, D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, what? Malik Beasley, sniper. What? Vanderbilt, versatile defender, the same guy that Kobe Jordan was praying, hoping, wishing for. D'Angelo Russell, all-star level point guard. Mo Bamba off the bench. What? And you know who we flip for them guys? Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, Kendrick Nunn, and a couple of picks. And I forgot to mention Rui Hachimura. Stop it, bro.
Hey,
You
I
got
ain't
a
gonna
whole
lie.
new squad.
Those some good ass moves. I ain't gonna lie, but
Congratulations.
I did think that was good upgrade.
those some good ass moves. But y'all still ain't going nowhere.
No excuse to not make the playoffs, bro. Ain't no excuse for LeBron. No
So
excuse
what
for
are you gonna
Anthony
say when
Davis.
y'all don't? So what are you
There's
gonna
no
say when y'all
excuse,
don't?
bro. No excuse. I'm gonna say we
So
wasn't
what are
good
you gonna
enough.
say? What are you
We
gonna say,
wasn't good
Paige,
enough.
when y'all
You
don't?
wasn't good enough, or LeBron wasn't good enough.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
No. See how y'all do. Hey, BJ, you a ball player. Basketball is a team sport, right? You
Yeah, but
understand?
it's led by the leader.
Yeah.
It's a team
What if
sport.
LeBron makes the playoffs? If he makes the playoffs, you gonna give the credit to the team? Or are you gonna give the credit to
Most
LeBron?
definitely. I'm gonna shout out D'Angelo. I'm gonna shout out Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley. Hey, did you all see Vanderbilt?
No. Not you.
Yeah.
Not you. It's LeBron going to do that.
It's what you didn't catch that, Kiss.
He ain't gonna do it either.
Not said it. Not you. We know you'll do that. Will LeBron do that?
Oh, you know what he gonna say? You know what LeBron do? Championship or bust. So he gonna say, yeah, we got that, but the work just got started. We ain't achieved nothing. We got to do something in the playoffs. Like he already know what time it is. Ain't no clapping hands and making the playoffs. Come on, Kess. Come on. You know we the LA Lakers, right, Kess? It's
That's what I
championship
want
or
to
bust.
hear. That's what I want to hear, man. I like that.
Championship or bust, man. Like ain't no congratulations for me. If we make the playoffs and we're a first round exit, that ain't no successful season. That ain't successful.
With the team you had before, I was saying that was a great season.
That's
But
a
with this,
big move. Yeah.
that's like, man,
Hey,
that would have been
that
that
ain't
would
the
have been a
same
great
thing.
season with the team before the trades.
No, that wouldn't have been a great season. No, well, when you got AD and LeBron, first round exit is not the standard to hold these guys. That's not the standard.
And
No.
I'm saying that my personal expectation, because I was like, I'm like, yeah, I don't see it working. I don't see a deep run. Of course I saw LeBron, winning the all-time scoring record. I said, but if they make the playoffs and they get to the first round, they had a hell of a season. Which is so it, the that's the thing about the Lakers like franchise as of late. Like the expectations been so low because
Oh,
the
don't do
team is
that.
just
Don't do
like
that.
no, I'm,
Don't
I'm
do
not
that.
even shitting, bro. I'm just
Don't
You
do
saying
know
I'm
that.
it's
not even
true. You know
no,
it's
Don't
I'm
do
not
true.
even being no, it's not me being funny or thing. I'm just saying like the past few years, like we said it the other day, they've been regressing. And I hate that as listen, Kobe was the big homie. So to know that it's been regressing the way it is, it still bothers me. It's funny sometimes, but it's like, damn, like
Oh,
I
they
could
gave my
only
guy Kobe
imagine.
wrong at the end of his career. He won like 15, 20 games in the last couple seasons, so that wasn't great. But I'm asking y'all Clipper fans, what is a falling short of the championship? Like if y'all make the finals and lose, is that a successful season or what y'all going?
No,
We
Okay.
won a championship,
we
man.
gotta win, bro. We gotta win.
We won a championship.
We won a championship this year.
Hey
It's
man.
tough though, but you know what? I don't, bro. Like
It
anybody else,
is
we say
tough.
that's successful. It's because it's like, damn, like we really put a lot of pressure on these dudes. But you know what, man, I want a championship, bro, this year.
I would say that's a successful season. If y'all make the finals and lose, that's still a successful season to me. But it'll just hurt y'all even more to get so close and lose like that. That would hurt though. That would.
That's the point. That's the point. I
Yeah,
mean, you could technically say it's a successful season, but that's exactly what you said is the reason why I
yeah.
wouldn't go with that.
It'll be another
And
year remissed.
yeah, and people would not let us forget it, bro. We can get
Yeah.
there. We can get there. Like guys like Africa would be like, oh, see, y'all couldn't win the big one. Yeah, Kawhi ain't that guy. LeBron James would have won the whole. Yeah, I'm like, this
Nah,
nigga,
nah.
man. That's
Hey,
why we gotta win.
hey, be real though. Right now, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, but right now, if y'all could trade Kawhi for LeBron James, would y'all pull on that?
Nope.
No.
Hell
Come on,
Hell
no.
no.
hey, that's
Hell
y'all
no.
ain't honest brothers, bro. Just be
Hell
honest,
No,
bro.
no,
no.
let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Hell
why.
no.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's
Cleveland
not
LeBron?
even it's not like yeah, okay. Now which LeBron we talking about, but it's just the
No, right now, LeBron. Right now, LeBron.
Nope.
You know
nah.
the one that's giving you 30 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists.
Nope.
That guy.
I'm
Nope.
still not convinced that he wants to win,
He
bro.
don't make impact. He ain't
Oh,
making
the
an
man
impact.
who made 10 finals ain't want to win. Come on, man.
He ain't making an impact on
Um,
winning.
but it's not it's that, and it's just the toxic environment that comes with it.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is this toxic environment talk? This is this
You
is
know
this has been
exactly what it
common
is. You
in the
know
YouTube.
exactly what it is.
Young
I have no
Africa,
idea.
Young
Don't
Africa.
do that. Don't do that, BJ. Don't do
You
that.
know
I said,
exactly what
you
it
know
is.
what? I
You
already
won't
said. I said
admit
I'm gonna
it, but
wait.
you know.
I said I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till December coming to say it again. I'm not gonna say it now. It's too early.
I
But
got no clue what it means, man. Toxic environment. I don't know.
Yes,
All I
you
know
do.
is,
You
is,
won't
is
admit it
LeBron.
because you love him so much,
LeBron wins
but you
championships every
know.
team he goes to. So I call that a
there's
winning environment.
always
I call that a winning environment to me. That's what it
they're
starts.
always like they're always being like a scapegoat,
Yo,
and like
hey,
somebody else has to take accountability, and then it's like yo, you know what always stands out to me? There was a Kyrie um there was a Kyrie interview, right? When he was still in Cleveland, where the reporter asked him, how has LeBron been a father figure to him? And the look on his face.
that's not LeBron fault. I remember that. Yeah, he looked
Yeah,
well.
it's
He
not.
said I
I'm
only
not
got
saying
one
this.
father. He said I only
Yeah, but
got one dad. Like that's what he
I'm not
said. Okay.
necessarily saying no. I'm not saying any of this is LeBron's fault. It's just it like kind of comes with him, but it's a more of a media thing. But it's like as much as I wish it would just be about basketball. The media just has this way of just like bringing in
Catering to him.
bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And it always seems to have like this impact on the teams that is like built around them. So mainly because of that, I wouldn't do the trade for Kawhi. And then if you look, everybody's type like close knit, and then a lot of things don't get leaked out in the organization. Sometimes it could be annoying because you don't know what they're thinking, but you gotta appreciate that.
True. At the end of the day, y'all talking about LeBron's power and influence in the NBA, and at the end of the day, he's the type of guy where he sets things out in the media on purpose, and they make moves and make the team better. And he knows what he leverages with his skill, talent, and just commercial ability, and like the weight that he carries in the NBA. Someone like Kawhi could have checked the management and stood up and said, "Nah, we don't need Westbrook. Terrence Mann playing well. We just got Eric Gordon. Like we all right." He could have said that, but he ride with it. And you call that a leader and you call that cool? I question that. And I would question my best player not standing up for what should be the best player. At the very least, you back Terrence Mann and say, "Hey, he just played a great game. I'm backing my guy."
Wait.
I really would like to know what he said, though. Go ahead.
Hold on 1 second, though. Didn't your leader just sign for him just a couple of seasons ago?
You did not.
Didn't your leader just co-sign for him just a couple seasons ago? This same player we talking about.
Well, how did he co-sign him?
He campaigned for him. He wanted him on the team.
over the Buddy Hield trade.
He want to play with him, of course, because he knows that Kawhi's a type of guy. He just gonna fall in line, be the second best player on the team, and just do
I'm
what
not
he does.
talking about Kawhi. I know why he wanted to play with Kawhi. I'm not talking about Kawhi. I know why he wanted to play with Kawhi.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your
Ball in line, you heard me say.
your LeBron co-signed for Westbrook over the Buddy Hield trade.
Hey, just like BJ said, we don't really know what happens, everything behind the scenes. We don't know the
now we don't know.
But when it comes out vocally like he did for Kyrie Irving and for expectations of when he says things like, we need to get better. You should ask Rob Pelinka about the trades and putting the pressure on him. We waited, we made the right moves, and that's what you do as a superstar in the league. You leverage your ability to get what you want, man. Like that's what they do. Just like teams just be flipping dudes and do whatever they want. So at the end of the day,
Lakers just went got Westbrook all by themselves. That wasn't LeBron.
Oh, he would have had a part to play in it, no doubt. Just like Kawhi would have had a part to play in Westbrook as well. No doubt.
I really wanted to know I really just wish I was a bug on the wall just to know what they said in that meeting.
Yeah.
I was wondering Kawhi said, what did he say?
Westbrook must have like nice inspirational quotes or something because he made LeBron fall for that shit. Now he's about to make Kawhi fall for that shit. Paul George, like, I don't know, man. He must have some amazing, like, I don't know.
I just think he's a likable person too. I think Westbrook's a likable guy, which is why I feel like people kind of like,
everybody's vouching for him.
I heard he helps his community. He helps his community a lot. Like he does a lot of great things as a human being. He's a good family guy. Ain't nothing wrong with Westbrook. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think it had more to do with how they dog him in the media, and they tired of hearing that shit.
That's true. And he might come out with a vengeance and try and prove people wrong and maybe play differently than he has in his career. When he has been past first, he's actually been effective this season for the Lakers. I'll keep it on. When he was past first and he was looking for guys, he was playing well. So he can do that. It just depends on if he wants to play that way or if he wants to be the guy that he's always been, and maybe get a nice bigger contract, 3-year deal at the end of the season. Like, who knows?
I want to see what him and Plumlee look like together on the court, man.
He always plays good.
Exciting.
Westbrook always played good with the athletic big, so that should be nice.
Yeah.
A lot of players don't fit in the LeBron system though.
Oh, look at Jester, bro. Look at Jester, man.
Being a Jester came back for you in Africa. Came back for you.
But see, that's the thing. But see, that's the thing. That's why when you got a lot. That's when a lot of these players went to the LA Lakers, they didn't fit or it didn't look as good as they could look. Really? But you see, when they went to other teams, they blossomed. B.I. Yeah, I can keep naming. Jordan Clarkson.
He was a young player, bro. What are you talking about? B.I. He was like third season.
Even before the Lakers,
Even before
What
the
about
Lakers.
Lonzo Ball?
How Lonzo Ball doing, Justin? How Lonzo Ball?
He hurt. He hurt. He stay hurt too much to do anything.
Exactly. Hey, how Julius Randle doing?
He street closed 2.0.
No, he actually playing. He actually playing this season. But at the end of the day, like,
No, he's talking about Lonzo. He's talking about Lonzo.
And like I said, he street closed 2.0. Lonzo is.
Oh man.
Yo, y'all didn't want. Y'all wasn't going after Kevin Love.
Oh no, we didn't need another big. We got our backup big and more.
No, they decent on big.
Mo Bamba. Hey, Kes, you know what they call him? Mo Bamba in Laker Nation? Bamba mentality, Kes. Bamba mentality, like that.
Man, get that out of here.
What about
Get that out of here.
young
Listen,
I hate when y'all be comparing these scrubs to Kobe. Man, stop it.
You know you my boy.
It's a mentality. There ain't no comparison.
Yes,
you my boy, but
ain't no Mamba nothing.
Yeah, that rhyming with Mamba, I take this Kobe thing.
Yeah, that's offensive.
Please don't play with that.
Come on, man. Hey,
I do like the kid though. I do like the kid.
Okay.
I think
They
said
say
that
he got
before.
poor
I do
work
like.
ethic though. They say he got
Yeah.
poor work ethic.
I do like Mo Bamba.
That's the word on the street.
He's a good player. I do
Yeah,
like
Mo
him.
Bamba okay. Mo Bamba okay. It's really about Vanderbilt. That's what it's about.
Okay, like you don't have to do too much, man. Just come in, grab some rebounds, hit some open threes, play defense. That's all you need to do.
That's the thing that scares me though. As much as he can shoot the three, I don't want him to rely on it too much. I still think he should be big and actually try to dominate the paint.
Because
He's not that
AD
big.
ain't
He's
gonna
kind
do
of a lean. He's kind of a skinny, lean young guy. Like he's not really that big to dominate like that.
Yo,
He need to because AD ain't gonna. My bad.
Yeah.
Hey, all I need to
And
know is
you talking about my
AD better
bad.
than Zubac. AD better than Zubac. That's all
No,
I
I'm
need to
just
know.
trying to fuck with
Yeah, when he on the court. Yeah, when he on the court.
Yeah, AD
Yeah,
better than
when he on
Zubac.
the court.
Yeah, he is. It don't matter.
He
It don't
is, but when he on the court,
matter. Okay.
That's
when is
who you
that?
comparing him to?
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Mine
Nah,
haven't might even fallen.
we comparing starting centers. That's all. Starting centers. You know what I mean? Our starting small forward is better than y'all
That's
starting
your
small
goal
forward.
though to be better than Zubac.
Oh, that's cap. That's fighting more than
Not now.
happy.
No.
Starting fives right now. Who got the better point guard?
Well, that's to be determined. That's to be determined, bro. We don't know who the point guard is. We don't know who the point guard is.
D'Angelo, Malik Beasley. Who's y'all two?
D'Angelo Russell is not all that. Stop it.
Who's y'all two got? Malik Beasley. Who's y'all two got?
Paul George.
Young Africa.
Next.
Young Africa.
Yeah, that's a wash. That's a wash, BJ. That's a wash. Malik
That is
Beasley.
not no watch. Boy, stop.
Stop that.
That is not no watch. Boy, stop.
Stop that.
Okay.
You sound retarded. You sound
We got a
retarded.
better point guard. Y'all got a slightly better shooting guard. Okay, how about we go to the small
Slightly better. Ain't no slightly better.
Yo, all right, yo.
LeBron better than Kawhi. Let's not argue this. This season, LeBron be better than Kawhi.
That's cap. That's cap.
Hey, your man's ain't even an all-star, bro. Let's not do this.
Captopolis. Captopia.
Hey, hold up. I didn't even get to this. And then we go to the power forward position. Vanderbilt, better than who? Better than what?
Cap.
Yeah, exactly. Vanderbilt better than Marcus Morris. You know that. That's already. So we up two. And then you go to the center position and AD. But hey, we got a better starting five than y'all. I don't know what y'all.
Wait a minute. If Tyler was smart, he'll start Rocco. And that'd be a wash, actually.
Who y'all center, young Africa?
Anthony Davis, bro.
If you want to.
The guy that can't stay on the floor for more than 2 weeks at a time. Yeah.
Don't worry about that. And hey, I didn't even. We didn't.
Go ahead, man. But wait. My thing is though, if
Kawhi PG,
if Tyloo crazy self start Rocco, the four be a wash between Vanderbilt and Rocco.
There ain't no wash. Stop it, bro. Vanderbilt.
Yes, it is. Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Hey, Kess, go to sleep. You have a good. Go to sleep.
Hey, just one last thing. We wouldn't even get to cook on this because y'all were, you went through the third possession, went through denial, then you went through anger, frustration, sadness, and then y'all got to acceptance. That was a beautiful thing to watch. That was a beautiful thing to watch, the whole, process of four stages of grief. But hey, Kawhi gonna be top 10 all time if he wins a championship this season?
Yeah, BJ? He'll be top 10 to 15 for me. If he gets a championship this year, he'll be top 10 to 15 to me.
That's why.
if he pulls this off,
That's
in
why.
my opinion.
How are you
Bruce
gonna
said
just skip
top
like
10.
10 dudes? Come on, how are you just gonna skip 10 dudes, bro? Come on.
I mean, name the 10 dudes in front of him.
Hey, he ain't better than Charles Barkley. Like we already know that, right?
He is better
I
than Charles
don't know
Barkley
that. I don't know
already.
that.
He
Oh
already better
my
than Charles Barkley.
god. Oh my god.
He
You
already
do
better than
know
Charles
that,
Barkley.
BJ. Don't do that, BJ.
Barkley never
We
won
got to
MVP.
define what better means.
Hey, who's had
Barkley
a
never. I
greater
love
career? We're
Barkley.
talking
I
about
love
career.
Barkley, but he never
First
won
off,
it.
we can't talk about stats. We can't talk about numbers with Kawhi because he ain't even in discussion the whole time great. So we gotta talk about the greatness of your career and the greatness of his career. How is it better than Charles Barkley, who was an MVP, went to the finals? Like what are we talking about?
He
I
went to the
mean, what
finals.
else?
That's your crowning achievement.
Huh? What do you mean? What else? Okay, so
What
what?
else?
He averaged like 25 points, 11 rebounds for his career. He was
I thought
all
we weren't
NBA
going by
like double
stats.
digit times, all stars double digit times. This is all considered greatness. MVP of the league. Come on, man.
But
Your
Kawhi got
greatest
two two
achievement
two
is
though.
making the finals
So
and
you
Kawhi
losing
got
telling me,
2
you
and
saying
getting busted.
a guy that's won 2 championships from franchise ain't won nothing. You don't think that'll put him over Charles?
2
No,
defensive player of the years.
championships alone
2-2-2.
don't put you better
Two
than Charles.
championship, 2 finals MVPs, and 2 defensive player of the year awards. 2-2-2.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
don't.
why he's number 2. Okay, he number 2 for a reason. That's he always be coming in second place too. So like, okay, that's all good. It's
I
okay.
think the bigger discussion is will he put over Kevin Durant.
Yo, that ain't a discussion, bro. Stop it, bro.
After
So
3? After
If he
3, it
wins a
ain't.
third title, yeah, it will. To me,
2 championships with teams that was no names.
Hey, I got Giannis over Kawhi all time right now.
That's cap.
Okay.
That's
why?
cap. That's
Why?
cap.
Okay.
Why? Yes, I do, man. What do you mean? He got the same
Okay.
amount of
Okay.
defensive player
Yeah, but no.
of the
We ain't even
years.
got to
Not
talk
not
anymore.
yet. Not
We ain't
yet.
even got to
Not
talk
yet.
anymore.
He been in the league. He been in the league for like many seasons less. Like when did Giannis? He
He,
came into the league like 3 seasons later. He got more All Stars, more All NBA, 2 MVPs, a Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the
Wait.
Year, like all defensive teams. He did it all while averaging ridiculous numbers in the last 5 year seasons. Like that's why, bro. Because he's actually got a peak, unlike
He's a
Kawhi.
nice regular season player.
Unlike
So
Kawhi,
that's what you said.
no peak.
he's
Unlike
not
Kawhi.
over Kawhi, man. Not yet. He's not over Kawhi yet.
Nice regular season player.
Nice regular season play. Come on.
That's what you just named. All the shit you just named off is regular season
Oh,
shit.
really? So
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP in the championship.
55-point game in a closeout game. I don't think Kawhi ever dropped. Like, has he dropped 40 points in a game, bro? Has Kawhi ever done that? How many times has he done that?
Yeah, he did that last year in Game 6 against Luka. He had 45.
Okay, yeah, okay. Fair enough.
He only came in 2 years before Giannis in Africa.
On 70% shooting, wasn't it 70% shooting?
Yeah, he only came in 2 seasons before Giannis in Africa. Only 2.
Okay. Two before him, man. Giannis got more All Stars, more All NBAs, more everything, bro. Like, come on, man. And you know, Kawhi got a Finals MVP, a fraudulent one, when he averaged worse in numbers than LeBron James in 2011
Good
versus
thing he got 2 of them.
that's the level. That's the
Good
level
thing he
that
got 2
he,
of them, though. Good thing he got 2 of them, though.
Yeah, Africa. Yeah, Catch said go to sleep. You're in Africa.
Hey, man. Anyway, hey, top 10 to 15 all time if he wins another ring is ridiculous, man. We can get back to that another day. That's ridiculous, bro.
How? How is it ridiculous?
It's not even ridiculous if you go back and look at it.
The man has 11,000 points in his career, bro. Like he ain't even had a career,
That
bro.
don't
Like, what
mean
was
shit.
Okay,
That don't
okay.
mean shit if
he
you
didn't even have a
accomplish stuff.
career, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, I think his stats that don't match it, but what he's accomplished in his career, bro. Like,
So
yeah,
give me a comparable guy that has a
the
give me a
winningest
comparable
player in
guy.
history.
If you don't play most of the games, like many of the games, you're gonna have a nice percentage because you're always at full strength when you come back. But hey, who's a comparable player that's in the top 20 that had a career like Kawhi? Who is that guy? Who doesn't have the statistical accomplishments
I
but
can say the
somehow
same
get through?
I can say the same thing about having longevity and winning the scoring title.
No, you can't.
Of course,
yeah.
you're gonna have a bunch of points if he played 20-some seasons.
No.
Play
It ain't
every
just a
game.
bunch. It ain't just a
That don't
bunch.
mean
It's
nothing.
more.
That
It's the
don't
most
take
in
away from what
NBA
he's doing.
history.
That don't take
It
away
ain't
from what
just
he's
a
doing.
bunch, huh?
No. He's a great player, but to put him top 15 means that he has to have an all-time great career, and he hasn't had that, bro. Career, not moments, not playoff runs. Career. See what I'm saying, y'all? Career.
So what else does he need to do other than win the championship? I mean, doesn't that
Consistently
put him?
have.
Where does that put him? Where does that
He
put him
needs to.
then?
It puts him in the range of like guys like Dwayne Wade and Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
I'm being serious, bro. The range of like 25 to 30.
No.
Top 25.
I
top
think
30.
he's already past that to me.
That's where
I
he
think
is
he's
right
like,
now. That's where he is right now.
I take top 20.
I think he's about top 20 right
How
now.
is he top 20, bro? I can name you. Hey, is he better than Dirk Nowitzki? Has he had a better career than Dirk?
I mean, outside he's had more success. He's had more success outside of Dirk's one
Had one fucking
championship.
run. What is you talking about?
Dirk's championship is what has
Come on,
like
man.
elevated his career,
He
bro.
choked
If
every
Dirk
other
them
time.
Obviously,
Dirk
just
choked
like
every
Kawhi, he only
motherfucking
got
time.
championships. Come on, how we gonna do that? Dirk's career elevated because he got a championship. He did a lot more than just a championship. And really, you just carrying Kawhi's 2 rings. One way he averaged 16 points in the finals and won an MVP because he held down LeBron to like 30 points or something crazy like that. And then the second MVP. How many things have to bounce his way? The luckiest bounce in NBA history. Injuries to KD and Klay Thompson. Come on, bro. Put that in context. That ain't all time.
but doesn't that
That ain't all
defense
time.
that's what you say, the defense is what's the difference.
Young
That factors in,
Africa.
right?
Dirk had a Amari All-Star. Amari Stoudemire. I'm fucking tripping. But anyway, Amari Stoudemire career before he won the championship. He had that kind of career.
Oh my goodness, bro. Hey, is Amari Stoudemire?
He choked all the fucking time before he won.
Is Amari Stoudemire top 10 in scoring all time? Because that's what Dirk is.
No.
Yeah. That's called an all-time great career. Outside of how we feel about winning, when you put production,
but who's the best defender in this? Who's the best defender of this?
Dirk won an NBA. See, y'all always just run to defense. Dirk is an MVP in the league, 14-time All-Star, double-digit All-NBA. Double-digit All-NBAs. Come on, bro. And his finals run was one of the greatest finals runs of all time. He takes out KD, then he takes out Kobe, and then he takes out LeBron James, man. Come on, man. Put it in context.
No doubt.
See the weight of that compared to taking down a KD and Klay Thompson, Klay Thompson Warriors.
But don't
do you see how it is when you ride the dynasty of the Spurs and you average 16 points in the finals and you got Dirk. I mean, you got Duncan, Parker, Ginobili, Popovich. Come on, let's put it in context, my brother.
All of them was old, man. Stop it.
Don't the defense matter though? Like in a when you talk about ranking a player,
it does matter. So do we elevate defense and not the whole encompassing like play? Do we elevate Scottie Pippen for that reason? Then BJ, should we elevate?
He doesn't have the offense. You gotta have the offense to match it. I mean, the offense is Scottie Pippen don't match the defense.
That's the point. He hasn't had the offense sustain greatness. The man averaged 19 points a game for his career, bro. 19 points. Bro.
I know, but I'll give you this from his earlier years, yes, but from 2017 to now, he's been a elite offensive player.
And he missed like multiple seasons, like the whole season in multiple seasons, like since 2017. So that's what I mean. If he had a sustained greatness from 2016 of all NBA runs, MVP seasons, then we're talking. But he hasn't had that.
Though, are you worried about his stats?
No, it's hey, first off, see how y'all be playing down the regular season like sustained greatness year after year after year in a league full of great all-time players, and you matching that.
But I
is
said
not
that
greatness.
about Russ,
That
and you
equals
guys jumped down my throat. I said that about Russ. You said the season don't matter.
No, because Kawhi's still in his prime. He's still that guy. He has a potential to still be that guy. Russ doesn't. That's the difference. Russ doesn't. He can't ever be that guy he was, bro. He ain't ever that guy no more. Like he's 34 years old, bro.
I think with a championship, which was what we played for, I think if he wins a championship, you got to elevate him about 5 spots. I think you got to put him. I would put him. Me personally, I said 10 to 15. I'll put him at that level because again, you got to tell me the guys in front of him.
I mentioned you some names, bro. So you said he already better than Dirk already, right? Like already.
I said if he gets a championship, yes, I'll put him over Dirk.
Oh, okay. So
if he gets the
guys on
championship.
the edge, right? Guys like Dr. J. Is he better than Dr. J?
When you talk, what depends when you say better, bro. Are we talking about statistics? We talking about eye test? We talking about accomplishment? What are we talking
You can
about?
put it all in there, but let's just talk about career because it's hard because we have subjective ideas of preference over style of player and stuff. Let's just talk about career and what you did, your accolades, everything included. Winning is included as well.
hmm
Yeah, but
I
your
don't.
career greatness. Go ahead.
I don't think the stats will ever be in Kawhi's favor because you don't have them. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, he's not going to have the stats of those guys. But when I look at the accomplishments, he's had just as much impressive accomplishments as anybody, especially when you factor in the defensive side of the ball. And also his playoff performances. I mean, he's one of the best playoff performances we've seen. And the eye test, as far as a basketball player, I think he's just as good as anybody in that top 15 as far as right outside of it. Like guys like, Dirk, guys like who else? KG, guys like
Yep.
those guys, he's just as good as far as the eye test based off the defensive
Berkeley,
end.
Karl Malone, all these guys, David Robinson.
Yeah, I just think he's in the same breath. So if he gets a championship, I mean, we have to elevate him somewhere.
Oh, he gonna be elevated, no doubt. I just feel like he'll be elevated to top. I would say like top 25. He in the top 25. He close to 20. He close to 20. He gets close to number 20 all
I'd say
time.
top 20.
Yeah,
You
so
say
you're
top
moving him
20?
ahead of a lot of dudes. So we're moving him ahead of Dwayne Wade. We're moving him ahead of guys like Elgin Baylor, guys like David Robinson, Charles Barkley, Karl
Baylor
Malone.
was all stats. He never won anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the factor. I
He
think
was great, but he never
We're
won
moving him
nothing.
ahead of Dirk Nowitzki, Charles Barkley, like all these dudes, right?
Never won
KG.
nothing. You name it, guys. You never won nothing. I give you Dwayne Wade and
I just got a question for y'all. How do you measure winning? Like when you have an all-time great career like a Charles Barkley, but never won, and then there's a guy that didn't
you
have
have
the
to take a
sustain.
penalty for that when you're talking
Okay.
about greatness.
I'm just asking y'all how you measure it. I ain't mad at how y'all do it, but like, how much of a penalty is it losing when you have an all-time great career, right? You have multiple MVP seasons. The only reason why you lose is because you go up against who y'all call the GOAT, and so when you do that and you don't win, but you have an all-time great career, consensus top 2, top 3 player of your generation, and then there's a guy that in his generation is one of the let's say top 5 players in his generation. Maybe that's stretching it, but I'll give him top 5 players in his generation. But he doesn't have the sustained greatness. He kind of has like a Grant Hill kind of career where he gets
He won
injured
3
right
rings
before
on,
he's
on your GOAT's watch.
Yeah.
I'm just asking how y'all measure that without the sustained peak, but you still have great all-time moments in terms of winning, but you don't have the sustained peak.
But if he wins this year, he's been and won 3 rings on your GOAT's watch.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's some, and I just that says a
Going
lot.
straight through him in most of them.
That says a lot, huh? Okay.
I mean, to me, I just think it says a lot because it's like
Early in the stream, BJ, he gonna be a weird guy to categorize when we talk about
He is
all-time
gonna be
greats.
weird to category. I agree with that. I agree with that.
yeah, it's gonna be
All
tough.
these guys who have 3 Finals MVPs, they got the career. For me, if he wins this season to be top 15, I expect 5 more All NBA seasons. He gives me 5 more after this season. We good, bro. He all-time great. 5 more, but that means you got to play till he's 35, 36. I don't know if you're gonna do that. That's the question for me.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's gonna be interesting. This season definitely gonna be
He is a
something we gotta
weird guy
watch.
to categorize. I agree with that.
It's very weird. It's tough. It's kind of like as much as I want to vouch for him, I'm like when somebody says stats, it'd be like, oh, his stats don't match. I'm like, yeah, you kind of right. Yeah, because we ain't seen it. Like I can't think of a top 15 player where his stats don't match his accomplishments.
And a lot of those guys in the 15 are not in the top 10 because they didn't win. That's why they're not in the top 10. Like a lot of those dudes, if they won a couple championships, they in the top 10. But
No doubt.
people would say Charles Barkley was a better player than Hakeem if he won 2 rings. They would say that clear cut. But because he ain't got 2 rings,
of course they would.
because go ahead.
But he did get a chance to play with Akeem, though, didn't he?
He did. At the end of his career, old ass
They were
Barkley.
still good enough to win, though. They were still good. They had a good team.
Okay.
They were old. I'll give you that. They were older, but they still had a good. They were easily as good as that Boston team. Easily.
Okay. It's tough. It's tough. Hey,
Hey,
man.
fellas.
Look. Salute to
I
you,
think,
BJ, man. Salute to you,
man,
brothers on the panel. So love, man. So love.
Salute, y'all.
salute
You know
y'all
I like
love,
fucking
man.
with you, Young Africa, man. It's all good.
So love, man. Hey, we're gonna make the playoffs, like I've been trying to tell y'all the whole season. We're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna see. It's gonna be an all-time great end to the season, and then an
Hey,
all-time great
Young
playoff
Africa,
season.
Young Africa. I just asked. All I asked is you just get 500 first before you start talking.
We're gonna do that soon. We're about to go on a 5-game winning streak. We're gonna be 500. We're
Okay,
gonna
we
be.
can talk after that. We can talk
Okay.
after that.
We're gonna talk real soon. Then we're gonna talk in about a week or two, and we gonna be talking something different. It's all good. Then you that's about the point in time where you're gonna stop playing down who we played, who you versed, and where y'all only in the play-in while y'all probably like what doing what I don't know. Hey, honestly, don't get comfortable, OC Love. Don't get comfortable at the 5th
Don't
seed or
you
wherever
get
y'all at.
comfortable either. Don't you get
Nah,
comfortable
we
either.
definitely
Y'all
not
know
comfortable.
y'all gonna make the playoffs.
Nah, the difference is we got the GOAT. That's the difference. Like you comfortable when you got the
Here
GOAT.
we go.
That's
Here we
it's
go.
comfortable. The GOAT make you feel comfortable. But it's all good. Hey,
He do. He do. Even now.
yeah, man. Oh, very comfortable, man. Even now, hey, did you see that off the backboard? Off the
Even
backboard,
that one. Even
you
that one right
20
there.
off the
Even that one.
backboard,
Even that one
BJ.
right there.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
BJ, you
foot
know that's
feels a
hard to
bunch
do in the
better.
empty gym by yourself, BJ. Off the backboard, he did it
Yeah,
around the player
that foot
from the
feels a lot
3-point
better,
line.
huh? Yeah, that foot
Hey,
feels a lot better, huh?
I got a question for y'all. Before we hang up. How'd y'all feel about the All-Star weekend as a whole, though?
Trash,
Trash, I swear.
Very
trash,
disappointing. Now that was the worst
trash.
All-Star game I ever
If it
seen,
wasn't
man.
for Mac, I'd have fell asleep on the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just heartbreaking to see how far the All-Star game is.
Yeah,
All-Star weekend
man.
itself is heartbreaking. No tradition.
If Kobe was playing in that game, he wouldn't have let shit go down like that. Like he wouldn't have let shit go
Of
down like
course
that.
not. Of course not.
Nah, nope.
It's kind of crazy. Hey man, we in the load management, not trying to get injured. I got too much money on the line. Era. That's what it is, man. You know,
Yeah,
$250 million on the line.
everything been given to these players too easily.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
But hey,
it is what it
shout out
is,
to y'all,
though.
man.
Yeah, man. But
Salute.
fellas, we'll be back later.
All
Peace.
right.
Peace, man. Oh man, what a great stream. I told y'all I was gonna be good, entertaining. Shout out to all my people that came in on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? My man Bruce, Bubba, who Mingle Jester, Young Africa, Showtime, Kobe Jordan, who else? Kess, of course, I can't remember my man Kess. David R. Mrs. Smith, shout out to Mrs. Smith. Appreciate you coming in. I know you came in for a few minutes, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate y'all coming through, man. You know, always gonna be passionate, but it's also gonna be respectful. You know, as much as we got back and forth with it, man, it didn't get to a point where it was you know, name calling, nothing like that, or no disrespectful stuff. But, you know, Clippers at the end of the day, man, Russell Westbrook's on our team. I'm cool with the move. And I think the Clippers are gonna be able to prevail. And I think the Clippers are gonna be all right this year, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Hit our Cash App right there in the chat box. On the pinned comment, you can click that. You know what I'm saying? Show your love to the podcast through our Cash App. And continue to, you know, watch through and, you know, continue to support. And we will see y'all again tomorrow. Pull up a seat, pull up a chair, put it live. Peace. Out there like swimwear.